Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max on ESPN Radio and ESPN2.
Let me guess. Unknown caller? You could reduce the number of unwanted calls and emails with online privacy protection. The latest innovation from Discover will help regularly remove your personal info, like your name and address, from 10 popular people search websites that could sell your data. And we'll do it for free. Activate in the Discover app. See terms and learn more at discover.com/online privacy protection.
How long does it take to tackle a home project? With Angie, you could cross it off your list before this ad is over. Just tell us what you need. Indoor or outdoor, repair or redesign, and we handle the rest, sending a top pro to get it done. You don't have to lift a finger, except to tap the screen or click the mouse. Plus, Angie is free to use. So bring us your next home project, and we'll bring it home. Download the app or go to Angie.com. That's ANGI.com to get started.
Hey, yo, Philly! Time to take down Big Red in the big game in Arizona. Love you, Andy, but there's only enough room for one top dog. If you want top dollar on your accident case, go with the winning team at Top Dog Law. That's TopDogLaw.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in an accident and would like to know the value of your case, go to forthepeople.com to see cases just like yours. You see, all lawyers are not the same. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
Of course I use Mr. Clean Magic Eraser to clean tough messes off my stovetop and bathtub. But then I discovered I can also use it to easily clean my patio furniture and even my shoes. I'm hooked.
And when wipes won't cut it, I use Magic Eraser Sheets. They're thin and flexible erasers, perfect for everyday messes, like gunk on my counters and sinks. They really are magical.
The reviews are in. Mr. Clean Magic Eraser and Sheets make cleaning look easy.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
I hate the struggle of tough, greasy messes on my stovetop. So I just freak, wipe, and I'm done.
When I'm frustrated with stubborn bathtub soap scum, I just freak, wipe, and I'm done.
Mr. Clean Clean Freak delivers an innovative cleaning experience with a powerful, deep cleaning mist that starts working on contact to break down tough messes in seconds.
Just freak,
wipe,
done.
Hey, y'all, this is your girl, Cheryl Underwood, and I want to tell you something. My digestive system used to make me feel sluggish, but those days are over. Now I feel great. That's because I increased my fiber intake with the Metamucil 2-week challenge, and I'm still hooked. I just took Metamucil every day for 14 days, and it's really that easy. Metamucil traps and removes the waste that weighs you down, so you feel lighter and more energetic. Now I never want to go back to that heavy feeling. Are you ready for the Metamucil 2-week challenge? For a coupon and daily support, sign up at Metamucil.com today.
Hi, it's me, Steven Singer. Yeah, the I Hate Steven Singer guy. Why do all the other jewelers in America hate me? Maybe it's because I have the best gift ever for Valentine's Day. Meet Periwinkle. It's my newest color of my famous 24-karat gold dip roses. That's right, it's a long-stem American Beauty rose, deeply and lavishly dipped in pure 24-karat gold. It lasts forever. Valentine's Day is here, and you're running out of time. Go now to IHateStevenSinger.com to get your Periwinkle before it's gone. It's the perfect shade of violet and the perfect shade of blue blended together, and it pops. So don't get flowers that die in a week and end up in the trash. Do better. Give the gift that lasts forever, my brand new Periwinkle 24-karat gold dip rose, exclusively at IHateStevenSinger.com with free personalized love note, free lifetime guarantee, fast and free shipping, in time for Valentine's Day. Order by Friday before 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Order exclusively and only at IHateStevenSinger.com.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. Official home of the Sixers, Flyers, and the best Eagles talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic.
Good morning. Thought I'd help you wake up.
It's 6 a.m. and you're listening to The John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Let the party begin.
The show starts now.
Joel, when 97.5 The Fanatic wants to come out and celebrate a great run. Whether it's the Phillies run, whether it's the Eagles run, we've been hanging out here, so we hope you're going to come by this morning. I can just tell you it will be lucrative to you to come on by and say hello to us at the Rally House this morning. I would say financially, Bob, it will be lucrative to listeners to come on by and say hello.
Is Connor going to pay people off? Is that what we're saying?
I think he's going to.
Is that what we're suggesting?
Connor is going to hand them something that may make a purchase a little bit easier. Pat, does that sound?
I don't think anyone's complaining about that.
No, I don't think anybody has a problem with that.
Connor's kind of like the new age Santa.
Connor's a little bit.
The candy man.
He could be. He's got his union gear on today. Nothing says Super Bowl week like union gear.
Yeah, what was the thinking there?
What are you thinking?
Is that just what was available?
I woke up at 4 a.m. and I put on the first one.
Okay, I'll give him that.
I'm defending Connor on this.
Me too. I got you.
Because I got this crap last week, and it's like you get dressed at 4:20 in the morning or whatever, and
it's hard to remember that it's Super Bowl week. I know, I get it.
What time? What time do you go to bed?
What time last night, 10:20.
Oh, little boy. I bet you Connor out here is slinging it at midnight.
I was in bed by about 7:30 yesterday.
He was in bed.
You have no excuse. I tried.
Hit the early bird special at the Cracker Barrel and called it.
See, Pat tries to defend him.
There's nothing I can say about that. Yeah,
he doesn't. Hey, the 6 o'clock hour of the John Kincade Show, live from the Rally House in Fairless Hills, is brought to you by our friends at Bradford White Water Heaters. Bradford White is here for the pro. I'm here to tell you, if you're looking for the It's a Philly Thing hat, if you're looking for the It's a Philly Thing hoodie, if you're looking for Super Bowl hats that do not say NFC champions, that are just the Super Bowl hat with the Eagles logo on them, they've got a rack of them waiting to be bought. So you're going to look good at your Super Bowl party this weekend. Come on by Rally House and see us this morning in Fairless Hills. In a morning mind bender, Coach wants us to know, and Fritzy's back in studio with us, in a recent online survey conducted by Gallup, nearly 20% of Americans who plan on attending a Super Bowl party this weekend do this during this entire week. What is it? I think I know. Diet.
I was going to say
they think that they're going to gorge all at the party.
I was going to say come up with an excuse on why they don't want to go.
I was going to say look at recipes.
See, it's not a bad idea either. It's not bad. At Connor, is that your vote?
You probably got it with the diet.
I think it's refrain. Even though we were out with people the other night that are still doing the dry January into February.
Oh, grow up.
Hey, it's Pam. She'll kick your backside.
Like, come on, Pam.
It was Pam. She's
you're
taking
an adult.
dry January into February.
She's a dirty slut. I mean,
they
have different rules.
She's a slutty girl.
No, they're the naughty girls.
Oh, naughty girl. I thought dirty sluts.
Naughty girls.
Oh, my fault.
Slutty girls.
And she shows up at the restaurant. Not many people could show up at the restaurant and pull it off with her Jason Kelsey parade hat. I will show you what she was sporting at the
she looks gorgeous.
She has the Jason Kelsey parade hat.
Rocking
she can
as
pull
we
it
were
off.
in the middle of La Laconda.
Yeah, she can pull
wearing
it off.
if she can. She's absolutely she's a gorgeous, just absolutely.
And she did that sober.
Well, yeah, because she's not drinking.
That's
she's a little more fun when she has a cocktail or two. I'm just going to say
I agree
it was a
with you.
fun night out, but a little more fun.
That's how she got her nickname.
That.
A couple of cocktails.
Coach, is that it? Is that the
John?
Yes.
You were pretty close. It's fast. People fast this week.
Really? Fast?
Yes.
That's not Good Friday. I mean, it's not Ash Wednesday, even though it is Fat Tuesday tomorrow.
Yeah, but the problem with fasting all week is that you guys know when you fast or you diet that way, your stomach tends to shrink. Which means on Super Bowl Sunday, you might have a couple wings and feel full. So shouldn't you do the opposite of fasting this week to get yourself ready?
What?
And then worry about this next week.
Stomach,
worry about this next week is what you're saying, Coach.
Yeah, wait until Monday to start.
Come on,
the diet.
it's too short. Life's too short. And how many times do you get to see? Three times in 19 years we've gotten to see a Super Bowl.
It's a really easy way to avoid all this. Is
just gorge yourself constantly.
No, I was if you're not invited to Super Bowl parties,
right?
So you don't have to worry about fasting or not.
Pat,
you don't have to worry about it.
Pat, you would have
not invited
by the end of this show today.
Schedule's wide open.
We would have 10 listeners invite you to a party at their house if we said Pat wants to come to a party.
Pat, you want to come over?
No, I got something going on.
That's how he knew the answer.
Uh-huh.
So you are going to end up hosting?
Yes, we are. It became official this weekend.
This was the easiest.
I mean, that was
the easiest bet,
dude.
We both said
that was the
guaranteed.
lock of the century.
We both said not in your presence. We said by the time Super Bowl Sunday comes, Cooney will be roped into having to host a party.
The text message went out on Saturday.
I tried.
There it is.
I tried to find the bet on multiple betting sites, and
it was off the board.
The sportsbooks took it off. They took it off.
Yeah.
Jamie tried to have it on the Daily Odds pod. They said no.
Yeah.
They said no. We know Bob's going to get roped into a party, and he's hosting it too, which is even more.
That's the way you got to do it, though, right, Bobby?
Bobby, I think a call to PJ's maybe in order.
PJ's will definitely be in order.
PJ's Pub, get that on in there. And so let's just start the week with this, if I can. It's T-minus 6.5 days to kickoff at 6:30 this morning. And the sense of confidence that surrounds this fan base and city about Super Bowl 57, to me, is absolutely the most joyous thing of my entire life as a Philly sports fan. I have never been so happy that even as I'm walking out of church, my priest is saying to me, "So you think they're going to win, don't you? You think they're going to win?" I love this because I hated we're the underdogs. Everybody doesn't believe in us. Oh, my gosh. Everybody discounts Philly. I love the fact that Philly is the favorite. I love the fact that they've rampaged through the NFL this year. I love the fact that they should win the Super Bowl on Sunday, that we don't have to play the little downtrodden, well, we're glad to be here and we're going to surprise everybody and show them. No, they're going to show up on Sunday afternoon and they're going to kick some ass is what they're going to do. It is the happiest I think I've ever been as a Philly sports fan to see this team get a chance to play for a championship. And it is refreshing and it is exciting. Can I take a few things off the board, though? Because I heard them this weekend on our radio station and some others. Players that are in this Super Bowl will not be going to the big, wild parties on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night, which potentially affects their performance. They will not be there at 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning, out partying Super Bowl weekend. That does not happen. So I don't know where it even comes from that's a talking point. Well, how will Jalen Hurts handle it? How will A.J. Brown? Will they be going to parties till 2 in the morning? They don't go to the parties on the days before the game. Early in the week, they usually have some free time. By the end of the week, they're huddled in. They're ready to go. They'll be in bed at a reasonable hour. So just take that off the board. This team is going to be focused. This team has been team all along, and they've got veteran leadership in the room. And I think they've got veteran leadership in the room, Bob, that the Kansas City Chiefs do not have to keep things in line. Much more of policing that room. That when you go on that Kansas City roster, they've got guys who've been to Super Bowls before, but I don't think they have the police, the Kelsey, the Lane Johnson, the attitude of that Brandon Graham, the real veterans to say, "Excuse me, this is how you're going to do it."
I don't know. Having been there is a huge, huge advantage. You know, for Jason Kelsey, for Patrick Mahomes, for Andy Reid, for that coaching staff. Having been there, I think is a huge advantage for Kansas City. I can't speak to the policing in the locker room or anything like that. I don't know their locker room a little bit. I think you're right. The Eagles, as far as veteran leadership, and not even veteran leadership, as far as Jalen Hurts goes, I think they just follow his lead, and his lead is, look, season's not done. He had one of the greatest quotes. I think it was Friday. They said to him, "What's your favorite play of the season?" He goes, "I don't know. Season's not over yet."
Oh, I love that.
And
I love
just
that
like
one.
that. And I was like, man, this kid gets it. And so yeah, I'm happy where the Eagles are. I don't know about Kansas City at all. I can't speak to that. But I think you hit it on the head, John. As far as veteran leadership, as far as going in there knowing that it's business to go. I think they're in a good spot.
Yeah, I think they're in a very good spot. I mean, the fact that the Chiefs have been there before, I think the leadership of the Chiefs is gonna absolutely help out with that. Whether you're a loud, boisterous leader like Brandon Graham or kind of a lead by example guy like Fletcher Cox, I think being in the Super Bowl and a lot of those guys have probably already won one at that point. I think they're probably on the Chiefs roster that didn't end up taking the Lombardi home. So I don't want to discredit their leadership. I do like what the Eagles have, though. I mean, the leadership core that they bring to the table with Jason Kelsey, Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, it's Lane Johnson. It's pretty tough to beat that. It really is. I mean, it's a good group. Then again, if we were doing radio in Kansas City, we were probably saying the same thing about our group, about the Chiefs. So I think it probably skews a little bit towards the Eagles, but not by much. I think the big thing is Jalen Hurts. I think the poise that he shows, like Bobby talked about, is so big where most of the time a quarterback gets in this moment and they're just wide-eyed. And his attitude is like kind of like Alshon Jeffrey in that clip that went viral again of like, yeah, I don't feel like doing this crap. Like, we could have done this in Philly. We're here to play a game. That's him. Not as rude, but that's Jalen Hurts. And his mindset is like on point for what you want from your quarterback.
Did you see the send-off yesterday?
Yeah.
The Eagles send-off. First of all, we're just watching on television. We didn't go out for it. I thought that was the most we don't give a flip about coming to this little event that I've ever seen. I think they were like, get us on the planes, get us to Arizona. Seriously, you're making us come over here and stand in front of fans. They want to get there. They want to get the job done. They want to get the work done. They appeared to me disinterested. Like that was not a thing that they – and I can't imagine, Bob, any team wants to have to do that before going to a championship.
You know, it's like what we talked about last week. It's all encompassing, right? How can you handle your business between the lines when you have all this circus surrounding you? And yesterday's part of it. The good thing about yesterday was it's your circus. It's your fans. It's controlled in your environment. You're going from a familiar place, and that's all fine. Once you get out to Arizona and it's national and worldwide media, and you're being pulled in 20 different directions when you're not practicing, that's the thing that you have to guard most against. I think yesterday was the end of normalcy for this team.
Yes.
And then you get on the plane and you're like, wow, this is real. All right, here we go. You can handle it two ways, and it can be, wide-eyed like, oh, my God, what's going on here? Or eyebrows down and let's go play football.
And I love the fact that you've got, like, a guy like Mahomes has learned it in the NFL. He's learned to play in those big stages, those big games, everything like that. Jalen Hurts showed up in the NFL having played in 1 million of those games, playing at the most prominent school, playing in the biggest games, the SEC title game, a national semifinals, a championship game, those type of things. That kind of experience, I think, really does play well to him this week also.
I think it absolutely does. I think it'll absolutely help. You've talked about that a lot, John, his time at Alabama and how Alabama
he was programmed.
Trains these guys to wait for the championship and not the pomp and circumstance that leads up to it. I mean, so I think that'll help. I mean, I think another thing that helps, and it's a thing that John brought up, but you haven't brought it up in a while. It's the first time these guys have gotten on a plane in like 2 months.
It's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, maybe that's why they had that look.
Christmas Eve.
Maybe that's why they had that look in their eye of like, oh my God, I don't remember what this feels like.
And they don't have to go. And they don't remember they go through TSA too. They didn't have to do it through the crap.
No,
you're tomorrow. No, you're gonna meet your friend tomorrow. Probably when we go to the airport.
Yeah,
Pat
buddy,
goes to
our buddy
TSA.
Dante.
And no.
Oh,
TSA.
Martika. Yeah, Tika. I was hitting her up yesterday, actually.
Tika's like dancing with sees Pat coming up. I thought Tika was on Price is Right.
That's what happens.
I mean, she's dancing around like, Pat,
yeah.
Oh, there's my man from high school. He's my man.
Great school.
And it's
great school
wow,
and high school. Great.
Wow.
We go way back. I mean, I just breezed through TSA because I have connections.
These guys, they travel beautifully. I mean, and Jalen had his fancy Louis Vuitton bag.
That's fake.
With him? You think he got it on Canal Street?
Well, I mean, because if you're Jalen Hurts,
it's a knockoff?
That's actually the smart thing. If you're Jalen Hurts and you are rocking a Louis Vuitton bag, no one's going to assume it's a fake. So why would you spend that much money? You go
See,
get
that
a
is
fake.
Smart. That really is smart. That works out well.
It's like reverse psychology.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because nobody's going to think you.
No one's going to be like, that's a fake.
Like Chevy has one that he brings all the time and everything like that.
But we know Chevy's salary and he can't afford it, so we know it's fake.
So we know it's a fake.
It's like Chad Johnson used to go to Claire's for his jewelry because Chad Johnson's like, why am I spending $5,000 on earrings? People are just going to assume it's real.
Just go to Claire's.
Cubic zirconium.
You can do that. Well, to me, it is the greatest thing about this week though, is that and it's truly an unpopular take. I hated the whole underdog mask crap. I hated it. I hated the nobody believes in us, all this kind of crap, because I don't believe teams believe it. The 2017 Eagles did not believe they were not going to go and have a chance to win that game, and that they had every chance to win that game, and that they belonged on the field with the Patriots, everything. But the whole talk of, well, everybody's doubting us and everybody believes it. Who cares what happens on First Take this morning? Who cares who picks you this week? Please don't let that dominate you this week. And I took a vow last night, thanks to Toot the Barber. Okay. Fantastic wise man, wrote a piece for 97.5thefanatic.com. He said, do not engage this week on social media with any fan base other than the Chiefs. Because the Dallas fans, the San Francisco fans, all the whiny Giant fans, whatever it is, they don't need to be engaged with this week because they're trying to take away from your shine. They're trying to distract you this week because they're pissed off they're not there. Celebrate that you're there and don't worry about the underlings. And the Chiefs fans, by the way, cool, Bob. They seem like a cool
good
fan
group.
base.
Yes, I read something. Somebody described it as they'll shake your hand, they'll say good luck, and they'll go on their merry way. Okay. Is that fun? Nah, we like fighting. So you know,
don't want to fight this week with Dallas fans, though.
I don't know. I think Philly fans always want to fight, right? So if you can't find one in the next opponent, find one in a past opponent.
See, to me, that's like the act like you belong, though. It plays to this whole thing is that you're the favorite this week. You're expected to win the Super Bowl. You're the better team. You rampage through the NFL this week. Act like it. Act like you're the favorite. Act like, don't do the underdog crap. Don't do the, someone didn't pick us this week. You're the favorite.
But I haven't
Act
seen
like
that.
it.
I haven't seen that, though.
Oh, they don't. You don't believe this week we're going to get whoever doesn't pick the Eagles to win, you don't think it's going to become front page news in the city?
On social media. But as far as the team.
No, I don't think the team gives a crap.
Okay, that's what I thought you were
saying.
talking about the team.
The 17 team didn't either, but they played up the dog mask thing.
Well, and look, truthfully, the dog mask thing at the time, I didn't really care about it. The Batman thing I find like kind of cringeworthy. But whatever gives the team the edge. If they think they're being disrespected, then I'm all for it. Whether I think that they should be feeling disrespected or not.
When you're the favorite, you should not feel disrespected.
But if they're going into the game going, I can't believe, Connor
Skip Bayless
Thomas
didn't pick us.
Yeah, I mean, whatever gives them a little bit of an edge and a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, I love.
So you see, we look at it at fandom. We're not around all day. We just, have in our minds what's going on with the Eagles. They've been at this grind since May and June. Okay, so if you need a distraction somewhere to take your mind off of football, to laugh at something else, whatever it may be, we talked about leadership. Maybe as much as we hated that underdog mask thing, maybe it was a great idea by Lane Johnson and Jason Kelsey and those guys to say, you know what, these guys need a little distraction. Let's play up this underdog thing.
I think
it's
what they did.
Do it.
And I think that's what they did.
Yeah, and if whether it's the Batman thing, they laugh at that. Maybe somebody got on the plane in a full Batman costume yesterday. Just something to take the edge
Did that
off.
happen?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I would have laughed at that.
Yeah.
Like a real one?
A 5-hour flight.
And which Batman? Are we talking Adam West Batman? Or are we talking...
If Isaac Sayamalu became Fat Batman, if he became Fat Man, that would have been hilarious.
They had we watched this movie the other night with George Clooney.
Walk Hard.
No.
Legend of Dewey Cox.
No. What's it, Ticket to Paradise
Eurovision.
or something? No, stop it. Ticket to Paradise, is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Sophie's
So,
Choice.
in one scene where they go to knock on George Clooney's door, whoever the actor is, he was dressed in a full Batman costume.
That's
With
and
the
Clooney
nipples?
answers the door and just starts breaking out, yeah.
Hey, now through February the 28th, you can lease a 2023 BMW 530i X-Drive sedan for just $659 a month for 36 months with $72.39 due at signing. Visit BMWCenters.com today. Just so you know, you're picking on Chevy, and Chevy was looking at one of those BMWs yesterday. He saw that price, and he said, that's a great deal.
He is very successful.
Because he has the knockoff Louis Vuitton bag, he can afford the BMW.
He's not paying for the expensive earrings. He's going to Claire's.
He goes to Claire's.
For himself.
Left
like a man.
Yeah, well, the Knicks beat the Sixers last night. It broke their 8-game road winning streak, which, by the way, was the longest road winning streak since 2001. What happened in 2001? They went to the finals. Last time they won a second-round series.
Yeah,
2001.
that wasn't good last night.
Last night was terrible.
Yeah, that was bad.
It was gross.
And that's not one of those chalk it up to this, that, or the other. They played bad. I mean, it was just a bad performance by them, and there's no excuse.
What happened?
I don't know.
But second time in like 8 days.
They get bad with the ball. They get kind of lazy. They do all that, and I'll make this prediction right now. They are going to get thumped in Boston when they play there on, what's that, Tuesday?
Don't say
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Bob, that doesn't give us a warm and fuzzy thought to start the week.
Sorry.
They're going to get thumped.
I just think that, yeah.
See, I expect after the Knicks game, I'm expecting they win a hard-fought game. Maybe I'm a dope, but,
Yeah,
very well.
No,
There's evidence. There's empirical evidence to that.
Yeah.
I think they're going to bounce back Wednesday.
Here's hoping.
21-point lead. Second time, though, in like 9 days that they blow a huge lead.
Yeah.
And just fall asleep at the wheel. Last time, though, was against Orlando. Last Monday, which was unacceptable.
I was pretty surprised they lost the game because they tend to play down to their opponents, and the Knicks aren't a bad team.
No.
So I was expecting them to pull it out, and then they just did not. They just sucked.
How many people went to the if you went down yesterday, I'd love to hear from somebody who attended the event yesterday. I watched it on television. If you went down to the big send off, I know Jen from our office went. She went down. She went down to it, and it looked like a fun event. It looked like a fun send off. I don't know why it was so small though.
What they do? Let people? They let them in the stadium
on the field though, and it wasn't in the stands. I was surprised because I would think you could get if they even just opened up the lower bowl, they could have filled the lower bowl and had fans, but. I guess they wanted a different visual.
I think it was a cool gesture by the team.
I do too, and I think the Eagles are connected with that pretty well.
I mean, if you're a father, son, mother, son, daughter, whatever, parent, and you can't afford tickets,
that pretty much covered it all. Aunt, uncle,
well,
if you're a person,
cousin. Well, because I'm going to piss off somebody in the car. It's
absolutely,
like, wow, cover all the bases.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can't afford
single
tickets.
Father, single mother.
This is your opportunity to kind of get close to the team that you love and you watch every day, and wish them well. So it's a cool gesture by the team. By
the way, if you're looking for the It's a Philly thing stuff, I'm wearing one of the hoodies today. If you're looking at the hats are back here too. They have all the Super Bowl hats. If you're looking for I know I had some friends saying, I just want a Super Bowl hat. I don't want an NFC Champions hat.
They got them all.
And they have it. And they have a giant rack of a bunch of different ways that you can win this.
They're sold out of the It's a Fairless Hills thing though.
No, they're
sold out of those.
But later today, there's
another box. Yeah, they're getting stuff every day.
We got some Eagles fans already showing up here, getting in this morning, trying to get in the flavor. Connor's going to pay them off for coming to see us.
Yeah, wow,
how about that? Connor's taking care of them just for walking in the door.
That's cool.
At this morning, and they're decked out already. They are already.
That's how we get new listeners. We pay them.
I love that. That is awesome.
That's right.
So that is fantastic stuff. They're in shopping. You have your big parties this weekend and everything to get ready for. And we look forward to having you hang out with us all week long. We leave for Arizona after the show tomorrow. Anthony Gargano leaves this morning. We'll talk about that as he heads out on the road. Going to be lots of interesting stuff with that. Get on in with us, too, if you want. 610-632-0975. We're live in Fairless Hills at the beautiful Rally House where they're begging to be open at 6 a.m. every day. They really are. John Kincade Show, 97.5 The Fanatic. You know, the Birds dominated the competition on the march to the big game. And after they destroy Kansas City, when they bring another title home to Philadelphia, Pump Man Philly will be there celebrating with them. You know those toilets are going to get just a little workout in downtown Philadelphia. I can promise you that. Well, the Pump Man is the expert in emergency repair and maintenance if it's necessary, but system replacements if you think your pump system is not ready to go. But they're also the experts in troubleshooting. Why don't you maintain your system before it breaks down? Because the Pump Man is number one when it comes to number twos. I can tell you this, the Pump Man keeps your wastewater pump system ready. And if you're going to be worried about flooding from major storms or otherwise, the Pump Man is going to make sure you're ready to face the challenge, much like the Birds will be Sunday when they take on Kansas City. If you're a building or facilities manager, do not fumble. This is the week you need to be on the game. Put Pump Man Philly's number in your phone right now, 833-559-PUMP. That's 833-559-PUMP, pumpmanphilly.com. He says, go Birds.
The John Kincade Show.
I'll say it. Loser, putz, dork, doof, dink, schmo, dingus, goober.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic presents Cousin Casey's Big Game Adventure. On the road again. On the road again.
That's not that
I'll take that. Cousin Casey's on the road again. Cuz is road tripping his way.
The BetParks Casino and Sportsbook app. Odds, slots, bets, and games right in your pocket. Download now at betparks.com. Hers. It's crunch time, Philly. Score bags of Hers, Philly's favorite hometown snack. And 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Go Birds!
Right now, Wawa's serving up any two Sizzlies for just $5. Every day until 11 a.m. Bask in the warmth of breakfast with a delicious sausage, egg, and cheese croissant. And try the new bacon burrito. Or get 2 egg bites with a bacon, egg, and cheese bagel without breaking the bank. Wake up and smell the Sizzlies. 2 for $5. It's a deal worth waking up for. Great morning start at Wawa.
Hey, honey, guess what I got?
Oh, is that lunch I'm smelling?
Warmer.
I think his brother's. Did you go to Wawa?
Warmer.
Wait, is it a hoagie?
Warmer.
Is it a meatball hot hoagie from Wawa?
On fire.
Yes! You know I love those. Do you know why hot hoagie season is my favorite?
It's warmer.
Exactly. Warm up your winter with hot hoagies. We don't really gotta have a Wawa.
Hey, it's Jen Scordo. The only app you need at your Super Bowl party is FanDuel in partnership with Valley Forge, America's #1 sportsbook. Download FanDuel now and use promo code SCORDO so you can bet Super Bowl 57 with a no-sweat first bet. You'll get up to $3,000 back in bonus bets if your first bet doesn't win. FanDuel lets you bet on everything from the money line to point spreads. It's all about our own Philadelphia team for that big game. Our own team is favored right now. How about a Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown? You know that's happening. And maybe Miles Sanders or A.J. Brown to score first. It's all on a top-rated sportsbook app that's safe, secure, and super easy to use. Best of all, you get paid your winnings instantly. Join FanDuel today with promo code SCORDO, which is my last name, to claim your no-sweat first bet on Super Bowl 57. And make every moment more with FanDuel, the official sportsbook partner of the NFL.
21 plus and present in PA. First online real money wager only. $10 deposit required. Refund issued. Non-withdrawable bonus bets. They expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See full terms at FanDuel.com/sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You know, as a two-time cancer survivor, when it comes to funding cancer research, I'm a big supporter, and I believe in it. John Kincade telling you about my friends at the American Association for Cancer Research, which is also the official charity of the John Kincade Show. They're based right here in Philadelphia, but more importantly, they are supporting the work worldwide in the battle against cancer. There are almost 17 million Americans just like me that have survived cancer. Why? Because of the great researchers, the doctors, the ones who find the differences, the ones who find the newest breakthroughs. You want to help fund their work? Of course you do, because it's going to hit home in your family at some point. Maybe it's in your office. Maybe it's your friend group. Make a donation today to the AACR. Go to aacr.org/fanatic. Cancer researchers need your support now. The breakthroughs, they're coming fast and furious. Be a part of the cause. Go to aacr.org/fanatic, because I'm living proof. Cancer research saves lives.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep your operation running, no matter the weather or supply chain hiccup. But we get you, Raymond in Buffalo, Maria in Miami, and Jules in Troy, taking control of everything that's under your control. At Grainger, we're here for you with high-quality supplies for every industry, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to help. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Every piece of land has a story. Some right there is behind the wheel of a John Deere 1 Series tractor, like the Upshaws.
This is my tractor Penny. It's all about attention to detail.
But the Nelsons love cruising around their expansive Montana ranch in their John Deere Gator UV.
We've been here since 1868.
While the Caggianos drive a John Deere zero-turn mower to keep their Long Island brewery looking sharp.
Don't call me, don't bother me. I'm going out to mow for a couple hours.
Run with us and start telling your story. Learn more at johndeere.com/radio.
Center City is electric right now, and with the Birds win, you can feel it in the air, and nowhere is more energized than our favorite spot, Pagano's Market and Bar. Pagano's are all-day kind of place. The breakfast sandwiches, sensational. Lunch, forget about it. It's easily the best chicken cutlet sandwich and pizza in the city. So swing by Pagano's in Commerce Square, 20th and Market. So whether you need a fully catered meeting or a great spot for happy hour, Matt's got you covered. Visit them today in Center City or anytime at PaganosMarketandBar.com.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things, because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877.
How much time, Fritzy? Thank you, buddy.
Welcome to AutoZone. Thinking about gas mileage? If your check engine light is on, it may be affecting your MPGs, but the free AutoZone Fix Finder service can help. With the most complete free warning light report backed by technician-verified fixes, you'll know what's affecting your gas mileage and more, and you don't have to drive too far to find the fix. The free AutoZone Fix Finder service is available at all 6,200 stores. See details at AutoZone.com.
Listen to 97.5 The Fanatic everywhere on Alexa at 975thefanatic.com, the Fanatic app, and now on Odyssey. The Road to Victory is presented by Bergey's Cadillac.
The road to victory for the Birds is a familiar one. While Kansas City is returning to the big game after a one-year absence, the Birds are playing in their first since beating New England in 2017. This year's game will feature the youngest combined age between starting quarterbacks in history. Both signal callers are dealing with injuries and will benefit from the 2-week layoff before the final game.
The Road to Victory is presented by Bergey's Cadillac, now open in Plymouth Meeting.
It's finally here. It's the big game, and it's a great year for your Birds, and it's a great time to get in on the BetPark Sportsbook and Casino app. They absolutely have you covered with everything you need for the big game. Now, you may have bet on Pro Hoops last night, and you may have taken it in the shorts, much like I had to with that terrible loss. You know, you can get in with fantastic odds boosts and more on the big game this weekend on the BetParks app. It's safe, it's secure, and it's easy to use, and it's the only sportsbook and casino app that I recommend. Individual player performances, you want to bet on receptions, yards rushing, quarterback passing attempts, whatever it is, even the freaking coin flip. You can do it on the BetParks app. It's amazing. And new users can get up to $750 in sportsbook bonus back if their first bet isn't a winner. So download the app and start playing instantly. Get the BetParks Sportsbook and Casino app today. You got to be 21 and in Pennsylvania or Jersey. See BetParks.com for terms and conditions. Should you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
John Kincade Show on The Fanatic as we come to you live from Fairless Hills. Well, we got shoppers already this morning, and Connor Thomas making people glad they got out of bed this morning. Connor, are you bribing people? I mean, is that – because Pat sort of puts it like you're bribing people.
No, I would never do that. I'm just giving them a firm handshake that may or may not contain Rally House gift cards.
That's not bad.
You're absolutely bribing people. It's
the
fine.
little handshake. That's how Alabama recruits.
We ain't too proud to beg.
This is how Devontae Smith and all them end up at Alabama. You know, get the golden handshake.
That's how they got me at Washington College.
Now they can be paid. Now they can be paid above board.
This is how you turn somebody from a WOGL listener to a Fanatic listener.
Now I don't know if they're doing that are they doing that at your? Are they now paying people at D3?
Yeah, they slipped me a $5 bill and said, "Hey, make your decision, kid." And I said, "You know what? I'm there."
Vito's Pizza now has NIL deals.
Of course,
they do that now.
We had Procolinos.
Who would be Bob's NIL? What's Bob's NIL?
I mean, it's got to be a beer company.
It's got to be a beer, but I don't know that one beer could own Bob. Like, I mean, because if you do it,
Trojan?
Are you up?
That's messed up.
He doesn't even know what to say.
I got nothing.
You're making him smile and laugh.
I mean,
this
it
morning.
fits.
You're making him smile and laugh this morning.
I can't come back.
Hey, you may not always need a new water heater, but when you do, choose Bradford White. Because Bradford White is here for the pro. I love that. That got Bob smiling this morning, laughing, which is good. And that's really
Just trying to think
good.
of something that fits Bobby's brand.
They could do that.
They kind of go hand in hand, don't they?
They do. The beer before the Trojans.
Yeah.
That can very well work.
You know.
So there it goes. The
try to get back on track there, bud.
I can't.
Go ahead.
Because there's the most disturbing commercial on HGTV. The most disturbing commercial I've ever seen. Now have you ever seen a commercial where you go, okay, that's not right for it's out of place for the channel it's on.
Yeah.
There's a woman and her husband, and she's on TV on HGTV. So my wife's obsessed watching Egypt and Mike do houses and no, they're on their own network now. They got their own channel, the Shiplap people. What are they? Chip and Joanna.
Chip and Joanna.
My wife's
Shiplap
obsessed with all those shows, and she cares. She knows their little kids' names from the show and stuff. Now they bring kids into it.
Yeah.
I remember when they used to just fix houses. Now you got to watch little Cindy go to preschool.
Yeah,
I'm like, who cares? Get back to
Hunter.
So the woman is talking about that she brags on the commercial that she's had 8 UTIs in a year. And the
is she
commercial
bragging?
it's the commercial.
That's a hell of a flex.
And she's saying that.
What are you doing?
That's what I said.
Where are you going? You have 8 of them.
She said she has 8. And I'm like, wait a minute. This is HGTV? And I'm going, because Christina has it on. And I'm looking up and I'm going, What is it? And then the commercial keeps coming on, like 5 times a day.
Is that the whole ad? Is like, hey.
Yeah, she goes, no, she's telling you need to have this product so that way you won't get 8 UTIs in a year.
I'm Tiffany Amber Thiessen for UTIs.
No,
I've had 8 of them. They're great.
Kelly Kapowski's not getting those.
They're not that bad.
So what? They build a house and the girl then goes, and I got a UTI.
No, this is a commercial during those on HGTV.
Oh, I thought maybe
and
there's
it's
something
for a
wrong with the
product.
wood.
Is it a new show where they build houses and also
overcome UTIs?
Where
No,
it's like,
not.
hey, like we're gonna make you build a house in 48 hours with a UTI. Go.
See, that would be more challenging.
And
but
then
it's
whoever
not.
wins, they
It's
get
these
the medicine.
commercials.
They get
It's
the medicine for the
just
UTI.
dumb. It's the dumbest commercial I've ever seen, and the couple's standing there smiling.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, she doesn't have the UTI now.
Yeah.
That's
No,
why
she
she's
had 8
smiling.
of them, so it keeps coming back.
But if you had 8 of them and you
Like,
survived, you'd be
it's-
smiling.
It's the 4-week mark,
8
and
is
the
enough.
husband's going, okay, here we go again. Coming up.
I'd have some
Coming up.
questions for my
If you
wife
haven't
if
eaten
she
a
had
year,
8.
that's what I'm saying.
I'd be like, where have
It's
you
the
been?
weirdest commercial I've ever seen in my life, and it kept happening this weekend. I'm like, why is this commercial on television?
Bud,
Because they only show it when she gets another one.
Bud, your wife belongs to the streets now.
I mean, she is watching HGTV.
She's too far gone. She
Hey,
ain't your wife.
Hey, Open House Week is coming up, and you know what that is? It's your opportunity to come and hang out with us the week of February 20th. So 2 weeks from today, we start it. It is the John Kincade Show Open House Week, doing live shows in our new performance center every single day. Listeners come up, watch the show, take part in it. We'll have breakfast each morning, special guests that will be coming in for our listeners to meet, and we'll have special giveaways too. Connor will probably be greasing your palms with some sort of a nice giveaway those days too. Space is limited, and you're going to be picked at random to attend. You can come one day that week. Go to 97.5thefanatic.com now, click on the open house link, and reserve a spot for you and a guest, and we would love to see you in our performance center. Have you ever wondered what our radio station looks like? Come to the studios, come meet everybody. I'm sure Cuz will be rolling in there early. You know, he'll be in there.
Absolutely.
Doing his pre-show meeting, like 9?
He usually gets in at about 8.
8?
He actually might be there now.
He could be there right now. He could
Although
be
he's
very-
got-
He's got to depart
He's
today.
got to get ready for his big trip.
This is going
That's
to be
going to be a
amazing.
parade to send them off today.
I can't imagine.
Streamers, fire trucks.
They should be.
Might be some animals there, Pat.
A llama.
Some people getting UTIs.
Could be. You never know.
You don't know.
Not
Yeah.
8 of them, but maybe
No.
just one.
Yeah, I mean.
You don't want to do that. So, hey,
Surprise.
Shane Steichen had another interview with the Colts, and if you read the Indianapolis newspaper, he's at least a 50-50 shot, it appears, to be the Colts' choice for their head coach. If that happens, I think it's a loss, and I think it's a pretty big loss, because he has called some marvelous games this year. We all agree they elevate Johnson? So they elevate?
I would. I mean, I'd go to Jalen Hurts and have him have a big voice in it also. Yeah, I think that's good. I think Shane Steichen is so underspoken about because this team was 2-5, and the head coach said, here, you take over the offense. And he changed everything about the offense, and they went on to become a playoff team. And then this year they have such versatility on the offensive side of the ball that other teams just don't know what to do against them. And they can run for 250 and throw for 350, and they can do that week in and week out and change it up. I think Shane Steichen is vastly underrated here in Philadelphia.
Does this mean they want to get the next Nick Sirianni because the Colts know what Sirianni's about and they want to get somebody off the Sirianni tree? Could we have a Sirianni tree now?
That would kind of make sense because he came from the Colts, so they're
They
probably
know what he's
very
about.
familiar with what he likes and whatnot. But I agree with Bob. He's pretty underrated, and this happens a lot of times when you've got a defensive-minded coach, the defensive coordinator gets forgotten. When you have an offensive-minded coach, the offensive coordinator. Like, Brad Childress got no credit for anything that happened in Philadelphia here. It was all Jim Johnson because Andy Reid was an offensive coach. But you're right. The fact that he was able to switch the entire game plan up mid-season, if they're able to keep him, that will be such a coup. The fact that they didn't lose anybody from this coaching staff. And the good news, John, is that Josh McDaniels isn't a favorite for the job.
Yeah,
this
that's
year.
really good news.
So you don't have to worry about somebody taking the job and then
reneging on it, and
running
then
back to
boom.
Daddy and saying, "Daddy, can I have a job again? Can I come back home?
I feel
miss
safe.
you.
I feel safe with you.
I miss you so much."
Yeah, I do think Steichen would be a huge loss here. And you know, you have somebody that was underneath him that saw everything that he's done, and maybe Nick Sirianni does take over more of the offensive play calling should something happen. But it's going to be a change. And when you've had a great season like this, change isn't easy. And that would be a major loss for the Eagles. Can they overcome it? Absolutely. But it's still a big loss for them if he goes.
Yeah, it absolutely is. But I think that if you're looking at Gannon or Steichen, I think they're better equipped to lose Steichen.
I agree. Yeah, I would absolutely agree with that.
I mean, if they lost
Ascension
Gannon, they
of
lost
talent.
Gannon. Like, I don't know who they're internally, like Tracy Rocker, I guess.
Coach
the defensive
Rocker's
line
not.
coach.
I don't think he's
Maybe,
ready to
like
be
I'm just spitballing here because I don't have another answer. But
I don't think Coach Rocker would
with,
get it.
With offensive coordinator, at least we like immediately come to a conclusion of it'd be Brian Johnson.
Yeah, and the familiarity that Jalen Hurts would have with him is a real thing because as we know, since high school he's had a different offensive coordinator every year. If Steichen goes, yes, it's yet another one. But if you can bring somebody up that is of the same belief, of the same coaching style, whatever it may be, the key thing is to keep Jalen Hurts comfortable and happy.
And Dallas gets their new offensive coordinator. Coach Schottenheimer. Man, he's bounced around. And Schottenheimer, the new offensive coordinator in Dallas.
Great hire.
Married the same day as me, same place as me. They had the ceremony right after us at Sandals in Negro, him and his wife. So there is and boy, I can just tell you, they enjoyed the entire honeymoon week in the pool, and neither one of them didn't have a cocktail in hand, Bob. So they enjoyed partying. I'm hoping that continues in Dallas, that he's just partied out.
I think
doesn't have the time to work.
As an Eagles fan, I think this is the best hire that Dallas could have made.
Yes.
I think it's incredible.
I can't believe it.
Because he is a poster boy for nepotism. He sucks.
And
He's
they're
a
worried
trash
about what
coordinator.
the Eagles are doing.
Yeah, he is awful. Like, he should not be in football. He should be selling insurance. You look at his history of being an offensive mind, if you even want to call it that.
No.
Connor could do better. Like, I say this, like, he couldn't do worse. You look at just, like, where his offenses is ranked,
Terrible.
how quarterbacks have done. This is nepotism at its finest, so I think it's a great hire. I don't think
we're
he's gonna
happy
fix
this
a
happened.
damn thing. The fact that Dallas went out, fired Kellen Moore, who I've ripped apart because he's the boy wonder, but they fire him thinking, oh yeah, he was the problem, and then they go, how can we fix this? Let's get the worst offensive coordinator in the league for the past decade. Genius. So great job, Jerry. You're killing it, bud. Keep it going.
Brian Schottenheimer, Coach Schotty, coming into Dallas. Hey, in Cooney's Corner, Bob saw a stat, and it might make you take a little pause about the Eagles' chances.
Let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
I don't remember where I saw it. I think I read it yesterday morning, and I've been trying to verify it, but I can't do that either. But I'm going to go with it anyway.
Let's do with it.
Yeah. Kansas City has an unbelievable record, and I think it was to the tune of, I want to say like 25-4, something like that, when opponents don't score over 24 points.
I think I saw that number too.
Yeah. So in order to beat them, you're going to have to score. Does that worry you at all? Or does it worry you more that the Eagles' defense has to stop them, a high-scoring offense? Where does it lie as far as we talked about? Is it going to be a high-scoring game, low-scoring game? But does that resonate with you? The Eagles have to score more than 24 to win this game.
First of all, I think they will score more than 24, so it doesn't bother me. Second of all, I think I'm much more concerned about the Eagles stopping Kansas City. I think their offense is much more dangerous than their defense. So I feel okay with that. They're going to get their points because they're going to be able to run the ball and throw the ball.
They have to get their points.
No, it's mandatory.
I mean, they have to.
But
yeah, that stat tells you they have to score more than 24.
Mandatory.
They have to get points to win.
Great
that's good, Pat.
That's what
Pat's bringing it. Super Bowl week.
Connor
Pat
had a
says
good
I'm
one
coming
earlier.
right
What was
out.
yours?
Yes.
What was your
He's
great
coming
point
right
earlier?
out.
He
You
had
can't
something.
remember
But
with Connor.
Yeah, I knowing you have to go into a game scoring points, and look, I'm not being stupid, obviously, but knowing you have to have a high-scoring affair offensively in order to win, I don't want to say it scares me because I do like love this Eagles offense, and they're diverse, and I think they have mismatches in a lot of places and stuff that I read and listened to this weekend. But knowing that is kind of like, okay. Like against New England in 2017-18, we had a confidence that they were going to win the game, but we didn't think that they were going to have to go out and score 41 points to do it.
No. I would guess that they couldn't have.
Exactly.
Right.
And we thought, okay, their defense has to hold New England down a little bit. I don't look at it that way with this game. I look at it that the Eagles have to score. And it might be a shootout. And it might be one of those things, last team with the ball wins. I guess my question to you guys is, how confident are you in the Eagles offense to do that if they have to?
Against Spags?
Spags.
You're very.
Wow.
Very
you
confident.
don't like him as a coach?
No, I hear he's a great guy. I don't think he's a good coordinator.
I'm pretty confident the offense will win that matchup.
Yeah, I'm not worried about facing Steve Spagnuolo in the slightest.
I think he doesn't have a loaded deck either of talent on the defensive side of the ball to try to shut down this. He's got a young team.
Yeah,
and he honestly has done a great job to get them there.
Yeah, they went out. I read a story this weekend about Andy Reid back in the 80s, wherever, or 90s, where the team that he was on went out and drafted 4 defensive backs.
Okay.
And that team wound up having unbelievable success a couple of years later. It actually was the 49ers, something to do with the 49ers way back when they were a great offense. And that's exactly what Kansas City did this year. They went out and drafted a bunch of defensive backs, and 3 of them are starting.
And they're young, and they've played well, admirably well.
They've played very well. Yeah, they're very good athletes. They're it seems kind of fearless, but they're still rookies.
Yeah, they're young.
So I see the Eagles opening up, doing different things, especially against those defensive backs. Maybe some short slants early, and then maybe breaking something out deep, and the running game getting going. I think we're going to see such a diverse Eagles offense in like the first 25 plays.
We've seen this Eagles offense against really veteran, like decent secondary pieces. They've torched them.
Yeah, they did. It just doesn't matter.
I'm not worried about A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith getting theirs against rookies.
What they did, too, like in the Giant game, in the very first series of the game, quarterback draws. You had down the field to Devontae Smith for 40 yards. You had a receptions across in the intermediate routes. You ran the football between the tackles. You did everything. You emptied your playbook and showed them a little bit of everything, which I think also is a great way to keep a Steve Spagnuolo from going, I see what they want to do tonight. Like you were talking about the Larry Brown thing.
Yeah.
Larry Brown would figure out what a team's doing offensively and then say, okay, I know what they're doing now. I'll shut it down. You can't shut down this Eagles offense. The diversity is too strong.
And the Chiefs are, I think they're 21st in the league in passing completion.
Yeah.
So I mean their secondary routinely gets torched. They give up 65% of passes thrown. They're
not good against
slants. Yeah, they're young, but they're not there yet.
Look, when you watch the tape of the Eagles San Francisco game and you see how they made those linebackers go totally flat-footed. I mean, it was amazing. And you know, the experts that I talk about all the time doing the all-22 and breaking it down from Orlovsky to Baldinger and all. I mean, Warner at times was totally flat-footed.
Was his name even called?
You're talking about who many consider one of the best linebackers, if not the best linebackers in all of football.
Neutralized.
Completely fooled. So this Eagles offense is I think, even much better than we all realize. And I think they're going to take advantage of those young guys in the defensive backfield.
Pat, you think that at least for Eagles fans, everybody's wondering about whether the veterans we're going to get to a point where one of these veterans isn't going to be back or 2 of these veterans aren't going to be back.
Mm-hmm.
You do think one of them is definitely going to be back?
Yeah, because Brandon Graham said that he's not retiring.
Okay.
So if he's not retiring, he's coming back as an Eagle. I mean, can anyone imagine Brandon Graham as a Jacksonville Jaguar? No.
You know what, though? I can't either.
And they're not going to let him leave Philly.
Because he will be next year 10 or 11 games in. He will be the most games played as an Eagle.
And I think that means something to him, too. The way his career started out, I was a big Earl Thomas fan, and I wanted Earl Thomas, and I can't remember an athlete who did a 180 like him.
That fueled him his entire career. Pat Egan wanted somebody else.
Yeah, he's told me that as he blocked me on Twitter. But that's fine. He unblocked me, and we're boys now. And I don't think there's a shot in hell that he goes anywhere else. If he wants to play in the NFL, he's going to be playing for the Eagles. So with him saying I'm not retiring, he will absolutely be back.
What did they give Fletcher Cox? They released him, brought him back. What's he making this year?
$14 million or $13 million?
Now, see, that's probably what Brandon Graham's going to look at and say,
right.
You know, that's too much for me.
But Fletcher's gone.
I don't. Yeah, I know. I
think Fletcher's gone. I think Fletcher is understandable.
Gone.
Fletcher will be gone.
I think that's the money that he'll look at, though, Brandon Graham. And
I do too.
Yeah, that.
What about Kelsey's money for next year?
Yeah, break.
What's Jason Kelsey going to
Again,
make?
It's Howie. You don't worry about money.
Jason Kelsey's
the money falls out of the sky with Howie, and nobody can detect it.
If they win a title on Sunday, when they win a title on Sunday, Jason Kelsey's not going to be like, yeah, sure, pay me whatever you want. They just take $2 million off what you wanted to pay me so you can do something else.
You know, there's a difference between the cap hit and then the guaranteed money.
I got you.
So, looking at Fletcher Cox, his cap hit was only $4 million.
Yeah, I knew. I was
Because you
thinking
paid him
6
up front.
million, yeah.
So yeah, I don't worry about the money with I truly believe if Howie wanted to, he could maneuver some contracts around and sign everybody.
And by the way, Jeffrey
you.
Lurie,
Probably. He could afford
for the people who trashed, still for whatever reason, trashed Jeffrey Lurie. We had the guy last week calling up, ridiculing Jeffrey Lurie.
Yeah.
When you have an owner that has deep pockets, you also are better off cap-wise because you have an owner who has the liquid cash to pay people up front, give it as a signing bonus. They've got it, and then that'll let you adjust cap numbers really well. Some owners are cash-strapped, believe it or not. They have the equity in the team, but they don't have the liquid cash.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Lurie, man,
He's got the cash.
He runs Julian. He sends Julian down to the bank
Yeah, he's doing all right for
and
himself.
says, "Get me some cash.
Yeah.
So
And let's get ready to pay these guys."
Jason Kelsey's cap hit last year was $11 million, and Brandon Graham's was 9.6. So that kind of gives you an idea of maybe what you're looking at, but I just don't worry about it.
Yeah, I don't. You've convinced me of that.
Signing
You and Jamie have
bonuses
convinced me.
and
I'm starting to worry that if they do win this Super Bowl, that Kelsey might call it.
I think there's
I
a
don't
chance.
believe it.
I think
don't-
there's a strong chance.
Yeah.
I don't think only because listening to the podcast with his brother, he says on there a couple times in the past like 2 months, he has said something about, can you imagine like hanging it up when you're at an all-pro level or guys walking away when they're playing the best football of their lives? And to me, that says he's playing the best football. This is the best year of Jason Kelsey's career.
Yes,
I
but
can't see him saying, yep, I'm done.
I think
I just don't see it.
when he has time to think about it and reflect, and his body recovers from the season, and
And
he feels
another
pretty
child.
good. He's got another kid because
Right.
the man lays it down, in the off season. So I think when he has time to reflect on it, he's going to go, do I really want to be doing this? I just won a Super Bowl. I won my second Super Bowl. I'm one of the best to ever do it.
Okay, this is the first hour of Super Bowl week. Don't use all your good stuff.
I'm not.
Oh,
by
he's
the end
just
of
getting
the
started.
by the end of the first hour of we got 20 hours of programming this week.
The man knows how to find an end zone.
I mean, he's really
He does.
It's really doing that.
I mean,
Said he's
it's like Bob. Bob knows what I'm talking about.
I mean, come on
Bobby's
now.
got 4 of them.
I mean,
Yeah.
Way to go, Bobby.
It is.
Brought to us by Trojan.
Hey, there we go.
I think, yeah, that
There we
kind of
go.
goes against me.
Hey,
doesn't
we
it?
are
Well, you're gonna
live.
have 5 because of Trojan.
We're live at Rally House in Fairless Hills. Come on by. Connor Thomas will say thank you for listening with something as he shakes your hand. I could just promise you that. And there's such great gear here at Rally House, and they're ready to sell it all. So much great Super Bowl merchandise, Eagles branded Super Bowl merchandise. Get on in, get into Fairless Hills, or get into any of the Rally House locations. We're partial to this one. All right, coming up on the show, we got tons more, including a great stat about how a quarterback dominating your cap space keeps you from winning. We'll talk about it next. John Kincade Show, 97.5 The Fanatic. I know that your house may have been really cold. Friday and Saturday, it was so cold. And if it was cold inside your house, that means your windows are crappy. That means you need to change them out. And my friends at Window Nation have a great deal for you. How about this? You can buy 2 windows and get 2 free. And they're going to say to you, pay us nothing. You're going to get your wallet out, and they're going to be like, no. Pay 0 down, make 0 payments, and get 0% financing for 24 months. But there's even more. You can buy 2 windows and get 2 free. So if your house has 20 windows, you're going to pay for 10, and they're going to tell you, keep your wallet in your pocket and don't pay anything for 2 full years. Window Nation's got great deals. You can even be able to be eligible for a federal tax credit of up to $500. Call 866-90-NATION, 866-90-NATION, or go online and do your window shopping at windownation.com.
John Kincade Show.
This is not radio fantasy camp. We're on the air here.
Hey guys, it's Andrew. There's only one app that you need at your Super Bowl.
What do you say?
It's
Oh, I know.
FanDuel.
Anthony's good. Come in here.
Bet Super Bowl 57 with a no-sweat first bet. You'll get up to $3,000 back in bonus bets if your first bet doesn't win. FanDuel lets you bet on everything from the money line to the point spreads. And, of course, there's all the fun props that you can bet on during the Super Bowl. It's all on a top-rated sportsbook app that's safe, secure, and super easy to use. Best of all, you can get paid your winnings instantly. Just join FanDuel today with promo code Fanatic to claim your no-sweat first bet on Super Bowl 57. I love that I get to say Super Bowl. You know why? Because they're official sportsbook partner of the NFL. Make every moment more with FanDuel, the official sportsbook partner of the NFL.
21 plus and present in PA. First online real money wager only. $10 deposit required. Refund issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See full terms at FanDuel.com/sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi, it's me, Steven Singer. Yeah, the I Hate Steven Singer guy. Why do all the other jewelers in America hate me? Maybe it's because I have the best gift ever for Valentine's Day. Meet Periwinkle. It's my newest color of my famous 24-karat gold dip roses. That's right, it's a long-stem American Beauty rose, deeply and lavishly dipped in pure 24-karat gold. It lasts forever. Valentine's Day is here, and you're running out of time. Go now to IHateStevenSinger.com to get your Periwinkle before it's gone. It's the perfect shade of violet and the perfect shade of blue blended together, and it pops. So don't get flowers that die in a week and end up in the trash. Do better. Give the gift that lasts forever, my brand new Periwinkle 24-karat gold dip rose, exclusively at IHateStevenSinger.com with free personalized love note, free lifetime guarantee, fast and free shipping, in time for Valentine's Day. Order by Friday before 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Order exclusively and only at IHateStevenSinger.com.
Progressive presents Adjusting to the Suburbs. You used to associate crickets with silence. But since you bought a house in the suburbs, you know crickets hate silence. If any other creature realized rubbing its legs together made a piercing, high-pitched noise, they might think, maybe I won't do that. Constantly. All night long. Luckily, you can save with Progressive by bundling your home and auto. Now that's something to make noise about. Just not constantly. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company. Coverage provided and serviced by affiliates and third-party insurers.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
The only thing better than the big game is big savings at Peruzzi Nissan. We have new models arriving daily, including the 2023 Pathfinder, Rogue, the Ultima, and you name it. Looking for a pre-owned vehicle? We got a huge selection in stock you don't want to miss. And, of course, you'll receive more cash for your trade, plus credit never an issue. We'll get you approved in no time. Score huge savings with February offers available now only at Peruzzi Nissan.
Everyone's up to watch the Birds game, but what happens if watching is all you have the energy to do? Hi, this is Dr. Avi Donapel, founder of Iron Mountain Men's Health. Don't sit on the sidelines and snooze. Call us today for a free consultation. Our team of physicians will create a custom program to treat your ED and low T that's safe, affordable, and effective. Fly like an eagle and schedule your free consultation today at ironmountainmenshealth.com. Iron Mountain Men's Health, the leader in men's sexual health.
Hey, it's cause the Birds are in the biggest game. That's right, the Birds in Kansas City. Get in on all the action for the biggest game in Arizona with the Bet Park Sportsbook and Casino app. The only sportsbook that I recommend. Bet live during the big game. New users get up to $750 in sportsbook bonus back. If your first bet isn't a winner, download the app right now. The Bet Park Sportsbook Casino app. Got to be 21 in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. See betparks.com for terms and conditions. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Hey, it's cause you're planning a party for the big game. Make it the last party in your boring old kitchen. Colonial Marble and Granite celebrating our Birds by saving you green with the lowest price of the season sale, and they're kicking it off with a fully installed countertop for just $14.99 up to 40 square feet, or a $69.99 all-in kitchen, including countertops and cabinetry. Stop by an area showroom or make an appointment for a free in-home consultation. Visit colonialmarble.net today and tell them Cuz sent you.
Hey, yo, Philly! Time to take down Big Red in the big game in Arizona. Love you, Andy, but there's only enough room for one top dog. If you want top dollar on your accident case, go with the winning team at Top Dog Law. That's topdoglaw.com.
The Birds Big Game Plan is brought to you by Iron Mountain Men's Health. The big game plan for the big game. Go with what got you there. The Birds have arguably the best roster top to bottom, led by Jalen Hurts. Top-end offensive line, offensive playmakers, quality players at all three levels of the defense. The pass rush stands out maybe above all else, as the Birds piled up 70 sacks during the regular season, third most in NFL history. The Birds Big Game Plan is brought to you by Iron Mountain Men's Health. Stop sitting on the sidelines. Fly like an eagle. Visit IronMountainMen'sHealth.com and set up your free consultation today. WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. Official home of the Sixers, Flyers, and the best Eagles talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic. Now, back to the John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
You are within 6.5 days of Super Bowl 57's kickoff. It's getting closer and closer. All week long, you'll hang out with us, John Kincade Show on The Fanatic. In fact, you'll just hang out with The Fanatic all day long through Cuz Radio, through the best show ever. You hang out with Devon, you get ready for the big game. And our 7 a.m. hour is brought to you by the all-new BetParks app. Sportsbook and casino in a sleek, easy-to-use app in Pennsylvania and New Jersey, where your birds wake up today still favorites, and as they get ready for Super Bowl 57. Bob, have you planned the menu yet for Sunday? Now that we found out in the first hour of the show, Bob is having a party.
Yeah, there's probably going to be some PJ Wings. Also, I just remembered Primo Hoagie Tray.
Oh, that's really good.
Is something that is in the works also. So there'll be a lot of stuff. One of my buddies' wives does charcuterie boards.
Fantastic ones?
Oh, my God, yeah.
Okay, well, that's good.
So
then.
that's another good one.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, maybe we'll have some Pepsi-Cola and I don't know, Sprite. Maybe.
Sounds good.
A little orange juice, lemonade, Pat.
Yeah, what's for dessert?
I don't know. That's a very good question. There's going to be some little kids there, so we're going to have to have
little
some
kids, you
fun
gonna have that
dessert.
too?
Yeah.
Okay.
How many TVs going?
Well, you have one upstairs and one downstairs. There can be a couple downstairs if kids want to go into different rooms, but that's it. It's a small gathering.
Legos are rolled out in front of that other TV, so
Yeah.
the kids are playing up there.
It's only going to be like 8 or 9 people, so
Okay,
it's not that
that's
big.
not as
no,
bad then.
No.
Well, 8 or 9 people, including the kids?
Yeah, right? There's only 3 couples come. 1, 2, 3, 4 I don't know. There's
Well,
going to
man,
be
it's
like
getting bigger by the minute.
Yeah, next thing
it's
you
going
know,
to be
it's gonna
about
be like
15 people.
It's gonna be like 50 people.
Bob's gonna have like the Manson
It's gonna be
family
100.
rolling in
It's gonna be
at
an
this
eyes
point.
wide shut party.
This is unbelievable.
Pineapples.
Just put
They're
your
upside
keys,
down on the front
put
porch
your
already.
keys in the bowl
Masks.
and just have a great time.
Hooking up with strangers.
Hopefully, we don't end up on an HGTV commercial.
Big sign. Eagles win, pants off.
There we go.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Hey,
UTIs at your disposal.
hey, a great stat about how much a quarterback dominating your salary cap hinders you from winning the Super Bowl, which should make Eagles fans very, very happy this morning, but make Eagles fans very, very wary in the future. Patrick Mahomes has a top 2 quarterback player cap hit in the NFL this season. It has been 28 seasons since a quarterback with a cap hit that high won a Super Bowl. Steve Young was the last quarterback. Chevy wasn't born when the last time a quarterback with that much of the cap being tied up in their salary won a Super Bowl. That's more than a trend. So that's great news for the Eagles. Except when we look and go, Eagles win or even go. Look, Jalen Hurts is going to get paid huge money this year. And whether he's going to match Patrick Mahomes' contract, by the way, I saw yesterday when NFL Live was talking about it, is probably determined by the outcome of Sunday's game. And if he wins Sunday, he's every bit going to be looking for Patrick Mahomes' contract.
He can look for
and
it.
He's going. What are they going to do?
I mean,
you think they're going to tell him no?
John, I asked for John Kincade money when I was talking to the
I
bosses,
heard that.
but
I can't believe it
I didn't get
work
it.
out.
I got
didn't
Connor
work out
Thomas
for-
money. So, they put me in my place pretty quickly. But you can shoot for the stars. You land on a cloud.
You do not believe that Jalen Hurts will get that?
I think he'll get a lot of money. I don't think he'll get Patrick Mahomes money.
I don't think so either. No, he'll get paid very, very well, as well he should they win the Super Bowl. Even if they don't win the Super Bowl, he'll get paid very well. Will it hinder moving forward what the Eagles are going to be able to do? I'll say it again. Not
You
with
don't
Howie.
believe so?
Not with Howie. I mean,
but by the way, it'd be the best problem in the world, would it not?
Yeah.
Another Super Bowl championship, another Lombardi trophy coming to Philly. Deal with the ramifications afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah,
And be
you
able to
deal,
deal with
you
it.
deal with the street cleanup after the parade.
Yeah,
you don't worry about it because you had a parade. So
That's right.
Yeah. No, I think what might kind of go into account with this is the last time they gave a quarterback big money off one good year, they were trading him 2 years later.
Yeah.
So I'm not
Major
saying
injury,
I'm
though.
not saying that Howie
I got
Roseman
you.
is actually concerned about Jalen Hurts transitioning into Carson Wentz. But what I think is that might be a negotiating ploy on their account. We're not giving him this much money. The last time we did this, it backfired and we had to trade the guy. So we'll give him this. We're not giving him that Patrick Mahomes money.
I think it's going to be really interesting how this goes because in Jalen Hurts, you have a really good dude.
Mm-hmm.
And he's built that. All I want to do is win. Does he become that dude? Yeah, I've won. Pay me.
After being a second-round pick
Yeah.
and not making money on his first contract,
Yeah.
which is huge.
Yeah, I also think that stat, though, is a little bit skewed because you have the
Tom
Brady
Brady,
effect.
yeah.
He never got really paid like that, and he won, 7? So,
Yeah.
I mean, you're looking at a guy that takes
No,
that
Brady
stat
did
down.
have a top 2 hit, though, and lost Super Bowls.
So what you're saying
The years
is
he did it.
Jalen Hurts has to come up
He had a
with
top
like
2 hit and lost
I'd-
the Super Bowl.
I'd like to
Peyton
see-
Manning had a top 2 hit and lost Super Bowl.
I'd like to see, though, the guys that lost to Brady and what they were getting paid comparatively and how that stat would look compared.
But Brady and Peyton Manning are some of the quarterbacks that had a top 2 hit that lost the Super Bowl.
I got you.
Because what it says is, Bob, it's that roster at Kansas City. The reason that roster is so young and so raw at so many places is because they can't afford to go out and get the Bradburys and the C.J. Gardner-Johnsons and do those kind of things because the Eagles can because their quarterback was making nothing.
Yeah. I look, it's the game that Howie Roseman has to play, and he's learned how to play it really, really well.
He's mastered it.
I think it was really cool when Jerry Jones comes out with the Eagles they bought a championship, and then somebody put out on Twitter, really? Here's their 11 offensive starters, and 10 of them have been gotten by drafts.
It's amazing.
You know that is totally amazing. So
But I thought Howie drafted poorly.
Well,
he has had some years.
Some
years, but the
some
Eagles,
of those weren't Howie.
The Eagles' 10 of 11 starters
Yeah.
on offense, by the way, is tied for number 1 in the NFL. Figuring out drafted players on offense.
He's some of them weren't Howie, but
I got you.
the big ones were.
Lane
I mean,
Johnson.
Lane Johnson, Jason Kelsey,
Yes.
that was handy. So look, at the end of the
Lane
day,
was Chip.
At the end of the day, do you guys remember the last time the Eagles had to let somebody go because they couldn't afford him? When it was a situation of, man, this guy's up for a contract. Like T. Higgins.
Brian Dawkins?
That was like, they thought diminishing skills, though. That was like the Bernie Kosar thing.
Yeah, but they didn't want to pay him what he
They
wanted.
didn't, but it wasn't a situation
Yeah.
of they wanted to bring him back. And I'm talking like
I got you,
T.
I got you,
Higgins
I got you,
for the
yeah.
Bengals is up for a contract,
Right.
and he's going to get paid. And if they can't come to an agreement, they're going to trade him. I don't remember the last time the Eagles actively wanted to bring someone back, but they couldn't afford it. That's the luxury of having Howie Roseman, is he
Yeah.
always puts you in a position to not only sign the guys, but then go out and get more guys. I mean, could you imagine how different this game would be if the Chiefs had Tyreek Hill?
I
But
know.
they couldn't afford Tyreek Hill.
Yeah,
so they had to trade him.
You make a great point. I'm trying to rack my brain to thinking, has it happened? And I don't remember
I don't
it
remember last
either.
time.
And if it was the case where it was, quasi-starting linebacker. You know what I mean? Or something like that. Nobody that was truly effective or the team wasn't affected by the loss of that guy. But, Pat, you make a great point. He's always allowed himself to be in the position to do what the team needs.
Yeah, I mean, could you imagine, in 3 years, Devontae Smith is up for a contract, and we're sitting here going, I don't know how you're going to be able to afford him. knowing full well they're not going to be able to afford him. And the Eagles, you go, I don't know how they're going to be able to afford him, and Howie Roseman maneuvers 2 contracts. And next thing you know, they have $79 billion in cap space.
You have to have a great plan in place to keep your talent so you can afford them.
Yeah.
By the way, Jamie Lynch today will be on the midday show on Cousin Tunis.
I like him.
A good opportunity to Jamie will be in today on Cousin Tunis. Monday through Thursday, you hear the bro and Tunis because Anthony Gargano is getting into not the back, he's getting into a Winnebago. And he's going to be riding cross country with Jackie Bam Bam and Casey.
I would love to be a fly on the wall. That
I got to tell you,
I'll watch it on a video. I don't want to be in it.
I got to see tons of video of this.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
This is going to be epic.
Anthony, and the weird thing is that I always look at Anthony as being so non-stuntish. This is stuntish for Anthony.
A little bit, yeah.
I like it. I like it. It's going to be fun because this would be a reality show that they could sell.
Anthony trying to teach Jackie Bam Bam the finer points of football.
I can't wait for that.
That conversation alone would be
little X's and O's talk. They better bring a whiteboard. By the way, Chucky D, the boss, has a whiteboard that is portable in his office. Make sure that's on the Winnebago because I do need to see Anthony explaining to Jackie Bam Bam. You know, what are you doing on the stretch?
Technique.
What are you doing on the stretch run play?
Yeah.
Here, what are they trying to accomplish
Cover
here?
2.
Yeah, exactly. I want to see the explanations because I think X's and O's with Jackie Bam Bam would be content that I'd be there for.
Serious question. What one item do you have? Like they say, all right, you're walking onto this Winnebago. We're going to provide you with a lot of things. But here you come walking up and you have something in your hand for yourself for a 4-day trip or whatever. What is it?
Febreze.
Dunkin'
If
Yo-Yo.
I'm getting into that Winnebago, I need Febreze.
That's not a bad one, actually.
I need Febreze. I need some of Poopery. We have the Poopery in our house. I'm grabbing one of those.
Spray?
So you have the spray before you poo because it's going to be rancid. That thing by the time they hit, let's say,
just stopped at Febreze.
No, I mean
we keep going.
No. By the time they hit Missouri, when they get to Missouri, that thing is going to smell like downtown Chichester. It's not going to be. It's not going to be good.
Pat, what are you taking?
Dunkin' Yo-Yo.
You're taking a Dunkin' Yo-Yo to entertain yourself.
Yeah, could do some cool tricks. Walk the dog.
Don't use all your good stuff. It's Monday. It's
Do you have
Super
a
Bowl
yo-yo at
week.
your house?
We're going to Arizona.
Do you have a yo-yo?
I have many things in my house.
Do you have a yo-yo?
I have a yo-yo. Absolutely.
He's taking.
What are you taking, Connor?
30 rack of your finest beer. Take your choice.
A 30 rack?
A 30?
But you can buy them along the way.
Yeah.
Well, I need one to start.
A 30 rack.
So
It's a
you're-
work trip.
so you're
Yeah,
sitting
there's
here.
multiple people.
You wait a minute.
You're
This is
condoning drinking and driving.
Anthony Gargano, first of all, is a
they're
gin.
not driving.
Way to go, dude.
Anthony's a gin and tonicsman.
Okay.
So you're going to be with Anthony. He's going to make sure
Listen, this
that
isn't
gets
what Anthony's
replenished.
bringing. This is what I'm bringing.
Wait. You actually think that if you were invited, you're not driving?
I don't want to hear it, yo-yo boy.
You're driving.
But you're driving.
You're driving. You're not
But
back there partying.
I can sit here, walk the dog with one hand, and drive with the other.
Anthony's
No
got a
problem.
30-year career behind him. He's saying, Connor, here are the keys. I'm having a big, gigantic gin and tonic, and you can drive. And you can avoid the deer and the wildlife on the
All
road.
of a sudden, I'm driving the Winnebago. I'm
Yes.
not even on this thing.
You don't get
you're
to.
in the
You're
back.
not
That's what I was
Jackie
bringing.
Bam Bam.
Yeah, you're all right.
Yeah, you're the
in the back.
chauffeur, bud.
All right, well.
I mean, seriously,
Yeah.
you don't have any eyeliner on today.
You can bring a Rubik's
Nothing.
Cube.
I mean, you have nothing going on.
I've got
today.
like 9 moving violations. I don't even know if I'd be allowed to drive the Winnebago.
That was terrible. You drive
9?
shirtless. You drive shirtless in a convertible Mustang.
Yes.
There's nothing you won't do. We've learned. There's nothing you will not do.
Yeah,
That would
you're
be-
pretty high up there.
He could get right in on that, man.
He's kind of
Yeah.
like
Bobby,
Chevy
what would it be
Chase.
for you?
I would just have my own huge with wheels cooler. Packed
Okay.
with many different things. Maybe a little cheese and crackers.
Oh.
Some
so
Lunchables?
snacks. Oh, yeah, maybe Lunchables. That might
Yeah.
be cool.
Cheese and crackers.
Maybe a little Cool Whip. Just for
why
the heck
Cool
of it.
Whip? Little
You
Cool
never
Whip.
know, John. You never know what goes on in a
With
Winnebago.
Anthony and,
Yeah, I don't-
There'd
I mean,
probably be some beers on the
This is a
bottom.
Winnebago I don't want to be a part of. So
I'm telling you,
know,
this is
make
going to
a
be
Snickers
epic.
bar.
Do not miss it later today as Cuz goes cross-country all week. We'll be following it here on The Fanatic. Hey, now through February the 28th, lease the 2023 BMW 530i xDrive sedan for just $659 a month for 36 months, $72.39 due at signing. Visit bmwcenters.com today. We will be in Arizona starting on Wednesday morning. We will fly out after the show tomorrow. It's getaway day. And by the way, tomorrow, we will shift it around a little bit. Jamie Lynch will join us tomorrow from 8 to 10 because on Friday, Cuz will arrive in Arizona in time for the show. My BetParks app says 8:14. 8:14 a.m., like something like that.
Okay.
They're betting the over that it's not going to be at 8 o'clock. I think Cuz – I think I'm betting the under. I think Cuz is getting there earlier.
I don't think it's up to Cuz, so I will bet the over.
You going to bet the over on that one?
Yeah.
I think he's in on time.
I think he's in on time.
Yeah,
Cuz is going to make the entrance.
Yeah.
And when Cuz comes into Radio Row, it'll be like the freaking Mummers Parade.
Well,
because
with Jackie,
he'll know,
Jackie's legitimately a
also
mummer,
too,
so.
but Cuz will know. There will be somebody that Cuz will know at every single table on the way there. So he'll have to stop and be the mayor and shake hands and kiss babies and everything. We'll be waving him over saying, get on the microphone.
Yeah.
And be like, I'll be right there in a
It's
second.
going to be hugging Freddie Prinze Jr., who's
He could be doing
Skechers. That. Absolutely. He'll know him. He'll know something about him.
Married to?
Oh, God, Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Buffy.
Nailed
Yes.
it.
There you go.
Nailed
hey,
it.
in Pat's point of view, he says there is a deadline we need to be talking about, and it's not Cuz's departure today.
This is Pat's point of view. Here's Pat.
All right, guys, it's me. It's Pat.
I like that they announce it that way.
Yes, just to be clear for the listener, that yes, it is me that's making this point of view. Thursday, I believe, is the NBA trade deadline.
That is correct, Patrick.
It is.
Bobby, I will really pose this question to you because you're basketball Bobby. Sixers need anything?
I'll tell you what, it's funny. Their 3-point defense is horrendous. And I'm trying to figure out what it is. They're not a very fast team, as we know. So when you're not fast and able to keep up with guys off the dribble, what do? You backtrack because you don't want to get beat to the basket. So they're backtracking, and guys are just pulling up from three and having really good success. Fournier last night killed them, absolutely killed them from three. And it's been happening over and over again. I like that Doc Rivers wants to go zone every once in a while. They don't play it well, I don't think. And I think other teams are learning how to play it. So maybe, Pat, maybe a perimeter defender. But, my God, you should have that. Yeah,
whose minutes is he taking?
You should have that in Thibault and DeAnthony Melton. Those guys should be able to help, do the job on the perimeter that you need. And it's just not getting done yet. And, you're kind of getting to the point of with the Tyrese Maxey, James Harden and all, are you just going to try to outscore teams? And maybe that's what Doc Rivers has to do if they don't do anything.
Daryl Morey seems to, every year, he seems to make some kind of move, whether it be a small one like George Hill or, a big one like when he was in Houston, he would make big deals. Looking at the team, I just don't know. I don't know who they get rid of. I mean, it might be. I've read conflicting reports. I've read they were interested in Nerlens Noel. I read they were interested in Tony Bradley, two guys that were on the team before.
Nerlens.
Bob's favorite player.
Bob's shaking his head.
I've read they're just looking to do like a salary dump like a Furkan Korkmaz to maybe get a pick or two.
That'd be great.
But I don't know if they add a player, what they're getting. Like who. Where's that guy fit into the rotation?
Exactly. Morey was on with Anthony last week, and I thought he had a pretty telling line where he said, yeah, if I do try to do something, am I finding somebody that's better than my number 7, 8, 9 player right now? He said, I don't know. I don't know if there's anybody out there that is that. So two things. One, I really think he wants to make a move, like you said, Pat. It's just like the trigger finger when come trade line with Daryl Morey.
Yeah, he gets itchy.
But, yeah, what do you do? Are there players out there that can make this team better? Sure, but are they better than the guys you're getting rid of? I don't know.
And is it worth giving up a pick?
Better in areas, I mean.
Yeah, is it worth giving up a pick to get that boost?
I mean,
if it's minimal.
Maybe this is recency bias or recency. Like what? What is there really a spot, a position that even if you got is going to make this team? I think this team is what it is, and that's pretty good. And I don't know what more you can add right now. I really don't.
Yeah, I mean, Thibault's been mentioned in terms of like Golden State apparently was poking around him. Korkmaz has no minutes at this point.
And
so maybe
Korkmaz has no value.
Yeah, he doesn't. But to get rid of him, maybe you free up a spot for a veteran buyout and you try to strike out there again.
Yeah.
But looking at it, I don't want them to give up to make a move for the sake of making a move.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially when they don't have assets anymore. Like they don't have picks, and they do actually. They have the Charlotte second round pick, which is a very, very valuable pick because it's at the top of the
Right,
second
right.
round. It's not guaranteed.
Thing is, you think
I
Daryl
don't wanna
Morey
give that up?
You think Daryl Morey cares about 27, 28, 29?
Doesn't care at all.
He's
about
shown
it.
that he doesn't.
No, but that goes back to like what do they like?
Like, we're gonna be in
years
purgatory.
Past, in years past, it was like there was an obvious need for X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
There's not an obvious need.
No, I
got
think
you.
they finally found a really good group surrounding Joel Embiid and
deep.
And are there some concerns about this team? Yeah, I just mentioned it with perimeter defense, but do you make a trade and go find what? A perimeter defender? Like, what is that? You know, so I don't know what they can do.
Bob Antonio wants to know on DM, why is DeAnthony Melton in over Maxey in clutch time every single game? He goes, Maxey is miles better, and it's the most frustrating thing that he's ever seen.
It's defense. Plain and simple, it's defense. And you know, Doc Rivers looking to get stops. Tyrese Maxey's perimeter defense has been bad, borderline horrible. And, John, you made a great point a few weeks ago where you said how out of control he is jumping out on shooters.
Three-pointers.
And,
Atrocious.
you know, and it just leads to wide openings. Look, it's funny. You can tell a perimeter defender, run the guy off the three-point line. So Tyrese Maxey, in his case, he runs out. He makes sure a guy doesn't get off a three-point shot. Okay, now the guy just dribble penetrates a little bit. You're 5-on-4. It's 2 passes to another guy who's wide open from 3. That's the problem that the Sixers are having right now. And I think that's why he goes to Melton late.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Look, is Daryl Morey, the one thing that does concern me is that Daryl Morey doesn't care about the future. He doesn't care about what we're going to be dealing with 4 or 5 years from now. Daryl Morey will be on a beach somewhere. Will be enjoying. He's going to roll the dice and say, for his legacy, I want to go for it now. And we
He's
could
always
end
been
up
like that.
Yeah, I know. And it's going to it better pay off.
It's the one thing missing from his legacy.
Yep.
Is a championship. So I don't blame him for going all in because Joel Embiid, as Jamie points out a lot, and you'll hear him at 10, the window's open. You got to take advantage of an open window with a player like Joel Embiid. I don't blame him for
A window
that.
nation window would be great.
You also need some assets to go get Kevin Durant in the offseason.
Well,
wow,
or-
listen to
what
you.
about-
I said it.
What about
Did I
getting
just
Kevin,
drop that in?
What about getting Kevin Durant right now? He
Yeah,
reportedly wants out.
I don't think they do that.
You got until
Not now.
Thursday.
How can you do that?
not now.
Hey, you know, it's no.
Well, maybe would they take an expiring contract like
Furkan and Tobias?
No, would they take Tobias, Maxey, Furkan?
I'm not trading Maxey.
I don't think I'm trading Maxey either.
If you're getting Kevin Durant,
I'm saying
you're
saying
right. You're
I don't
going
think-
all in, and
if you're going all in,
I don't think you're going to have to trade Maxey. This is a conversation for maybe next week, but I don't think you have to trade Maxey because I don't think the bidding war will be there. They didn't get value that they thought they were going to get when he initially said he wanted to trade.
By the way, I want to clarify the trip cross country, the John the Road again, is brought to you by Subaru. So they will be cruising across in a Subaru 2023 Ascent is what they were going to. I don't know if this is the exact one, but I guarantee you that is what they will be rolling in there. So you can see that thing looks big enough that Cuz could take a nap in the back. Or Jackie Bam Bam could maybe be like curled up with the blankie in the back, and you could have somebody sleeping in the back. That's a nice vehicle there, and we thank our local Subaru dealers for helping to bring this thing to the forefront. This is gonna be, Bob's like, where's my big cooler going? Well, that Ascent looks huge.
Yeah.
It looks like you can do it. So
plenty of room for yo-yo.
Remember, we're heading to Arizona this week, broadcasting from Radio Row. We'll be flying on out. And our Super Bowl coverage is all presented by our friends at Rally House, who got up early with us this morning. Rally House, it's your city, it's your house. Shut your mouth and go to Rally House. Get into your favorite one this week. Plus, our friends at Window Nation. For all your window needs, visit windownation.com. Proud to be endorsed by Jalen Hurts. I'm proud to endorse them too. And Berge Chevrolet, now with 2 locations in Plymouth Meeting and Colmar. Coming up, we have lots coming here from the Rally House in Fairless Hills. We are all going to petition our alma maters to do something. Coming up, whether they like it or not, public pressure will ascend upon them. Tune in next, John Kincade Show, 97.5 The Fanatic. Pat was talking about a window of opportunity. Well, this is your window of opportunity from Window Nation. Pay 0 down, make 0 payments, and get 0% financing for 2 full years. 2 years. They are saying to you, put your wallet in your pocket, you pay nothing for 2 full years. Plus, you get 2 free windows for every 2 that you buy. It's going to be amazing. Window Nation has got their deepest discounts ever. When you woke up Saturday morning, did you feel freezing cold inside your house? Well, that means the windows are letting you down. Why don't you upgrade your biggest asset now and don't open your wallet for 2 full years? 0 down, 0 payments, 0% financing for 24 months. Buy 2, get 2 free with no limit. Window Nation has every size, every style, every color you can want, and you can even qualify for up to a $500 federal tax credit for making the move now. You'll love Window Nation. Get online at windownation.com, then call them at 866-90-NATION. That's 866-90-NATION.
The John Kincade Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia. The Birds are heading to the big game. And the John Kincade Show will be live from Glendale, Arizona starting this Wednesday. Bringing you everything Birds as the journey toward another Lombardi Trophy continues. All of our big game coverage from Arizona is presented by Rally House. Get to Rally House to get all your Eagles gear for the big game. Rally House. It's your city. It's your house.
Also brought to you by Berge Chevrolet, now with 2 locations in Plymouth Meeting and Colmar.
Hey, football fans, it's Andrew. FanDuel, in partnership with Valley Forge, has the perfect way for everyone to get in on all the Super Bowl 57 action with a no-sweat same-game parlay. That means everyone gets bonus bets back if your Super Bowl SGP doesn't hit. Whether you're new to FanDuel or you already have an account, same-game parlays let you combine all your favorite bets for a chance at a bigger payday. So build your own or just bet a popular SGP already made for you in America's #1 sportsbook. You know I'm riding with the Birds in this game, so bet the Eagles to win the game. And now you look at some of the props. How about Jalen Hurts, anytime touchdown score? Always a safe bet. And if they want to control the clock, that means Miles Sanders. Maybe you look at his rushing yards. If you're new to FanDuel, just sign up with promo code Fanatic and get bonus bets back if your no-sweat same-game parlay doesn't hit. And make every moment more with FanDuel, the official sportsbook partner of the NFL.
21 plus and present in PA. 3+ legs, minimum $1 bet required. Refund issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Max bonus $5 unless otherwise specified. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The Fanatic's Business of Sports is powered by Pico for Business.
You want to go to the big game? Do you have $21,000? That's the average price for someone in Philadelphia to get 2 tickets, fly out round trip, and to have 3 nights hotel in time for the big game. I don't know about you, but $21,000, that's quite the investment, but it could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Businesses of all types and sizes are saving money with Pico because Pico's got the financial incentives and technical expertise to help you reduce your energy use and to save cash. See how Pico's helping businesses like yours take greater control of their energy costs to improve their bottom line. Simply complete a customer survey on Pico's digital portal and an energy profile. The report will be generated for you, and this profile is going to provide specific recommendation based on your facilities, equipment, and energy use, with great ways to save while either maintaining or increasing productivity.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing in me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is everything.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Hi, it's me, Steven Singer. Yeah, the I Hate Steven Singer guy. Why do all the other jewelers in America hate me? Maybe it's because I have the best gift ever for Valentine's Day. Meet Periwinkle. It's my newest color of my famous 24-karat gold dip roses. That's right, it's a long-stem American beauty rose, deeply and lavishly dipped in pure 24-karat gold. It lasts forever. Valentine's Day is here, and you're running out of time. Go now to IHateStevenSinger.com to get your Periwinkle before it's gone. It's the perfect shade of violet and the perfect shade of blue blended together, and it pops. So don't get flowers that die in a week and end up in the trash. Do better. Give the gift that lasts forever, my brand new Periwinkle 24-karat gold dip rose, exclusively at IHateStevenSinger.com, with free personalized love note, free lifetime guarantee, fast and free shipping in time for Valentine's Day. Order by Friday before 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Order exclusively and only at IHateStevenSinger.com.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. Thinking about gas mileage? If your check engine light is on, it may be affecting your MPGs, but the free AutoZone Fix Finder service can help. With the most complete free warning light report backed by technician-verified fixes, you'll know what's affecting your gas mileage and more, and you don't have to drive too far to find the fix. The free AutoZone Fix Finder service is available at all 6,200 stores.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
See details at AutoZone.com.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours.
Spilled your milkshake? Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up spills quicker. And each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less than the leading Ordinary brand. So you can get back to your milkshake.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
Rally House, shop every team in town. College and pro, come on, it's time to go.
We're headed to Arizona, Philly. Shop the largest selection of Eagles, NFC champions, and Super Bowl gear at Rally House. New postseason styles arriving daily.
Eagles, Sixers, Villanova, Penn State, Temple, Phillies, Flyers, don't be late. Rally House, it's your city, it's your house, it's a Rally House.
Limited quantity. Selection varies by location. Shop rallyhouse.com.
The Birds are in the big game, and 97.5 The Fanatic will take you inside the sights and sounds of Arizona all week. Listen this week for exclusive reports from inside the Birds host Adam Kaplan and Jeff Mosher. Presented by PhillyRefunds.com. Business owners, claim your payroll tax refunds up to $26,000 per employee. Go to PhillyRefunds.com and 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Gambler.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Welcome in the Monday edition of the John Kincade Show. We are live at the Rally House in Fairless Hills. It was so loud 2 minutes ago, and now it's like a church. What's going on in here?
Well, people got to
It's
get
like
to work.
a church. I mean, seriously.
people
No,
gotta
I'm talking about our own crew. I mean, it was like
Well, you were doing a read.
seriously, like New Year's Eve was breaking out in here, and then all of a sudden now it's like,
We're trying to move product.
now we got to focus.
Yeah,
Got to focus on this one. Hey, we got word too. Now it is the Jaw on the road again. They're out on the road. Cuz will be leaving this morning with Jackie, Bam Bam, and Casey. The trip sponsored by Subaru. So it's Subaru out on the road. So that should be a fun little trip. I don't know that I could go cross country.
No.
Like driving. I just don't know that I could do it.
No, I know I can't do it.
This is going to be a battle of wills. You think you could?
I think I could, but it would be a one and done. Like Casey did this 5 months ago.
Yeah.
And I could not do it for a second time, I don't think. But, it's a different strokes for different folks, I guess.
Gosh, it's going to
Some
be
people
all
love
over.
it. I have no interest in doing
And
it.
Kyle Mack's going with them. So I guess document the whole thing and be the videographer for the whole thing.
He's their Chevy.
So he has to be there to be constantly on the ball.
I could absolutely do that. I was telling Chevy.
You could?
I was telling Chevy last week if lifestyle didn't matter, I'd be a long haul trucker. I could drive just all day. I love it.
Really?
I can drive a lot too. I don't mind
Nah.
driving at all.
Yeah.
Look at Bob.
But I'll tell you what.
Every time that
Connor talks.
makes one of his
Yeah.
pronouncements, Bob has this look in his face like he's constipated.
Well, that one's at least
Like
believable.
you could be a long haul trucker.
Come on.
The problem is
You dress like one. A little metrosexual one, but you dress like one.
Oh, you'd be very.
you'd be wearing your yoga pants.
You'd be a very
as
popular.
a driver. You'd be,
I'm wearing blue jeans.
You'd
You'd
be
be
a
walking
very-
in with his
Not that
yoga
weird of an
pants
outfit,
on.
guys.
You'd be a very popular lot lizard.
You would really, really would. With
It's
them.
blue
Yeah.
jeans and a sweatshirt.
It
Pretty
is.
sure we're all
But
wearing
it's a
it.
tight,
Very
it's a
good.
tight, sexy blue
Everything
jeans
very
and sweatshirt.
tight.
Yeah.
You'd be doing that.
You're
have
giving
big
off.
legs.
You're giving off a vibe.
There you go. There would be one.
Eagles play the Chiefs.
Pull over, big boy. Connor was making his pitch though to Rally House, which I thought was great. He had the Rally House executives earlier, and he was like, "Look, what we need to launch next is the Division III Rally House." So with just all these Division I schools, with their gear, Connor was pitching that the missing thing is the Division III schools getting their love, and they said, "Put a proposal in front of us, and we'll talk to you later." Maybe we could.
I don't think
find you don't think they're going to go with that?
I don't think that's working.
Connor's willing to
As
do
a guy-
ads.
as a
He's
guy-
willing to do the ads for
as-
it,
as
right?
a- as
Yeah, I'll do the reads.
So what would be the schools?
This area, you'd have Rowan, you'd have TCNJ, you'd have Ryder, you'd probably have some Widener in there.
What would be could we have some of your college, maybe a replica jersey of your college jersey, like is on your phone, is your screensaver?
Yeah, but I'll do a signing for it'll be $100 a pop.
Vito's like, seriously? Have you never seen it, Vito? Have you never seen it? Connor, show him your phone.
Nah, my
Yeah,
phone's-
show Vito your
phone's
phone.
dead.
Show
No,
Vito your
dude.
phone. Come on now.
If you're gonna have
show
that
him
as
your
your
phone.
I got no
If you have it.
service.
Yes, you do. You
I got
have
no-
it right
I got
there.
no
You don't
service.
need
Vito.
service.
It's his. Vito's like, why would you not believe that's his screensaver?
Do you remember when
Look at
Dak,
him, he's looking
Dak
at
Prescott got roasted for that?
Yes.
And I went, oh, okay, I know. a
Connor
guy that
said
does
no.
that.
Connor defended him on the on the weekends.
Is it because you're worried about you're gonna forget your name?
Yeah, exactly.
Figure that's what it
I
is?
got to check.
Not bad.
All right, Bob, I need you to do something for the youth of America.
Sorry, youth.
Well, no, we have to. Pat, youth of America, we need to do this. I need the best show ever to be in on this effort. I need Tunis today with the bro as they fill in, as they take over Cuz Radio this week. I need them to be all on board as a station effort. Devon Givens, station effort. Some smart area school districts have already said next Monday that they will open up 2 hours late. So I will throw the gauntlet down. St. Anastasia's in Newtown Square, Pennsylvania, my grade school alma mater, and my high school alma mater, the beautiful Cardinal O'Hara, 2 hours late next Monday. I am putting the pressure on you to do the right thing so every single kid can enjoy this moment, especially grade schools. For a kid to be able to stay up till 10 o'clock to watch the Eagles win the Super Bowl, if they don't have to get up the next morning, mom isn't going, well, Billy really needs his sleep. No, you've said it this way. So I'm calling on it right now. Cardinal O'Hara, St. Anastasia's. You do 2 hours late next Monday. I am sure my alma mater, Temple University, where I am a professor now, will make that
you
move.
have some pull.
President Wingard, 2 hours late next Monday. Everybody needs to do this now. Set it up so everybody can enjoy the moment and enjoy the day without having to get up at dark 100 like we have to do. Bob, are you willing to call out your alma maters and beg them to give the kids what they deserve?
Well, it's funny because I saw a story last week that a kid that used to be a high school basketball player in Jersey and now is, what is he, superintendent in Gloucester, New Jersey, Sean Gorman, shout out to Sean Gorman.
Hi, Sean.
Is opening schools
He's
2
already done
hours
it.
late.
Look at-
Already
look at
done
what
it,
Sean's
sent out a
done.
text message. I implore Camden County, where I live, where I went to school, I implore them to do the same for high schools and grammar schools in the Camden
Do it
County
now.
area.
Right?
2 hours late. That's all we
2
need,
hours
Pat.
late. You don't need a day. You don't have to give them the day off.
2 hours late.
2 hours late next Monday.
And you're doing it for the
No.
teachers as well as the students.
No, they're going to miss a day when we have the parade.
Yeah, give them the day.
So, no, they're going to miss the
No,
day
Pat,
that day.
2 hours late, Pat. Get on
2
board.
hours late. Just do 2 hours late.
With
Don't go off
transportation,
script here.
Pat. There is
Let's do
transportation.
this.
Give them the day.
It is a 2 hour. No, you can't do that. They can't give them 2 days in a week. They can't do
Sure you
that.
can.
No, they cannot.
Yeah, why not?
No, they cannot.
It's only school. Does
They
it
have
really
to do
matter?
that. Are you going to call your alma maters?
Well,
Come
my
on
one,
now.
okay, so my high school, I'm actually wearing the hoodie right now.
You are.
Doherty's closed, so they can open up very late if they want to.
So Doherty
not
is
opening
closed.
up at all.
Doherty does not
Yeah,
have
Doherty already
they're
decided we're
done.
not opening it up.
So you don't even have to call
Yeah,
them.
they haven't
But where
opened
would
up
the
for over
kids
a
go to
decade.
school now?
They go to McDevitt,
Okay.
which is Jim Curtin's alma mater.
Well, then
I think.
Jim Curtin should
Although-
also be putting this
I
out
don't
there.
know. McDevitt might have closed. My grade school was St. Martin Tours on the Boulevard.
Is that still open?
Yeah, unfortunately. They can do whatever they want.
They can do whatever they want. You're not opening it? Is that where the
I didn't have a
one
real good
teacher
experience in
gave you-
grade school.
One teacher called you
It wasn't
out,
just the one teacher. I didn't have a good experience in grade school.
but you want
No,
the
I
kids to
loved
have a great
grammar school.
experience. I loved
do.
it too.
Yeah, I did. I had
You
a
did
horrible
not.
experience in grade school.
So you did not.
Yeah, they made me out to be
A what?
a menace to society.
Public menace.
Let's just say the teachers. Well, everyone knows this now, but the teachers gossip more than the students. So
Well,
I never.
that's terrible.
So I never had a fair shot.
Okay,
Johnny.
well, this is going off the rails with you. Let's just get.
Oh,
look,
no, I'm sorry.
let's
Should I
let
get off the couch?
No, we
You
want the
opening
kids.
up this can
we
of
want
worms.
the kids to have a day.
Opening up the damn school. I don't care.
I
Open
want
it
the
up.
kids 2 hours late next Monday. Make the move today. Do the right thing.
I tried to say close for the day, and you yelled at me.
Well, I don't, because they're going to need a day off for the parade. So you can't give them 2
have
days off in a week.
You can have a day off for the parade.
You
can
can't
have
give them
multiple
2
days off.
days in the week.
You can't do 2 days.
Who's
in the
okay?
week.
Oh, what?
You can't do
What?
2
Okay.
days.
What are they gonna miss?
Just
Because
play a long
then
pack.
when the snow comes, they are going to then
What
have
snow?
They're going to have a. Wait a minute.
Global warming.
wait a minute,
There's no
wait.
snow.
They call off school now if seriously
geography
if
class.
Adam Joseph sneezes. They call off school.
Yeah, because
and
there's
they
no
do
more
it
snow
the
days.
night before, just in case Adam's got the sniffles.
Okay, so-
seriously, this is so we can't do it. It's
You can.
It's February 6th.
You're not the superintendent. You can do whatever the hell you want. These kids aren't gonna forget anything.
They
What
might.
are they forgetting? No kid is gonna go. You know,
Spelling bee.
You know, I'll tell you what I learned the day that I had to be in school.
It's World History
I
Day.
learned multiplication. I learned how to formulate a sentence. No kid's gonna say
Your
that.
times tables.
So you don't
have
think
to
that they will
keep
be?
up
You
with
don't
Why
it.
think-
doesn't little Billy know 6 times 7? Oh, that was the day of the parade, and they gave him off that day, and they just never went back to
He's
it.
going to go
Come
through
on,
life
man.
not knowing the number 42.
I would just say, if these schools,
He knew.
I do not want the wrath that will come upon you. St. Anastasia's and Cardinal O'Hara, do not call for my wrath. If you do not give those kids 2 hours late, we have school children right in front of us here. They better be 2 hours late next Monday.
They're
They
not
should-
going in.
They should know that they are staying up Sunday night, no matter what mom says. Oh, Timmy's always grumpy when he doesn't go to bed at the right time. Guess what, Mom? Timmy's staying up. Go watch Lifetime and shush, because this is the Super Bowl. This is about the Super Bowl. 2 hours late.
Did you
Everybody.
just shush the moms
Well, the mom
of
that's
the
saying-
Delaware Valley?
No, it's not all
Smart
the moms.
move.
No, because a lot of the
Oh.
moms are going to be amazing.
We're friends to moms. I love moms.
There you go.
Big fan of
Hey,
moms.
610-632-0975. School principal. There is a school principal right now driving in. Or there's a school executive that's listening right now. And this move better be pushed. This better be fast-laned for next Monday morning. These kids better be sleeping at this time.
I think the only way this doesn't happen is if the principal is a Cowboys fan.
That could happen.
You know?
And we know that next door, at the store next door, don't give
Yeah,
the
I'm
store
not- I'm
name.
not giving
that
it.
store next door,
It's a
there's
cheap
a
store.
Cowboys fan
It's a cheap store.
who runs it. So I
affordable.
don't like that. So you can't have that. Look, in Cooney's Corner, Bob wants to take you back 5 years in the Wayback Machine.
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
Yeah, so take yourself back to there. Just, the week before the Eagles played the Patriots, I don't think our confidence was anywhere near what it is, 6 days before the Super Bowl going in against the Chiefs. And, they had Tom Brady at the time and Gronk, and we know that team and how great they were, and it was a dynasty and all. And the Eagles were going with their backup quarterback and playing with some magic that wasn't completed yet. So let's not, remember this. Don't go back before the Super Bowl knowing that Nick Foles was going to do what he did in the Super Bowl. So you have to remember that there was some hesitation. They were the underdogs. Now this week, I think we have I don't want to call it a quiet confidence, but a real confidence, because I think the Eagles are the better team. What do you rather have? The quiet confidence, the real confidence in that, okay, that they're probably a better team, or going in saying, yeah, we got a shot. We can take Brady. You're going to beat the dynasty kind of on a magical ride. What did you like better?
This.
Yeah?
Because I hated the stupid disrespect crap.
Well,
I hate it.
They were,
I
though.
absolutely hate it. It's so faux. It's so because
But now it is.
It's so nonsense.
Back then it wasn't.
Just go and win. Stop whining about whether you were picked on first take or whether people didn't believe in you. Blah blah blah.
Wow,
Stop.
you didn't like that
Just
team.
go. No, I love that team.
Well, you just down. You
No,
just
I don't
said
love
you
the-
hated
no, I don't
what
love,
they did.
No, you know what I like
You
to do, Bob?
hated them.
Go to work, do your job, and stop worrying about who picks you. Don't worry about that.
All right, but just as a
So
fan,
I like this better because
All right.
I like being the favorite.
Okay, Pat,
I like
you the
a team
same way.
being dominant.
Now here's the thing: it's a bigger fall that you have to be scared of, because if they'd have lost to if you're going into the game against the Patriots and you're like, well, if they lose, I mean, my God, backup quarterback, you're looking to the future, all of those things. It's Tom Brady, no big deal. If you look at it this week and say, yeah, if they lose, oh man, they were the favorite. Like, it's going to hurt more than it would have 5 years ago. Also, probably.
I liked 5 years ago.
Yeah,
because I was convinced that they were going to win. I said before when they took 3 shots at Julio in the end zone, there was something going on with that team. It was magical. And after that, I was like, this team's going to do it. Now, I will say when Case Keenum went down the field in the first drive and,
and was
like,
driving
maybe-
on the second.
Hey, maybe it's another bad football take by me, but I liked it better because the things that it was kind of a Disney movie-esque script that the NFL had followed, or written, I should say, after Aaron
Yeah,
Foster.
they did
They
write
wrote a
it.
Disney
Yes.
script, but the fact that you beat Belichick, you beat Brady, you were
awesome.
doing it with a ragtag group, a backup quarterback that had been like, the returning and all that crap. I like that ride better than this, but I think that one of the reasons, though, why I like that ride better was because I had that ride.
The newness
You know,
of
where
it,
I'm
too.
sitting there watching the NFC Championship game, and it's a beatdown, but I caught myself not being as excited as maybe I should have because
This year, you
I
mean?
went like, well, we're supposed to do this
Because that
with
was
a
so
number.
special.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I've been here before. I know what it feels like. And it's not like I know what it feels like from 2004. I know
Right,
what
right,
it
right,
felt like
right.
from 5 years ago. It's very
Right.
fresh in my mind. So I would say 2017 over this run.
Well, that's you had a key line in there. You said you're supposed to do that. Yeah, you're talking about the NFC Championship game. Oh, well, they're supposed to do that. Do you have the feeling more of they're supposed to do that going into the Super Bowl too? Therefore, is it as
Yes.
yeah? I just wonder.
I love being the favorite. I think it's great because finally we're acting like we belong.
You know what I love? That there isn't hesitation about that because people are afraid of the fall.
Correct.
And I just that's why I say I don't think this fan base right now is a cocky fan base at all. Looking at Twitter this weekend, the interactions, all that, I think it's a confidence, and there is difference between confidence and cocky. I think this fan base, and properly so, is confident going into this game.
And I think one of the reasons why is because it's 2017. Because 2017 they were the number 1 seed, but they were so banged up and they won like that.
Yeah.
Whereas this time you go, okay, we're the number 1
Healthy
seed,
and healthy.
we're way healthier.
Right.
Way healthier. So I think that the fan base should be confident.
Yeah.
Hey,
agree.
you may not always need a new water heater, but when you do, choose our friends at Bradford White because Bradford White's here for the pro. Pat, we got breaking news, and it involves our own Bob Cooney.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
I've gotten word from Jim Friss.
I see it. I see the text. I can't read it, though.
And
but
Jim
see it.
Friss from PJ's. That PJ's legal department will be filing a lawsuit today against one Robert Cooney.
Okay.
First thing on the agenda,
It's gotten awkward.
because yesterday's Parade magazine from the Inquirer had a secret recipe for the Super Bowl for bacon-wrapped chicken wings.
Dude, that's your wing,
And
Bob.
Jim is believing.
Shouldn't I be the one that's filing a lawsuit?
No,
then?
Jim believes that you sold out your agreement
Never.
that you signed with PJ's and
They
that
did.
this is going to get ugly.
That's why Jim
The
probably...
PJ's legal team is going after the Cooney estate.
Okay, yeah, I'll be like Rocky in Rocky 5. Sue me for what?
This is why Jim should have went with the Coke wing. It
Jim-
never would have been a problem.
See,
Yeah.
now,
Or the
Jim says
Captain
it's
Crunch.
right there. And by the way, isn't it strange ties to the Inquirer Daily News type
Yeah.
of like
it's
there
fishy.
could be like
You're
how
a-
would like would
you're a rat.
how would Bob have known to get the Parade
Huh?
magazine
How?
the bacon wrapped wing
How?
for the Super Bowl?
You got a lot of explaining to do.
Which Bob said last week. Well, maybe we'll do the bacon wrapped
maybe,
wing.
huh? You're a rat.
Hey, sign me.
Jim says first thing on the agenda today for PJ's legal team will be the filing of the lawsuit.
You do the chicken and waffle wing, Jim. You're not gonna have to worry about that. I don't know anyone that writes
The
for the
Captain
newspapers.
Crunch wing could have avoided all of this.
Well, let's just table.
It avoided.
Let's table
exactly
that. All
who it
right,
should
but no
have
one really
avoided.
liked that one.
The Mrs. Butterworth's wing.
That wasn't bad. It was
wasn't
just
bad
hot.
at
It was
all.
it was really hot.
It was really hot.
It burned the top.
Yeah,
roof of
really,
my mouth,
it did burn.
But Bob, I can't believe you're
Bob.
This
I
is
mean,
inexcusable, dude.
Bob, this
Jim's
is
a friend.
Bob, you're like
Was a
it's
friend.
actually it's like working against the show.
He was a friend.
There's he said they have the Pennsauken location has a refrigerator box that Bob will be able to live in after they get done with the Cooney family.
I've always wanted a sequel for Bridge of Spies. It was a good movie,
Jim,
and now
Jim,
we get one.
I mean,
Wow.
this is incredible. This is taking
You know
a real
what's weird?
turn.
I usually read that Parade magazine on my Sunday.
bet you
sit
do.
and
I bet
read.
you avoided it
I
yesterday.
didn't do it yesterday. I didn't see it.
That way you can claim.
Huh.
You can claim that
I have
didn't
no
anything to
idea
do
what
with
he's
it.
talking about.
I'm not that guy.
Don't implicate yourself, Bob. Don't speak till you have legal counsel.
I just want to say, Jim had first shot. Okay, he had a great summer with that bacon wrapped wing. That's the last I heard from him about it. So I mean, you look at somebody who is a 5-star athlete on the basketball court. You don't let him walk away. No, you just don't. You sign him. You get him. You
Lock
make
him
him a
down.
part of the team. I didn't get any PJs like, here you go, Bob. Here's some PJ
You got
wear.
treated
We
like
love
you
it.
were a Division III,
It was
like,
kind of
you know,
like they
washed
used
up
me.
Little League
I
player.
feel used by PJ Wellahands. They used me, Pat.
PJs can use me anytime they
They
want.
can use me.
All right, they can use me up.
Love it.
I'm cheap.
Hey, we got to give a shout out to Ronnie, our friend, who brought us some snacks here.
What's up, Ronnie?
He drove his truck over and then took care of us.
Fantastic,
so
Ronnie.
We'll be eating well today. We even have some, Pat. I got some for you, some beef jerky.
Oh, you jerky boy.
I love snapping into a
Snap into a Slim Jim.
Little slang jang here.
You can do all that.
Love Slim Jims.
Oh, there you go.
Big fan.
We're having a big day today, and it's going to be a huge week as we head out to Arizona. We thank Rally House, where we're at Fairless Hills this morning. Rally House are a presenting sponsor of our Super Bowl coverage from Radio Row this week. It's your city, it's your house, it's your Rally House. So shut your mouth and go to Rally House right now. Get on into one of your local Rally Houses. They're loaded up this morning. Absolutely ready to go. Lots of great Super Bowl gear, lots of great Eagles gear, plus our friends at Window Nation for all your window needs. You've seen Jalen Hurts telling you. Window Nation's the best. And Berge Chevrolet with 2 locations in Plymouth Meeting and Colmar. Why is it going to be even a bigger week? Wait till you hear what Anthony Gargano's doing. You're going to hear all about that, brought to you by our local Subaru dealers. You're going to be hearing about that coming up later this morning. Plus, while he's on the road, you're going to have Tunis and the Bro hanging out in middays, which is absolutely amazing. A remake of Wake and Bake. So, but you know what? You'd be waking up 2 hours late to get ready for Wake and Bake, which is what all these schools better be doing. And Haley says a lot of kids are calling in and saying they're taking this right to their principals.
Oh, yeah,
today.
they should.
Do not allow your principals to bully you, kids. They're not going to keep you from graduating. They're not going to put something in your file.
If your principal isn't a nerd, then they won't have an issue with it.
It's just, look, it's all
Your
idle
principal's
threats.
a dweeb.
Yeah, exactly. All right, coming up, don't believe the sacks allowed stat when it comes to the Eagles and the Chiefs. We're halfway home on this Monday morning. John Kincade Show live in Fairless Hills at the Rally House here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Everybody loves free food, and at The Fanatic, we love free food. Believe me, anytime it comes in. But what about your pet? Wouldn't they love to get free food? Your dog, your cat. Well, Pets Plus Natural's the home of free pet food because you accumulate paw points, which get you free food and cash back on every single purchase. It's Philly's favorite family-owned pet store, Pets Plus. Pets Plus Natural, use those paw points anytime you want. And they've made it their mission to save as many cats and dogs as possible. So you're not buying an animal from Pets Plus. You are adopting an animal, a dog or a cat. They've been cared for by vets. They've been given proper nutrition and lots of love. And they're in tip-top shape, ready to join your family. For over 35 years, you've known Pets Plus. Pets Plus Natural is going to take great care of you. And they've got locations all over the area for you to be able to get in and make that furry friend, grab some pet food, whatever it is, and even some pet toys. There's bound to be a Pets Plus Natural near you. Features free delivery in some areas. Visit petsplusnatural.com.
The John Kincade Show.
If you don't like it, go on the internet and complain.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Are you ready for the biggest Sunday in sports? Well, I know you are, and DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 57, has all the Super Bowl action you need. New customers can bet just $5 and get $200 in free bets instantly. Plus, all customers can get in on the Super Bowl 57 excitement with DraftKings Happy Hour Super Boost. Yes, check the DraftKings Sportsbook app every day between 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to see what prop bet will be boosted on that day. All you have to do is download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code FANATIC. New customers can bet $5 on Super Bowl 57 and get $200 in free bets instantly only at DraftKings Sportsbook with code FANATIC. Must be 21 or older, Pennsylvania only. Bonus issued as free bets. Opt-in required for odds boost. Bet type and amount limits vary. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/football terms. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, I'm Andy. If you don't know me, it's probably because I'm not famous. But I did start a men's grooming company called Harry's. The idea for Harry's came out of a frustrating experience I had buying razor blades. Most brands were overpriced, overdesigned, and out of touch. At Harry's, our approach is simple. Here's our secret. We make sharp, durable blades and sell them at honest prices for as low as $2 each. We care about quality so much that we do some crazy things, like buy a world-class German blade factory. Obsessing over every detail means we're confident in offering a 100% quality guarantee. Millions of guys have already made the switch to Harry's, so thank you if you're one of them. And if you're not, we hope you give us a try with this special offer. Get a Harry starter set with a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover, all for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter code IMPACT at checkout. That's harrys.com, code IMPACT. Enjoy.
Hey, what's going on? My name is Rob Jenners, and I am a graduate of the Connecticut School of Broadcasting, which is now the CSB Media Arts Center. I've been living my dream in radio, production, and sports broadcasting for 20 years now, thanks to CSB with the nation's most successful sports broadcasting program. We're talking sports talk, play-by-play, color commentary, get trained and get coached by the pros in just 8 to 16 weeks with a campus nearby in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. CSB Media Arts Center. Visit gocsb.com.
Connecticut School of Broadcasting is now the CSB Media Arts Center. I'm Taylor Morgan, a proud CSB grad. The instruction from true media pros and the connections that I made spawned a career that's lasted more than 30 years. What you can learn in just 2 to 4 months at CSB Media Arts Center can set you on a whole new path. Train on site or online with classes in radio, TV, podcasting, video, all that is media. There's a campus in nearby Cherry Hill. Get your start. Visit gocsb.com.
Hi.
Who's this? Buzz. He appears whenever you eat Honey Nut Cheerios. Like a genie? Sure. Ooh, does he grant wishes? I wish I lived in a giant boot. No, I wish I could swim with a humpback whale. No.
I can grant you a delicious bowl of High Nut Cheerios, which can help lower cholesterol as part of a heart-healthy diet.
Ooh, with heart shapes, too.
Happy heart-shaped Cheerios are back for a limited time. Pick up a box of Honey Nut Cheerios at your local store for an easy, delicious, and heart-healthy start to your day.
O'Reilly. When you need auto parts, O'ReillyAuto.com is just a few clicks away. We offer convenient options for you to get your parts quickly. Order online and pick up for free at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store. We'll even bring it out curbside. Or you can have your parts delivered right to your door with free shipping on most orders over $35. Visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Celebrate your unique love story with heartfelt gifts from Pandora Jewelry. Make it a Valentine's Day to remember with beautiful pieces that are just as special as your connection. Choose a sparkling symbol that radiates romance or surprise them with personal displays of affection. Treasure every moment together with lovingly crafted jewelry from Pandora. Or show yourself some love with new styles that make every day an occasion. Shop Pandora Jewelry today.
Find the perfect Valentine's Day gifts at the King of Prussia, Cherry Hill, and Oxford Valley Mall Pandora stores.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. You're driving along and some nimrod cuts you off. You hit the horn. Jeez, it sounds like a goose in distress. Time to head over to eBay Motors. They have horns for every make and model, not to mention horn pads, steering wheels, wiring, and more. 122 million parts. You can even go for an upgrade. Now, it looks like Mr. Cutoff Man needs a new seat cover. Try eBay Motors, pal. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Miles Sanders anytime touchdown, all on a top-rated sportsbook app that's safe, secure, and super easy to use. And best of all, you can get paid your winnings fast. Join FanDuel today with promo code Bob to claim your no-sweat first bet on Super Bowl 57. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the NFL. 21 plus and present in Pennsylvania. First online real money wager only. $10 deposit required. Refund issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See full terms at FanDuel.com/sportsbook. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. Official home of the Sixers, Flyers, and the best Eagles talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic. Now, back to the John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
We're halfway through our Monday morning as we get Super Bowl week kicked off here on 97.5 The Fanatic. We're live at the Rally House in Fairless Hills, where we hope that you will be coming on by and buying all your gear. They've loaded on up. We've got plenty of stuff here for you, all ready to go. So if you need stuff for your party, you need party plates, you need tumblers, you need anything. You need shirts and T-shirts and hats and all that kind of stuff. Jerseys, they've got it all here at your local Rally House, and we appreciate that. And remember, with Anthony leaving later today, heading to Arizona with MMR's Casey Boy, getting psyched up for the big game. Follow along at 97.5thefanatic.com. Listen all week. Cuz will be checking in from the road. Brought to you by the Bet Parks Casino and Sportsbook app with odds, slots, and bets all right in your pocket at betparks.com. Hers. It's crunch time, Philly. Score bags of Hers, Philly's favorite hometown snack, and phillygoat.com, where you can always wear your Philly pride. So it's going to be a great trip for them. Now, the Hers, a great item to take with you on a road trip. The cracked black pepper and sea salt.
I'm not into that.
My favorite one.
Not into that one.
You don't like that one? What do you like?
I'm an Utzman.
I like...
And a Hersman.
I like barbecue.
You like
anything.
You mean like the orange bag one?
Actually,
the orange bag or barbecue? The regular thin ones or not?
Like the dark.
The kettle one?
The kettle.
You like the kettle.
But the one that I'm really partial to, which nobody likes, is the ketchup chips.
You did. Now, they weren't bad, though. We liked them, though.
Love the ketchup chips.
Yeah?
They're hard to find.
They are. Actually, they have them at Wawa.
They do?
Yeah, they're good. They have them at Wawa.
They do it just a little bit better.
But I've gotten into the sweet potato kettle chip. And that's a strong item.
The other day, I saw a charcuterie board.
I'm out.
Hers, and I'm like, okay,
Could stop you right there.
It's
I'm
like
out.
now I understand that they've got a market for it because Hers tries to cater to everybody with their chips. That's too complicated for me.
No, that's too much.
I want that orange bag of barbecue's not bad.
Barbecue's
the old
delicious.
school. Oh my gosh.
I like this salt.
Really,
bin.
really good.
All right, so we got a tweet from John Terlecki.
What do you say, John?
What's up, Johnny?
Letting us know that the Christina School District, have no idea what that is.
Christiana?
No, it says Christina.
It might have autocorrected. I think it's Christiana.
But it's, no, because I go to whatever.
It's Delaware, probably.
Guy doesn't even know
It has
geography.
scheduled parent-teacher conferences and professional development on the Monday after the Super Bowl. The kids are off.
That's fantastic.
That's a smart move.
That is a smart move.
Strong
Yes.
planning. Give
That's
them off,
really good.
Give them off all week.
That's really good. I understand Haley said that she was getting calls from parents and students of Cardinal O'Hara driving to school because they know now the gauntlet has been laid down. St. Anastasia's and Cardinal O'Hara, at my beckon, will be 2 hours late next week, and they can thank me because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Or there will be, Bob, I don't want to say what's going to come down on them if I have to, but if I have to throw the weight of everything behind it, I will.
The wrath
to
of
make
John
sure that they.
Kincade.
What are you, Shakespeare?
You know I can hold a
At my
grudge.
beckon.
You know I can hold a grudge.
I
You know I can hold a grudge.
I was in college for the Phillies 08 parade, and I came into my one class. I knew that this.
You skipped an exam,
I
right?
knew, no, that was the divisional round against the Brewers.
Oh,
I
okay.
skipped a midterm.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, well, hey,
Midterm.
I got a paper that said I was educated in the long run, so it worked out. But I came in, and there was one teacher I had that the guy was a dweeb. He came in and did philosophy on a guitar or some crap, and I knew that he wasn't going to cancel class. Most of the teachers canceled class because it was the parade, and he didn't. And I came in, and there was a girl that was from out of town, so she didn't care about the parade. And I said, "How many kids were here?" Out of about 35 kids, how many kids? 5. 5 showed up.
They should all have gotten D's.
No one's there to learn that day. I hate to break it to you. No one's interested in learning that day. Just give the kids off.
And more importantly, you can learn more being a part of something of civic pride.
Yep.
And being part of your community.
Learning
that,
street
by the way,
planning.
when you're 40 years old, 45 years, this young man right here on the steps. When he's 40, he's going to be telling his kids about how dad said, you're not going to school the day of the parade because I'm taking you to the parade. So whatever you learned that day, forget about it. I'll teach you at home.
You'll learn about city planning.
And he'll teach his kids someday to go, this is what your grandfather did for me. He kept me out of school.
You'll learn about crowd control.
Yes.
Yeah, you learn how to find anywhere to go to the bathroom.
You'll learn to be resourceful
You'll
in the
do
wild.
that.
That's right. You'll learn what a tree
Hey.
was really made for.
Hey, invest in yourself and your future at CSB Media Arts Center in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Broadcast media training in months, not years. Schedule your tour today. Visit GoCSB.com. Thanks to Matt and Dominique.
Oh, how clutch is this?
Fritz's Bakery. Now, we have Fritzy's working the show back in the studio. This is not Fritzy's family. This is Fritz's Bakery in Langhorne and Ben Salem with these sticky buns.
That's a strong item.
So they have brought by Matt and Dominique. We thank them very, very much.
Frosted or non-frosted? You
Now, I
went
think
for the
that looks like
non.
apple one, though.
Oh, it's a
Is
different
it? I don't
kind?
know. I can't tell if the frosted one.
They're
no,
both
they're
the
not.
same?
They're both the
Yeah.
same. I'll try the frosted later. The frosted looks really intense.
God.
That looks
It looks so
amazing.
good.
Did you do the frosted or not?
I'm getting there.
You'll get there.
I gotta mentally prepare myself. But I gotta address somebody on the YouTube chat.
Okay, what are you addressing?
Wizard 2000s. Closing school for a game is dumb. Nation of babies. Sir, you're listening to a sports radio show. I don't know what you expected.
Nation
but,
of babies.
I would love to see Wizard 2000's perfect attendance rating from kindergarten to college. I don't know what to tell you, man. No one's really going to be interested in learning that day. There's not going to be a lot of teachers.
He's a Cowboys fan. There was no parades to go to.
Nation
so he did have perfect
we're a nation of
attendance.
babies because the second time in franchise history they might win a Super Bowl. And, we think that's kind of momentous, so cancel school because, the kids learning how to formulate a sentence that day might not be important.
I would tell them that
come on, dude.
that the
Thank you for listening, though.
A life experience is far more important than any lesson in the classroom on a random day in February. And that's just the way it is. You're going to learn more. You're going to remember more. You're going to go, nobody on their deathbed, just to be able to say, I wish that I had gone to school that day and not gone to that Eagles parade.
Yeah.
I wish I had gone and, diagrammed sentences that day.
Yeah, Alyssa says, I was teaching when the parade took place in 2018. I had one student all day. I guarantee that student or Alyssa has no idea what she taught that day.
Now, I hope
It's
Alyssa
not
will
gonna
be.
be- it's
I
not
hope
gonna be
Alyssa will
memorable.
be going to the parade.
Yeah, I hope so.
Well, I hope that her school's 2 hours late. Alyssa
I think she's
better
already
throw
coming down with a cold.
She better throw down the gauntlet today, go into the principal's office,
put it on the table,
principal, and just say, excuse me, this is what we're doing. Get on board or get the hell out of the way. 2 hours late, every school district, every school.
It's got to happen.
It's got to happen.
Yeah, you got to take some time for fun every once in a while, and a parade is fun.
It is a lot of fun.
Especially when it's a Super Bowl parade.
You want to get in with us, you can at 610-632-0975. You got to be able to get in. I mean, you got to be able to.
Well, and that's
Pat,
what
do you think?
Bilal in South Philly did. He got in.
Really?
Yeah, he's on with us now.
What's going on, buddy?
Hey, good morning, gentlemen.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, look, I'm 61. I ain't missed a parade since I was able to go. I went to every parade. I went to the Flyers, Sixers, Phillies, Eagles.
Tell us what it means to you today as a 61-year-old so the administrators of these schools can hear. What does it mean to you at 61? You can remember probably every detail of those days.
let me tell you, it's nothing like being at a parade. I was at Barrett Junior High when the Flyers won, and that's not from nowhere, from Broad Street. We left the school. They let us leave the school just to go to the parade, and we had like a half a day, and it's amazing. It's something, like I said, I'm 61, and I can remember that parade like it was yesterday.
Well, let me ask you, Bilal.
So,
What did they teach in school the day before that?
How was it how'd you feel about the Flyers winning?
Thank you, buddy.
The day after.
Thank you. We appreciate that. I like it.
Yeah, that's the point.
That's
like,
what it is.
Yeah,
It is.
it's you don't remember what like. I'm a fan. Grade school, I think, is inconsequential. I think grade school's a waste of time. But
what?
I do. Yeah, I think grade. I'm a firm believer. Grade school.
So Jack is skipping grade school
After you learn how to read and write and do arithmetic.
How do you
the
learn that
basic
without grade
arithmetic,
school?
Oh, you go there, you learn that. And it's a way. Like, what do you remember from grade school? Learning, like the deep stuff you learn at high school is where you like it actually matters. Grade school, no, I don't think grade school matters.
Where else should we go?
Yeah, this is coming from a C student. Kenny from Philly is on.
Kenny, don't listen to him. Kenny, what's going on, brother?
Yo, Pat, you way off, Pat. Yo, that's where you learn social skills in the.
Oh, I learned those. Yeah, I learned those.
Did you?
Yeah. But you know what happened, Kenny? My teacher tried to stop that by telling me that I was being a distraction in class too much.
But yo, I'm gonna keep it real. Like my old head just said, I've been to every John, Villanova and everything. But let's keep it real. I'm a fanatic, but not a loose marbles one. Last game in the beginning, Hurts was off a little bit with Smitty.
Yeah.
And with Goddard, he had to catch a one-hand pass. That's the fact that we're not talking about.
No, we don't have to because they won 31-7. That's why we're not talking about it. They won 31-7. That's not what we're not talking about. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. They scored 69 points in 2 playoff games.
Nice.
For God's sakes, they blew 2 teams out. And we got early in the game, he was a little reckless.
He was.
No, there weren't interceptions. There weren't anything. He was not putting the ball at risk. There weren't anything where you're like, oh, you didn't have the exhale moment going, oh, my gosh, that could have been picked off.
He didn't look his sharpest.
I understand. But he didn't put the ball at risk. He didn't do anything that was like, man, that looks awful. Man, we're in trouble. Come on.
At no point did he look like he did in the Bucks game the year before.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank God for that.
You know, missing a wide open A.J. Brown, that would have been a touchdown easily. I have no problem saying he was rusty.
He was a little rusty, sure.
But never did it come into play of worry.
Okay, well, here's the number, too. You're going to hear it this week from Chiefs fans because they're already pushing it, that the Eagles have given up 46 sacks this year, and the Chiefs have given up 29.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's going to be like, wait a minute now. Where's that great Eagles offensive line? Here's the facts for you. Of the top 8, if you take the teams ranked in the top 16, so top half of the NFL, in sack percentage this year, the Eagles played 8 of those teams. The Chiefs played 2. So that's all you need to know. So where the Eagles' stats look worse, man, they gave up more sacks because it's because the Chiefs played the freaking Mickey Mouse schedule. They didn't face teams with fearsome pass rushes. Only 2 of the top half of the NFL games played all year long against top half of the NFL sack teams. That's a huge difference in competition when everybody tries to say who the Eagles beat. The Eagles beat a lot of teams with great pass rushes, one of the better ones, while the Chiefs played the Mickey Mouse division.
Yeah, look,
they played the D3 pass rush.
Dallas was having an incredible year rushing the quarterback, and then they go against the Eagles, and Micah Parsons twice is like negated. Bosa comes in here. Nick Bosa comes in here as defensive player of the year, all that and stuff over Hassan Reddick. And where was he? Last time I saw him, he was lying underneath Jordan Mailata and kind of the give up position, if you know what I'm talking about. It never happens. It just doesn't happen against this Eagles team. And I don't care who you're putting out there or up there or look at numbers, whatever it may be. The Eagles' defensive line elite, and the offensive line will protect Jalen Hurts.
I mean, they faced Micah Parsons. They shut him down. They faced Joey
Nick Bosa.
Joey Bosa.
No, Joey and Nick and all the other Bosas.
Well, Nick in the parking lot.
Every Bosa could get it. And they shut him down.
Bring it, Bosas. Bring in the watch, the Bosas. We don't care.
Chris Jones is next. I'm not concerned about it. I mean, what Lane Johnson has done with that injury is superhuman. If you want to, whoever that Twitter account is that threw it out, okay. If you want to convince yourself to that, that's fine.
By the way,
I'm not gonna stop you.
TJ Garatano sends in a note, and he says all schools should be closed on Monday. He's been listening to The Fanatic as long as he can remember, and his schools are in the Jim Thorpe area school district, where most people are big, not only Fanatic listeners, but big fans of the Philly teams. They scheduled their in-service day and their parent-teacher interviews for next Monday so the kids would have off, thinking that the Eagles would have a chance to be in the Super Bowl. That's forethought, Pat. That is forethought. The Jim Thorpe School District, that understands that. They understood it. By the way, Jim Thorpe, fun fact, never set foot in Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania.
Yes, and his family wants his body back. But with that said, I mean, think about it. It's a town named after an athlete. Of course they're going to get it.
They did. They're smart.
They'll understand.
They absolutely get it.
Because Jim Thorpe was a hell of an athlete, Bobby.
He was.
You covered him.
Bob, did you do a sit-down with
his
him?
Olympic run.
We went to grammar school together, so
Did you get
we
off?
just knew each other.
Did
I
you get off school?
Excuse me?
No, did you get off school when the? Did you get off school when the
No, we weren't
Eagles
that
won
close.
the '59 title? Did you get to do that one a little bit? Hey, so just as everyone's saying to you, the Chiefs' offensive line, I'm not saying they're porous, but they do allow a lot of pressure. And the one place they do not allow a ton of pressure, though, is right up the middle. So Jason Kelce has a tough matchup with him, but on the edges, they end up a lot of pressure. And that's what you need with Patrick Mahomes. You need to make him uncomfortable because it's the only way to keep him from being effective with Travis Kelce is just to make him get rid of the ball faster than he wants to. Don't let that develop.
Yeah, those are your two biggest things come Super Bowl Sunday for the Eagles defense. And it sounds obvious, but it really is. After those two, after Mahomes and after Kelce, what worries you? So, like, you have to look to take those two things away. I don't know how you take Kelce away.
I don't think you can, right?
Look, I'm almost going to give him his 10 for 120.
He's
10
going
for 110.
to get his.
Yeah.
It's like
and-
facing Gronk in 2017. You know he's going to beat you at some point.
And he didn't for one half of that game.
Yeah,
and then in the second half.
But then the other half he woke up.
It was almost like they didn't have a proper plan for Jim Schwartz's defense, which shocks me, by the way.
Yeah, me
that was
It
the
seemed
case.
like they weren't looking for Gronk in
Yes.
that first half. Remember, it was kind of like,
They're
God, they did all this offense, and they haven't even got Gronk going yet?
Well, when you have Danny Amendola
Yes,
available as
and
a
who's the
weapon.
lacrosse player?
Chris
that had
Hogan.
Yeah, Hogan had over 100
Wasn't
yards
he the Penn
receiving
Stater?
also.
Yes, he played Penn State lacrosse.
And where else did he play?
I played in Miami, started his career
Is that
in
where it
Miami,
was?
and then went to New England and had a nice career. I think he went to the Jets too.
I think he went to the Jets also.
But yeah, I
made
mean,
himself some money there.
but having that in the back pocket of having Gronk of okay, we can use him when we need him. That was a huge
Isn't that
advantage.
nice?
And the Patriots wide receiving core, Julian Edelman is very similar to the Chiefs wide receiving core. It's kind of gross. There's not a lot of like big hitters where you go, oh my God, I got to worry about that guy.
You just have the mastermind that can deliver them the ball and find Joe Bag of Donuts and get him, 5 catches for 75 yards, which is a little bit of the problem. By the way, their linebacking core, just watching some of the on the NFL Plus app, which I absolutely love. I tell you, well worth the investment. The Chiefs can get exploited on slant routes. I mean, there's like when people have opportunities. A.J. Brown, some of those A.J. Brown overs. He hasn't done a thing in the playoffs, but there's a good chance that he has a big day on Sunday. Yeah,
they have.
I hear that, but
they've been up by so much.
I got you, but even early in games, it hasn't been like that's a focus. I hope he's fine.
Well, I think he's a guy that it's not necessarily a volume thing. Like Devontae Smith to me is volume. It's
okay,
6-7 catches and in 85, 90, 100 yards. But A.J. Brown is the 3-4 catch guy for 65, 70 and a touchdown. And if he doesn't get it early and you're up big, you're just running the football and you don't need
you're going to
him.
run it.
Yeah, and like I said the other day, if they complete that one pass to A.J. Brown, he's over 100 yards.
That would have been a huge day.
I mean, he was wide open. He had 2 big catches early. I'm not really worried about him. If you can put up 69 points with him not really doing much, okay, you're doing okay.
Well, that's why I can't take the. Well, Hurts, we're not talking about it. Hurts didn't look his best. He didn't really got to be talking about it. No, you don't. They freaking scored 31-38.
I'll bring it up
Stop it. And the defense did not. The defense wasn't putting points up on the board. It was the offense.
It'll be a topic for me tomorrow.
Oh, no, it's not.
Yeah, it might be.
No, it's not.
Might be.
Stop. Don't bring that to the table
That's
this
it
week.
in. That's a
it's
tease.
ridiculous.
No, I have to because look how upset you're getting.
It's
I have to.
ridiculous.
I have to.
And
Even if I don't believe it, I have to bring it up now.
Because it's going to be this week. It's going to be, I've been disappointed so many times because I've been a
He's
Philly
not on.
fan for 50 years, and I've been so disappointed, and I've had my hopes up before, and now I'm gonna. It's like just shush. That person, take their phone away this
shush.
week. Take the jitterbug phone away from that guy,
jitterbug phone.
and don't let him call. Let him call his life alert.
Nothing wrong with
Not
a
this
jitterbug.
week. Don't be doing that this week. Enough of this. You are the favorites in the Super Bowl. You are the best team in the NFL. You are the team that has led wire to wire. So none of this crap of, I've been let down before, and I'm a Philly fan, and so I know what it's like to be let down. Shut up this week. Be a big boy. Stop with the pull-ups. Move to underwear this week. It's about time. It's about time you embrace the fact that you're the favorite in the Super Bowl. And I've heard a ton of it. I've heard a ton of people so excited and so excited. As a lot of excitement.
Where have you heard it?
What do you mean?
The people that are.
I heard this weekend. We just heard it from a caller there. Nobody's talking about Jalen Hurts. Didn't look good on that first series.
He's right.
He scored 31 points. What are you talking about?
He
The
didn't
offense.
look his best. That's all
I
he's
understand,
saying.
but there's no need to talk about it.
He's
They scored
excited.
31.
He's pumped.
Against the San Francisco 49ers, who supposedly were the best defense in football.
Yeah.
That was what everybody said.
85 Bears.
Going into the game. They were the greatest team. Oh, what are the Eagles going to do
They
against
were
that?
jet
They
lagged.
benefited from some turnovers.
Yeah,
the
they were
Eagles did.
a little jet lagged. That's all.
A little knocked them
Just a
around a
little
little bit.
rusty.
They were a little tired from the time change.
I would say
Their shoulder
Patrick
was
Mahomes
a little sore.
Patrick Mahomes is sleeping with one eye open this week because he knows it's
That's
coming.
not a good way to sleep.
He knows. I don't think
That's
it's
a dumb way
It might
to
not be
sleep.
an effective
I
way
don't
to
think
sleep.
it's sleeping
He
if
is
you have
going
one
to.
eye
He's going to get knocked. I want him knocked around like a piñata.
Yeah.
On Sunday.
That'd be cool.
I want candy pouring out of him by early in the third quarter.
You have my attention.
Seriously, you see the sweet tarts coming on the floor.
Keep
what
going.
else?
Smarties.
Smarties. Maybe on there. What else do you put in a piñata?
Flavored Tootsie Rolls.
Flavored Tootsie. No, I like the chocolate.
Oh, you would.
Really? You go off the board?
Yeah, I go with the
With
flavored
Tootsie
ones.
Rolls?
Yeah, the flavored ones. Yeah, the flavored ones are it's a power move.
They're usually, if you have a bowl of Halloween candy and you let kids pick,
Yeah.
the flavored Tootsie Rolls are always at the bottom.
Well, okay, because kids are dumb. They are.
Well, that's because you don't have them
That's 'cause
going
you
to
don't have them
grammar
going to
school.
school.
That's a good point.
They would have learned that.
That's a good point. Hey, when I'm wrong, okay? And I'll admit it. That wasn't my
You
best
missed
argument.
the day. You missed the day where they taught you the quality Tootsie Roll is the original, and that the pink or the blue. What is blue?
But Tootsie Rolls were big in World War II. They used to give them to the soldiers.
Really?
Yeah.
Look it up.
No, I've heard that too.
Yeah.
Yep.
My father told us nothing about his service in World War II. I had no idea
Yeah,
that
but when
the
he
Tootsie
came-
Roll was a part
But
of it.
when he came home and he was just like shoving Tootsie Rolls in
Really?
his mouth, you never wondered. But yeah,
I
World
had no
War II.
idea.
That's a true fact.
We
That's-
helped. Well,
that disputes
Tootsie
the
Rolls.
truth.
Tootsie
You do
Rolls,
like history, so I'm taking you at
Tootsie
your word
Rolls
on
helped
this.
storm the beach at Normandy.
Really?
Absolutely.
Were they throwing them?
It's well known.
Were they throwing Tootsie Rolls? Did they use them?
They were-
Distract?
they
Did
were-
they distract them?
Yeah, because even the Germans were like, these are delicious.
So they dropped. They did a Tootsie Roll drop along the beach
That's
in
where it started.
Normandy.
What is this chocolatey?
So they distract them,
chocolatey candy.
and then they storm the beach.
This is amazing. Oh my God, there's soldiers.
It was like
there.
an Easter egg hunt.
Yeah.
This is the part of history I missed.
You
See,
missed
I
it.
missed that
They
day.
didn't- because they
Probably
didn't-
it was the Phillies. Might have been the Phillies
They
parade.
didn't cover
Yeah,
that in
it
Saving
was-
Private Ryan. That's the problem. But
See,
they
there
didn't.
it
They didn't
was.
cover the Tootsie Roll drop.
These
They had to
amazing
cut
parts
that
of
out.
story.
That was a director's.
If you're seeing, if you're an administrator and you're seeing why kids do not need to go to school, Pat Egan. Just Google Pat Egan.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to figure
C's
it
get
out.
degrees.
That's the way it goes. By the way, there was even great news for one of our other Philly teams this weekend, plus plenty more on Super Bowl 57. You stay with us all week long, and you can get in at 610-632-0975. We're live at the Rally House in Fairless Hills. Come on by and see us. John Kincade Show, 97.5 The Fanatic. There is a cool deal to keep your house warm from my friends at Window Nation. A spectacular deal right now, in fact. They're going to tell you, you're going to be like, look, I'm getting new windows. I want to pay for them. And they're going to say, no. You can pay for them in 2025. And you're going to be like, what? That's crazy town. You mean I'm getting 2 windows free for every 2 that I buy? And then you're telling me I've got no payments, no money down, and no interest for 2 full years? Nobody's doing that. Well, that's a lie, because Window Nation is doing it right now. You go to windownation.com, you do your window shopping, every size, every style, every color you could ever imagine. And then you tell them, I ain't paying you a thing for 2 full years. That money's staying in my pocket, so maybe I can go on a trip to the big game. Well, that's what Window Nation does for you. You're going to upgrade your biggest asset, which is your house, and you're going to make sure that everybody's warm inside, and you're going to love it with your new Window Nation windows. What I want you to do is do your window shopping online today at windownation.com. Then take advantage of this amazing deal by telling them John Kincade sent you. Call them at 866-90-NATION. That's 866-90-NATION.
The John Kincade Show
For someone who's super, super hot, you're really cranky.
on 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic presents Cousin Casey's Big Game Adventure. John the Road Again.
John the Road Again. Cousin Casey's John the Road Again.
Cuz is road tripping his way to Arizona with WMMR's Casey Boy getting psyched for the big game. Follow along online at 975thefanatic.com and listen all week as Cuz checks in live from the road across America.
Hashtag it's a Philly thing, my friend. Cousin Casey's John the Road Again.
Cousin Casey's Big Game Adventure is sponsored by the BetParks Casino and Sportsbook app. Odds, slots, bets, and games right in your pocket. Download now at betparks.com, phillygoat.com. Wear your Philly pride. And 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Go Birds!
Right now, Wawa is serving up any 2 Sizzlies for just $5 every day until 11 a.m. Bask in the warmth of breakfast with a delicious sausage, egg, and cheese croissant. And try the new bacon burrito. Or get 2 egg bites with a bacon, egg, and cheese bagel without breaking the bank. Wake up and smell the Sizzlies. 2 for $5. It's a deal worth waking up for. Great morning start at Wawa. Ah, love is in the air for lattes. And at Wawa, the selection is nothing short of, well, a latte. Quality espresso, plus rich flavors like buttery caramel cream, dulce de leche, and vanilla ice cream. All crafted to crave at your nearest Wawa. With dozens of flavors, it'll be a challenge just to find your favorite. Try a hot or iced handcrafted latte today. There's a whole latte to love just around the corner at Wawa.
Hey, it's Jen Scordo. Football fans, FanDuel in partnership with Valley Forge has the perfect way for everyone to get in on the Super Bowl 57 action with a no-sweat same-game parlay. That means everyone gets bonus bets back if your Super Bowl SGP doesn't hit, whether you're new to FanDuel or you already have an account. Same-game parlays let you combine all your favorite bets for a chance at a bigger payday. So build your own or just bet a popular same-game parlay already made for you in America's #1 sports book. Obviously, I'm building my same-game parlay around our own Philadelphia team. I love Philadelphia with the spread, a Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown, and how about a Gainwell anytime TD too? Might want to throw that one in. And Miles Sanders to score first? I love it. If you're new to FanDuel, sign up using promo code SCORDO and get bonus bets back if your no-sweat same-game parlay doesn't hit. That's promo code SCORDO. And make every moment more with FanDuel, the official sportsbook partner of the NFL.
21 plus and present in PA. 3 plus legs, minimum $1 bet required. Refund issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Max bonus $5 unless otherwise specified. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code CAR for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code CAR for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code CAR.
Hey Birds fans, if your home business or shore property has been damaged by recent weather, you need to call Hillis Public Adjusters now. If you're struggling to get your insurance company to pay out on a claim, you need to call Hillis Public Adjusters now at 1-800-HILLIS-1. Hillis will get you the most money from your insurance company for your damages, and there is no fee unless you get paid. We are licensed in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and several other states. Call 1-800-HILLIS-1. That's 1-800-HILLIS-1.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Celebrate your unique love story with heartfelt gifts from Pandora Jewelry. Make it a Valentine's Day to remember with beautiful pieces that are just as special as your connection. Choose a sparkling symbol that radiates romance or surprise them with personal displays of affection. Treasure every moment together with lovingly crafted jewelry from Pandora. Or show yourself some love with new styles that make every day an occasion. Shop Pandora Jewelry today.
Find the perfect Valentine's Day gifts at the King of Prussia, Cherry Hill, and Oxford Valley Mall Pandora stores.
Eagle Shows presents the Oaks Gun Show this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the Greater Philadelphia Expo Center in Oaks. Don't miss one of the region's largest gun shows with over 1,500 tables. Buy, sell, or trade. From guns, rifles, pistols, and ammo to military surplus, uniforms, medals, and more. The Oaks Gun Show this weekend only at the Greater Philadelphia Expo Center in Oaks. Minutes off Route 422 in Oaks, PA. Friday 1 to 7, Saturday 9 to 5, and Sunday 9 to 4. Tickets are just $15 a day. Or get a 3-day pass for $40. Get yours at the door or visit eagleshows.com.
Hey, yo, Philly! Time to take down Big Red in the big game in Arizona. Love you, Andy, but there's only enough room for one top dog. If you want top dollar on your accident case, go with the winning team at Top Dog Law. That's topdoglaw.com.
Big plans for the big game? Place your order today for a sandwich tray from Manhattan Bagel. From fresh baked New York style bagels to authentic deli sandwiches, sure to satisfy even the hungriest fans. Big game sandwich trays available at manhattanbagel.com. You gather, they cater. Manhattan Bagel.
The road to victory is presented by Pets Plus Natural.
The road to victory for the Birds is a familiar one. While Kansas City is returning to the big game after a one-year absence, the Birds are playing in their first since beating New England in 2017. This year's game will feature the youngest combined age between starting quarterbacks in history. Both signal callers are dealing with injuries and will benefit from the 2-week layoff before the final game.
The road to victory is presented by Pets Plus Natural, celebrating 35 years as Philly's favorite family-owned pet store. Now, back to the John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
It's all upon us now. John Kincade Show on The Fanatic. We appreciate you being a part of everything we've got going on today. We're live in Fairless Hills, where we're at the Rally House. It's your city. It's your house. It's your Rally House. So you can go get your gear, get lined up. We're heading to Arizona this week, thanks to Rally House. Rally House, our presenting sponsor of our trip, plus Window Nation for all your window needs. You visit windownation.com. Proud to be endorsed by Jalen Hurts and our friends at Berge Chevrolet with 2 locations in Plymouth Meeting and Colmar. So you can get in on that one there. Pat, I got good news for you.
Go ahead.
Do we all want to see the demise of the Braves?
I want to see the demise of most of the teams in the division.
Yeah, it would help.
Okay,
all of them.
got great news for you.
Okay.
There is a disgruntled Brave, hugely disgruntled Brave.
What's his name?
Max Fried.
He's good.
He's their ace.
He's very good at baseball.
He's getting $12 million a year. He should be happy.
They nickel and dimed him again. Max Fried lost his arbitration hearing with the Braves.
Okay.
He's going to make $13.5 this year instead of the $15 he asked for. He went to a hearing a year ago, and the Braves made him go to a hearing. He asked for 6.85. The Braves offered 6.6 and won.
Jesus.
the Braves have nickel and dimed Max Fried. He's a free agent after 2024.
Okay.
My guess, there is a very educated guess. There is a very disgruntled Brave in that clubhouse. Oh, by the way, he's expected to be their ace.
Well,
isn't that good? That's good news.
This is kind of the problem with the way that Alex Anthopoulos does things. It's great if you're a Braves fan because he locks up a lot of guys to long-term deals and he has no problem giving out long-term money and commitment. But when you've got a situation like Max Fried who's getting nickeled and dimed, you're going, wait, why is Matt Olson getting this contract? Why is Sean Murphy getting this contract? Why is Acuna getting what about me?
Where's mine?
When is mine?
Yes.
And to take somebody to arbitration for $200,000,
$200,000.
That is it's not worth it.
It's a statement.
Well,
that just doesn't make any sense to me.
It also tells you that Fried this year, because he's going to be pitching for money next year. I don't know. Do you go out there if the forearm's a little sore? Do you style it back and say, no, I'm not ready to go today? Teams know what you are, who you are, how good you can be. You're probably not going to get a full 35 starts from him or 33 starts from him this year.
You probably will, though.
Well, I don't know if
because then the tag is, well, wait, he's a little banged up, he's injured.
I don't know. I think people know who he is, and I don't know.
I think John Middleton,
it's
Bob,
not going to be good for them.
I think John Middleton would never let this happen. He would never take a player to arbitration, I believe, over $200,000.
I would be surprised. I mean, there might be a case, but not a player to this standard. I remember years ago. Years ago when Ryan Howard went to arbitration. I think he won $10 million. He ended up getting it, and I forget what the Phillies were offering, but it definitely wasn't a $200,000 discrepancy.
That's ridiculous.
I love this.
Yeah,
this is great.
It's great.
Tear down from the inside. They've lost the two most important players in their clubhouse as far as leadership the last two off seasons. Freddie Freeman and now Dansby Swanson. And now you're fighting with your over $200,000 with your ace.
It's a bold strategy.
Bring it on. It's a beautiful thing. Just a little baseball.
If they could
put a smile on your face.
If they could suck and the Mets could suck, that'd be really great.
In Cooney's Corner, Bob wants to know what you're most scared or concerned about.
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
Yeah, when you're looking at the Kansas City Chiefs team, obviously you're looking Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. Those are the biggest things. Is there anything, maybe a generalization or something bigger? We talked earlier about maybe the distractions that could be there, and hopefully the Eagles don't get them because of the leadership and Jalen Hurts and all of that stuff. But is there anything more in general that concerns you about Sunday, whether it comes from the Kansas City Chiefs or maybe it comes from within, from the Eagles? Because I keep going back and forth, up and down, all of those things. And I look at the Eagles' offense and defense. I'm good. Don't really see anything that bothers me all that much. No holes. I think they're going to be okay, both sides of the ball. You look at Kansas City, and, those two guys that I just mentioned. And then it's kind of like, okay, Jones, defensive end, great player. No question about it. But that's kind of it. Like, is it too simple?
Are you just talking about the only concerns being personnel? Or
After
can it go to
Kelce-
coaching too?
After you go to Mahomes and Kelce, where do you go to be concerned as an Eagles fan?
Coaching. Here's my only concern. Our coaches have done a great job this year. But I'm concerned with their young puppy enthusiasm, the overexcitement, that game would have all the pomp and circumstance around it and the pressure surrounding it would have a chance to maybe make a young, aggressive guy get a little too amped up and maybe a little distracted.
That's fair enough, and I thought of that, but then I counteracted it with, Andy Reid makes mistakes in big games.
He does.
A lot.
Yes, we are well aware of that.
We've seen it. And we've seen it here when he used to be the head coach here, Pat.
He was?
He was the head coach at Eagles here. And he used to have some problems in big games. He would make some mistakes.
You missed school that day. They taught that in school that day.
My bad.
And he went to Kansas City, and sometimes those same mistakes pop up. Like, there's a clock, and it shows you how much time's left in a game.
Makes sense.
And he's not aware of it all the time.
So
that's why I kind of negate those a little bit, John. Not fully.
Okay.
I think they have the coaching advantage.
You think they do have the coaching advantage?
Kansas City.
I got it. As far as experience, yes. I'm not sure strategy. But, Bob, I can see what you're saying as far as Andy Reid under pressure has sometimes pushed the wrong button.
It makes that gap a little bit tighter. Pat, what about you? Any
Mine is something we talked about a little bit earlier. It's Jalen Hurts. It's the shoulder.
Yeah.
He didn't look sharp. He just didn't. And they won. And I tell myself that, hey, it was against the best defense in football, or at least one of them. I think the Eagles' defense is the best defense in football. But he was going up against the best defense in football, and he's going to have 2 weeks of rest, and I think he'll be okay. But I'd be lying if I said going into this game I wasn't a little bit concerned that his timing is a little bit off. The mechanics are a little bit off. And I think that was such a big part of the jump that he made this year was his mechanics were on.
Did you
he
say
was delivering back shoulder throws to everybody and the timing perfect on deep balls, and if he's a little bit off.
Did you say that in the Giants game?
Yeah. I didn't think he looked great in the Giants game. I thought as the game went on in the Giants game, it got worse.
See, and in the Giants game, I didn't in any way. The minute he makes the big play in the beginning of the game and delivers it, sure, a little different than underthrown. He had an underthrow or two.
I'm not saying he was horrible by any stretch. I mean, I'm not. Look, against the Bucs the year before, that was atrocious.
Yes, it was.
He's a lot better. But as the game went on against the Giants and against San Fran, I thought it got a little bit worse, and I just figured that it was fatigue from the shoulder. I think
well,
2
this
weeks. I think 2 weeks
off,
rest.
which is
Yeah,
good.
2 weeks rest will help that. But I'd be lying if I said I'm going in this game. I'm like, oh, that's not a concern for me.
Well, the one thing that I don't want to say it bothered me, but that I noticed against San Francisco was him looking more like that Tampa Bay quarterback. Was him standing back in the pocket and waiting and waiting and waiting and not saying things. And if guys weren't open, okay, that's a concern. I can't believe he was back there as many times as he was, and he didn't miss a receiver or two.
Well, what was impressive was the catch that wasn't a catch to Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
It was the fact that he went to his left. And that was such a big point of focus against the Bucs is he can't read a defense and he can't go to his left. We're going to force him. Well, he went to he read the defense fine.
Right.
He went to his left, and the catch could have been a little bit better, but he's going to his left and he's on the run, and so I mean the throw was there, and Devontae made a great catch, I'll say, using air quotes, but that was really impressive to me, and that was the maturation process of Jalen Hurts in its finest form, but. I'm a little concerned. I'm not saying I'm overly concerned, but I'm a little bit concerned about it.
And we talk about reading defenses, right? And every time you say that, and Todd Bowles said it on the sideline or whoever last year, I think we automatically go to the passing game. All right, he's reading a defense. He is unbelievable at reading defenses on the handoffs, on the RPOs.
He is, yeah.
I mean, I brought it up earlier. Warner was flat-footed on many plays 2 weeks ago.
Bosa, I mean, they did beautifully against both of them.
Absolutely, and that's what makes it so hard to try to plan against this Eagles offense because you just don't know what they're going to do, and whatever they do, they do it well.
Doo-doo, he said doo-doo.
That's grow up. This is a mature radio show. That's part of having an offensive line like the Eagles too. I mean, Dan Orlovsky pointed it out in kind of a Baldy breakdown-esque tape of like where the line of scrimmage was reestablished after they hiked the ball. They're at the 41. Well, the line is reestablished at 44 because they were so dominant that game.
Yeah.
And even if Jalen Hurts guesses wrong, the offensive line picks up the protection. And I also thought it was impressive of the one play, the Mailata play that you talked about earlier, where he was all over Bosa. I thought it was impressive that the play was snuffed out by the 49ers. They guessed that it was going to be a tight end screen pass. And he didn't throw it. He realized it, recognized it. Okay,
throw it in the ground.
I'm not going to force it,
go.
and that's a big part of once again his maturation process.
Love seeing it. It has been it's been quite a year for Jalen Hurts. And by the way, that starter jacket that he wore yesterday was spectacular.
I didn't see it.
I didn't.
Oh, wait a minute. Google it. Is the Randall? He wore getting off the plane. He wore the Randall Cunningham era Eagles starter jacket that looked freaking amazing. If they were selling
it Kelly Green, John?
And if they were selling them for like $250 today, $300, they could sell 10,000 of them today. I mean, absolutely awesome. He looked like $1 million there with his Louis Vuitton bag, which we learned from Pat is fake because he doesn't have to buy the real one.
He doesn't.
So that works out well.
It's all about who's rocking it.
Hey, free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes AutoZone America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone, AutoZone. As we told you before, Jamie Lynch and Andrew Salchunas bringing you middays as Cuz is ready to road trip. Cousin Casey's big game adventure. Road tripping with WMMR's Casey Boy, getting psyched for the big game. You can follow along at 97.5thefanatic.com. Cuz will be on the road all week long, heading to Arizona, sponsored by the Bet Parks Casino and Sportsbook app. They love Cuz there in Cuz's Corner. You can download it now at betparks.com. Hers, it's crunch time, Philly.
Love hers.
Score bags of Hers, Philly's favorite hometown snack, and phillygoat.com where you can wear your Philly pride. Bob, what's your favorite Hers?
I like the ruffled potato chip.
So you like the one with the ridges in it?
Yeah, because
I like
I
that.
need it solid.
You like it?
Because
Oh, you don't like the light.
I'm a dipper.
So
I
you
don't
like the
mind the
dip.
light. Yeah, but I like.
It's got to have a little sturdiness to it.
I like sturdiness.
Yeah, it's got to be able to hold a dip.
I still look back at
Or
that.
a dip, hold it.
I still look back at the 5 questions with Kincade that in 2000, the number one thing that people had at Super Bowl parties was French onion dip. And now it doesn't even make the top 5. Remember that, Bob, making the French onion soup?
Oh, God, yeah.
And getting that, and you get the was it sour cream?
Yeah, sour cream.
Sour cream, and then you pour in the soup. And that used to be the number one thing everybody had at every party. Now, I mean, PJ's Wings looks at that and says, forget about it.
Looks down on it.
Wings are now. And by the way, if you missed earlier in the show,
Bob's getting sued.
Bob is having a lawsuit filed against him today by PJ Wellahan's corporate. And they're going after everything Bob holds near and dear to his heart. They're going after you. That Parade magazine yesterday had bacon-wrapped wings, secret recipe, shared with them. Strangely enough, in the Inquirer,
Yeah,
Pat,
they're coming for the
I wonder if
That's
Bob
a
has any
national
contacts there with the Inquirer or the Daily. Isn't that amazing?
My client is innocent.
Thank you, Connor.
So Connor, he's had to go to like a
But you got Connor
Division
representing
III
you.
attorney.
That's not good.
He's had to go to a division.
I graduated with a concentration in pre-law. I
Bob,
got
get
him.
a Division I attorney.
Nah,
I'm just
Connor's my
protecting
man.
you. Connor's going to get you in the big house.
Is Connor even licensed in this state?
I plead the
Michelle
fifth.
Ferrari is.
Yeah.
She could help
And
out.
that's okay.
She could refer him to a Division I attorney that could help him out of this mess.
Objection, leading the witness.
Bob, they're going after you. And Jim Friss, I mean, this is
Again.
strange. The legal team at PJ's now having they're turning on you today after the summer you provided them.
Can you believe that?
I can't believe
it's bad. I can't believe it. I see no reciprocation of love. I provided a great summer for them, and this is what I get in return: lawsuits.
Jim don't play, Pat.
Let me just say,
Jim doesn't play.
If Jim's listening, which I'm assuming that he stopped because
He's
of
the
Bob.
Slim Reaper.
If Jim's listening, Bob speaks for Bob and Bob alone.
Yeah,
All
we
right?
love you, Jim.
We just work with him. We tried to introduce him to a few nice people. He made a fool of himself. I don't mess with him. That's not me. Okay, that's
You're
Bob.
not that guy.
That's Bob over there. He speaks for himself. We appreciate. Literally, he speaks for himself. It's
That's
the whole
why we
segment
have
on the
that,
show.
yes.
Me and John, we appreciate what
We
Jim and
love
the corporate
PJs.
PJ. We love him. All right, but what Bob did, that's a rat move.
I mean, giving out his
Please
secret
do not
recipe.
slander my client.
I didn't do anything.
This is like. I mean, this would be
Innocent.
incredible.
You did.
This would be like too much. Where are we going? 610-632-0975. Where should we go, Pat?
Let's go to Ken in Georgia.
Ken in Georgia. Ken, what's going on?
Oh, John, I just want to congratulate you on your new show.
Thank you,
I
Kid.
listen all the time because I can't listen to that convoluted mess here at 16.
Well, I appreciate it. I hope you still be friends with all my old friends.
How
They're-
bad is it that
they're great people.
that's a convoluted mess, but we're considered
Ken,
like, a
Ken,
good
I
standard?
wasn't a convoluted mess for 20-some years. I mean,
No, sir, you and Buck were great.
I love you. I love you, Ken.
I enjoyed y'all, and especially the business of sports that
See
y'all
that-
did.
Ken, are you rooting for the Eagles this weekend?
Yes, sir, I got to. I'm an Alabama fan. And
There you go, Ken. You got
Dickerson, my road grader, Jalen Hurts,
Land.
and Devontae
Yes.
Smith. I'm rooting for all three of them.
You got them all. What Connor? Wait a minute. Connor's questioning something here.
Yeah, I'll get the claim. Hurts. Come on, Oklahoma.
He has a degree from Alabama. What are you talking about? He went to Alabama. He didn't have a degree from
I remember him
Oklahoma.
going to Oklahoma.
That's good, dude. Piss off our listeners
Connor
in Georgia.
just lost it. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah,
we love
thank
you. Say hello
Ken.
to everybody in Georgia.
That's good, man. Piss off our listeners.
And keep listening to that convoluted mess.
That's fine. We were big in Georgia until you just popped on the mic.
My
I mean,
apologies to
seriously.
the state of Georgia.
I love these people chiming in on that. Jalen Hurts loves Alabama.
Loves it.
10 times more than he ever has any feeling for Oklahoma.
Can't get enough of it.
He has a degree from Alabama.
It's framed.
He loves Alabama. He stayed as a backup.
Maybe
to
Alabama
finish
should
his
have loved him a
degree.
little
He liked it on
No,
Facebook.
they did exactly what they needed to do.
What
2-1.
major in?
Okay.
2-1. He did very successfully.
What did
They're
he
very
major
good
in?
now. mean, come
Social
on now.
studies.
He made it. Hey, a yearly tradition that Pat loves. I love this too. People are a little petty, Pat. Sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, on
Yeah.
the show sheet there.
Yeah, okay. All right. I remember what I wrote last night. Yeah, so a yearly tradition that I absolutely love around this time
What
is
is
the
that,
is
Pat?
the player You don't. No, I remember what it is now. You don't have to solve for me. Is the player on a
You smelling
team,
toast?
Can I finish? Can I finish my statement?
You couldn't start.
Are you guys?
So now I'm wondering.
No,
if
but
you
I
can
tried.
finish.
I tried.
Okay,
And
here
you
we
two
go.
jackasses
Fine.
just keep popping in. So what I love is
I love hers.
He's ready to
Do
be
the show
done.
yourself.
I'm
He's
sorry.
ready to be done.
Go
No, is the player on a team that lost that hops on the media and says, "No, we were the best team in football."
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, we would have won. We
Who
were
was that,
actually the
Daniel
best team.
Jones? Who
And
said
this time it was Brandon Ayuk. Now
Oh,
we dealt with
jeez.
this the year that the Eagles won it 5 years ago with the Saints. The Saints made a career of it. Every year the Saints made the playoffs and they lose and they disappoint their fan base. They then would come on a week later and say, "Actually, we were the best team in football." That's funny. It's funny you say that because the Eagles were the number 1 seed. So Brandon Ayuk, who made no impact whatsoever in this game,
1 catch,
is convinced that his team was the best team in football, which would lead me to believe that why was the game in Philadelphia then if his team was the best team in football?
That's a good point, Pat.
That's a good point, Pat.
Yeah.
Good
And
research on your
If
part.
his team was so good, would they get 4 quarterbacks hurt?
You would think they wouldn't, but they did.
Your job, if you're one of those big fatties up front,
Yeah.
is to not let the other team's fatties come
yeah.
and hit that guy
Not
that
supposed to
throws
do-
the ball.
But they did
They
that.
didn't do that
No,
well.
they didn't.
So they got hit and hurt early and often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they would have won probably if that didn't happen, but it did.
Right, so he's stupid.
So then they lost, and he comes on and pops off of the mount that they're the best team in football. At what point do these pro athletes should just take some accountability and say, "Yeah, we just lost. We lost to a better
Take the
team."
L with some
Yeah.
class.
Yeah.
You look like an absolute idiot sitting here saying we were the best team in football when you lost 31-7. And it could have been way worse if the Eagles kept their starters in.
And if that caller earlier today, it could have been 45-7 if Jalen Hurts didn't look so rusty early.
The year that the Eagles beat Chicago in the playoffs with the double doink, if the Bears came out and said, "Actually, we think we were the better team," they at least have a case because it was a fluke kick.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Sure.
they have a case. When you lose 31-7, bud, you got curb stomped. So this is just every single year we have some jackass athlete who comes out, and it's always the NFL. It's usually the championship round, and they come out and they make the case of, "No, actually, we were the best team." You probably should have won, because if you won, then we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Why is somebody even interviewing him?
I think it was the post.
I think you
postseason
made
media.
as much of an impact on that game as he did.
Yeah,
You did a good pregame show that day. It was one of your best efforts. He barely showed up.
He did. He basically didn't show up. So it cracks me up. But every year we have to deal with this crap of these athletes come on and just you're not. Just take the L.
Well,
You lost.
John Lynch did it too, and Kyle Shanahan did it too. And by the way, I do not want any of our coaches tonight to just a public service announcement. Do not pull a Kyle Shanahan tonight. Where at Super Bowl week, Kyle Shanahan brought the game plan with him on an iPad and left it at Media Day.
You're not supposed to do that.
He left it sitting behind, by the way, with paper copies of his notes, too, that were also in his little European man purse.
That's a
And he left it. So the
What color
Falcon,
was it?
the Falcons exit it was brown, like a
Wow.
suede brown,
Okay.
and he wore it across his body too, which is
Pretty
a whole nother.
It's not a purse, it's
messed
a
up
satchel.
thing.
Indiana Jones wore
Yeah,
one.
it's a man purse. And Kyle Shanahan not only leaves
that
his
reference.
handwritten notes, but leaves the game plan. And by the way, who found it? A member of Bill Belichick's staff when they
Well,
came in next.
Isn't that amazing?
Kyle Shanahan is a dope.
It's amazing that
I left my credential to the Final Four one time at a restaurant table.
What do you mean you left it?
I left it on the table.
Why did you have it out on the table?
I don't remember why.
Oh,
but
you
it
probably
was,
took it off because you're
and
not the kind of guy. There'll be a lot of media people.
I went back to my hotel. I was like, "Oh my God!"
no.
And I started running back, and luckily, a
was still
friend of
there.
mine grabbed it for me and said, "Yo, dope. Here you go." So sometimes mistakes happen, John.
By the way, Patty will never do this. Bob would never do this. To media members, it's Super Bowl week. When you go to the Super Bowl and you go out to a restaurant or bar, you don't need to wear your media credential around your chest. When you go to happy hour or you go to Morton's for dinner, because you'll see that.
What about the strip clubs?
That can maybe get you an extra dance from Cinnamon.
What up? Mercedes?
Mercedes.
I want to go for a ride.
Or Subaru. Could get you from Subaru. Maybe
Yeah.
have that.
Subaru.
All coming up
Coming
this
to the
week.
stage, Subaru.
Guess what? That's what
I like
Casey.
Subaru.
Casey.
Check out
will
her
be
hatchback.
Casey will be there.
I like hers.
It'll be, and Bob loves his hers. Hey, we got a lot coming up from the
Stripping
Rally
hers.
House. We're live at Rally House in Fairless Hills. Rally House has helping to send us to Super Bowl 57. Thanks to Window Nation, too. We appreciate them. And also, to our friends at Berge Chevrolet in Plymouth Meeting and Colmar. We've got an hour to go on this Monday, and Pat assures us he's not just emptying you've got good stuff for the rest of the week because you've been on today. You've entertained the road crew.
I'm shot.
The road show crew is thoroughly impressed with Pat today.
They're easily amused.
If this is Super Bowl week, I can't wait for all of it.
Yeah, they're very easily amused.
Here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Steven Singer wants you to know you are 8 days from Valentine's Day. So, guys, today is the day you take care of Valentine's Day because next Monday you're going to be in a drunken stupor, and then you're going to wake up on Tuesday morning and it's Valentine's Day, and you're going to have nothing, and you're going to be running to a supermarket and buying her flowers. By the way, she knows when you do that. She knows you're a lazy, absolutely uninspired man. But you're going to go to Steven Singer today, and you're going to get her a pure 24-karat gold dip rose. It's the indigo color. It's beautiful. Now, I'm shade blind, so I can't really tell, but it's got purple and blue petals, and my wife loved the color. 24-karat gold dip roses. You can get yours now before they're gone. The new rose color always sells out fast. They've got a bunch of roses, all different colors, starting at just $59. What will you get today? You'll get fast and free shipping. So when you place your order today at IHateStevenSinger.com, it will be there before Valentine's Day. You've got until Friday at 2 o'clock to get fast and free shipping. Steven Singer Jewelers has got you covered. Great necklaces, diamond earrings, and more. Real jewelry, real roses. You're going to love it, and you're taking care of it today. Do not act like an uninspired spouse, boyfriend, or otherwise. Get into IHateStevenSinger.com.
The John Kincade Show.
He's a very strange young man.
He's an idiot. Comes from upbringing.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Hey, Sixer fans, it's Matt Cord for the Bet Parks app, the official winning partner of your Philadelphia 76ers. The Bet Parks app is fun to use. Build around on what you want right from your phone. It's easy to sign up, great customer service, and faster to win than ever before. Download the Bet Parks app today. The Bet Parks app, the official winning partner of your Philadelphia 76ers.
See website for terms and conditions. Must be 21 and in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. Gambling problem? 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, it's Joe Conklin. The Birds are in the big game. The Birds in Kansas City. Get in on all the action for the big game in Arizona with the Bet Park Sportsbook and Casino app. The only sportsbook I recommend. Bet live during the big game. New users get up to $750 in sportsbook bonus back if your first bet isn't a winner. Download the app right now. The Bet Park Sportsbook and Casino app. Must be 21 and in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. See betparks.com for terms and conditions.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Every small business owner knows business can happen anytime, anywhere. The office, the warehouse, or on the road. And no matter where it takes you, there's one solution to help your business thrive. Comcast Business Complete Connectivity. It's the largest, fastest, reliable network with advanced gig speed Wi-Fi and cyber threat protection in one solution. Get started with internet for just $49 a month. Plus, add Comcast Business Mobile and you can save up to 60% a year on your wireless bill. And ask how to get up to $1,000 in prepaid cards.
Flight 291 is now boarding.
Yep, you're going places. And when you get there, be ready to do business. The complete connectivity solution from the company that powers more small businesses than any other provider. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 2/21/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. New 50 megabits per second internet. Customers only. Equipment taxes and fees extra. After 12 months, regular rates apply. Gig internet required for gig Wi-Fi. Mobile savings compares pricing of top 3 carriers.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code CAR for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code CAR for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code CAR.
So,
The new year is here, and now is the time to take stock of your goals for 2023 and beyond. This time next year, you could be a graduate of CSB Media Arts Center and one step closer into your dream career in the broadcast media industry. Hi, I'm Jenna, a student at CSB. CSB Media Arts Center in Cherry Hill, New Jersey is molding a new generation of professionals that are shaping the future of the broadcast media industry, and you could be next. CSB offers hands-on, learn-by-doing training in podcasting, audio and video production, radio, television, sports, and more in months, not years. CSB's training gives you the skills employers want, and it's designed to prepare you for life in the broadcast media industry. College isn't for everyone. Neither is student loan debt. There's no lecture halls here, just studios. This year, make the New Year's resolution to invest in yourself and your future. I did, and it was the best decision I ever made. CSB Media Arts Center in Cherry Hill, New Jersey is approved for veterans training. Go CSB.com.
Hey, Philly, think you're pumped up for the big game? At Pumpman Philly, we're pumped up and down. Deep down in the bowels of the city's biggest facilities, that is, where we keep their wastewater systems ready for everything. From clogs to pump failures to flooding from major storms. The Birds are #1 on the gridiron, and Pumpman Philly's #1 in your building's wastewater system, especially when it comes to number 2s. Call 833-559-PUMP. PumpmanPhilly.com. Go Birds!
Hey, it's Cuz. Are you getting ready for a home improvement cleanup? The garage, the bathroom, big move? Let me tell you about the perfect solution, the Bagster. The Bagster, by far the most convenient, affordable way to help with your cleanup. The Bagster isn't just a great product. It's a 3 cubic yard dumpster in a bag sold at Home Depot, Lowe's, local home improvement stores everywhere, and for only $29.99. Holds 3,300 pounds of waste. Buy it, fill it, schedule your collection. Poof, it's gone. Clean it up with the Bagster dumpster in the back.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Just dial Pound Law. That's all. Morgan & Morgan, America, and now the universe's largest injury law firm.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Is it time for maintenance on your vehicle? Stop into your locally owned Meineke today for an oil change and get a free tire rotation. Right now, a synthetic oil change is just $59.95. Up to 5-quart standard filter plus disposal fees. Tires, brakes, alignments, batteries, exhaust. Meineke, doing car care right.
The Birds Big Game Plan is brought to you by Peruzzi Nissan. The big game plan for the big game. Go with what got you there. The Birds have arguably the best roster top to bottom, led by Jalen Hurts. Top end offensive line, offensive playmakers, quality players at all 3 levels of the defense. The pass rush stands out maybe above all else, as the Birds piled up 70 sacks during the regular season, 3rd most in NFL history. The Birds Big Game Plan is presented by Peruzzi Nissan, where our business is you. WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. Official home of the Sixers, Flyers, and the best Eagles talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic. Now, back to the John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Monday morning, John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic. And yes, I see sunshine outside. For like the 4th day in 2023 that we've actually seen sunshine like this. It's absolutely beautiful outside. Super Bowl week kicks off here on The Fanatic in the 9 o'clock hours, brought to you by the Bagster. It's a dumpster in a bag. You can get yours today at Home Depot and Lowe's. For details, go to bagster.com. And we appreciate the folks at Rally House. You got to check out every single Rally House. But we're at Fairless Hills. It's absolutely beautiful. They got everything you possibly could need for your party. Just met a gentleman who's having a party at his house. He's got he picked up like his bar gear. So he's got that stuff set up. Pat, you could get nice soda cups over there. You know something over there?
I like cups.
Yeah, you like cups.
Yeah, cups cool.
You could do that.
Yeah, they hold liquids.
Bob, they have a chip bowl. You could load up full of Hers chips.
Yep.
Yes,
You're a big
love
Hers
my
guy.
Hers
You
chips.
could get that. And,
Hers
you
chips,
could
Hers
do
dip,
them.
anything. Yeah, I'm in.
You'd be all over it.
Yes.
They would be all ready to go.
Big Hers guy.
We love it. So get on into your local rally house. By the way, if you get here by 10 o'clock, Connor Thomas may give you the golden handshake. That helps you purchase something.
The golden what?
The golden handshake.
Okay. Let's clarify. It's a little bit
come
different
in.
than the shower.
I'm trying to get everybody to come in.
Okay. Let's just clarify.
I'm trying to get as many people to come in
I
as
think you got to clarify what that is, because if I hear golden anything regarding the body, I'm not thinking that I'm getting a
I need
something good.
I need Mike Vito.
Get a little wet work.
One of the brightest studs of the station. To stand up, please.
That
Vito.
that doesn't speak well for the
There's
station.
his shirt. He's wearing the gear. By the way, you can get this at Rally House. He is wearing that shirt. You want to come behind us so people on the
Super
YouTube
Bowl-
can see it?
Super Bowl
It is a
Livy.
good-looking Super Bowl shirt that you can get at Rally House. Now, Mike, would you please turn around and show the back?
Okay. What's it got there?
I can't do the back.
Oh,
don't
I like
yeah,
that.
I like that shirt.
Sure.
But I don't want the back of a T-shirt to look like it's the Van Halen concert tour from 1985.
Oh, I like
Cameron
it.
Tom?
You like that?
Yeah.
I don't even
Are you
know.
kidding me?
There are names on there.
So
I
if
don't
I'm
even
like,
know. Good job,
man, who's
Vito.
number 57 on the Eagles? Vito, come here.
Oh,
it's
so
TJ
that's
Edwards.
what you do. So
yeah.
at a party,
That's it.
Vito would have to move around. See, Merrill Reese has invited him to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So now Bill Werndell can just point to the back of Vito's T-shirt as to who made the tackle,
Man, they
who
won't get it
recovered
right,
the
but
who
whatever.
recovered the fumble. You are all full of shots this morning.
Well,
that is you'd be able to
that's
pull
just
it right off the back of
I
Vito's
mean,
shirt.
if we're ripping Al Michaels, we can rip the local one too. I mean,
My gosh. So Al Michaels isn't getting we got a good play-by-play crew.
Al
this week.
Michaels was getting torched.
It was so terrible.
On Saturday.
Why?
Because people remembered. It was like, hey,
Oh,
the Eagles won
geez.
5 years ago, and then it was a flurry of
Terrible
I've never
calls.
forgiven Al Michaels for the bad calls.
Well, how about the terrible call on he was asleep for the Philly special. And at the end of the game, it's as if he had nothing prepared. Jim Nantz, especially for things like the Masters and everything, Jim Nantz couldn't ad-lib a breaking wind after a baked bean dinner. He has to write everything out.
Okay.
It's all on a script in front of him.
Who do we have for the Super Bowl? I
So
actually
he's-
don't know.
You got,
I don't know.
You got Kevin Burkhardt
I love okay.
and Olsen
Oh,
and the whole crew.
I'm a big fan of
The
that.
whole
for that
crew,
group.
it's coming in there.
Bobby's
Bob,
looking at me
maybe
like he
not.
doesn't- Yeah.
No,
Bob,
I do. I like Burkhardt.
Hers
I like,
chips above Greg Olsen.
I will take a Hers chip above Greg Olsen, yes.
He would absolutely
I
do
bet
that.
you will.
And a
Yeah.
rally house above Greg Olsen.
Yeah,
I love
look,
that crew.
I like Olsen. I just don't think he's a number one yet. I think he got prematurely.
Yeah, but you like Tony
You think
Romo.
his performance is number 2?
No, yeah. I just, he's not there for me yet. I like him, but not. I
You're
can't
all-
imagine him doing a Super
You're
Bowl.
still all Tony Romo'd up.
No, I like Romo. I mean,
Did
yeah,
you guys
I
see the
do.
report this week about Romo?
I did. How about
Looks
that?
like a lot of people are coming on my side, including
Yeah,
CBS.
it
So,
seems like-
so hey, so that your buddy Father Casey, I hope he saw the report.
What did he say about
because when he got into a spat with me, it was I guess his bosses are happy with him.
No, they're not
No,
that happy.
apparently Father Casey, they're not happy.
Well,
with
how
him
about this?
Because they had an intervention.
They are but I have to think Tony Romo's saying this, Bob. Tony Romo's going, okay, bosses, you've just called me into the office. I just did a game that got you the highest rating you've ever gotten. So can you please tell me how much I'm sucking?
Well,
you suits, you empty-headed suits. Can you tell me how much I suck? Because you just got the highest ratings. Tony Romo's games were the highest rating for his network every weekend that he worked.
That's like the
every weekend he worked
Well,
all
they
year.
get the best game, though.
Yeah, that's like the
You
waiter
know?
saying, "Whoa, you're gonna fire
Not
me."
for playoff weekend, though.
Look how
Not
look
for-
how
not
crowded
for
it is.
playoff weekend
It has
they
nothing to
don't,
do with Tony Romo. It has to do with the game. It has to do with the NFL ratings don't go down. Like they could have put Connor and Vito in the booth, and the ratings would have been fine.
all right.
What?
People just would have watched it on mute.
Connor would be going, I thought I could have made that throw. If I had that kind of protection, I could have thrown it 40 yards down the field.
He could have.
That would be
Probably
your
could have.
analysis. You'd be
I've-
like,
I have
I
faith
could
in
have made that
him. Yeah.
throw.
I could have tackled Christian McCaffrey in the open field.
Probably.
And this is how I would have done it. And he would have grabbed a little
Yeah,
whiteboard.
and he
and-
would've-
The telestrator.
Telestrator.
Great on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
telestrator. I'm an
Would have done
artiste.
that. Look, I'm excited for that broadcast there. I think it's going to be. I think Burkhart's amazing, does a great job, and also too, he doesn't think he's a game analyst. He's a play-by-play guy.
I'm with Bob. I don't hear it.
He
when
calls
I
the
listen to Buck.
play-by-play and then lets the analyst do his job.
I don't hear it, man.
No, I got to tell you though, I give you both credit because I did listen this year and tried to be. Aikman and Buck were spectacular this year. They were spectacular as a team. They were absolutely did a fantastic job. Troy does great work. He does great
Joe
work.
Buck.
Did you guys hear the story that he told on a podcast? I might include it for my stuff tomorrow. I'll include it.
No, include it for your stuff. Don't give away your good stuff.
Yeah, well,
because Pat, you've had a really strong Monday to kick off Super Bowl week.
Yeah, I'll include.
This is a really strong Monday. Don't let us down on Tuesday. We need you.
I'll include tomorrow.
I want to be like Topper. I want to be able to go to Pat when I touch and ask for the right hander. Raise hand. I want you to be able to come in tomorrow and keep delivering.
I'm about to Jose Alvarado your ass.
Yeah, I think you should leave Wheeler in.
You're a lefty.
Let you down.
Leave Monday, Pat, in. Don't go to Tuesday, Pat. Hey, now through February the 28th, Lisa, 2023 BMW 530i xDrive sedan for just $659 a month for 36 months with $72.39 due at signing. Visit bmwcenters.com today. A little betting advice for you. And this is something that I think, for Bob, goes counter to what he's thinking, and it actually goes counter to what I'm thinking. The last time a Super Bowl went over the betting line was Super Bowl 52 when the Eagles beat the Patriots.
That was cool.
The next 4 Super Bowls were all under, and as we discussed on Friday, the referee for this game has ref 12 postseason games, and the under has hit 11 times. Everything about this game in gambling is screaming, bet the under. But everything in my heart is saying this game is going to be entertaining, high scoring. So when do you allow stats like that are so overwhelming one way to change your thinking about what the game's going to be? Because I think I'm betting the over.
Well, not
against
change.
Conventional wisdom.
I go on my feelings, and obviously we educate ourselves on things. But when you have a refereeing crew like this one that likes to call penalties and comes in at the under, those two things are perfectly tied together. Because when you're calling a lot of penalties, as we've talked about, players don't know how to play. They don't know what they can do, what they can't do. It lends to any kind of rhythm of a game getting out of whack, and that's why it happens. That's why I love the Super Bowl the Eagles were in, as I said before, most entertaining. They didn't make penalty calls. They didn't make unnecessary calls. They let them play. The better team that day won. Both teams played phenomenal football, but the better team won that day. I hope to God that this reffing crew goes to Gene Steratore and says, "Hey, what did you do that day that you ref the Eagles Patriots? What was your thinking going in?" He said, "Let them play." So I hope to God we see that. I'm still thinking overs even with this, but it's something that you have to really look at. It's good information by you, John. You're helping the betting public.
But the weird thing is, Bob, is I'm discounting strong information.
But what about?
Because I'm leaning towards. I'm leaning towards the over.
Yeah, me too.
I think Mahomes is going to put up points, and I think the Eagles are going to put up points.
Don't look at the history of this game. Look at the history of the ref. What's this?
11-1 under
for the ref.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Got to go with the under.
He's 11-1 in postseason games.
I thought you were talking about just the Super Bowl in general.
No, the referee is 11. No, the Super Bowl. The last 4 have gone under.
Okay.
The referee is 11-1 hitting the under in 12 postseason games, including 2 of the last 3 Super Bowls.
Well, by law of averages, he's got to go over.
Now, that doesn't what the law of averages says, but it's
Take it
good.
to the bank.
See, you missed that. The day you missed school for one of those parades or something,
they covered
that's the day Newman taught the law of averages.
No, they covered that in 6th grade.
Which may be the most misused thing in the world.
Also, why doesn't Pat get the D3 thing, huh? He went to a D3 school.
Because Pat doesn't go around bragging about it.
Yeah, I'm not Harry Hardo trying to make it
out
like I
bragging.
was one
you
step
do the
away
education
from
thing, too.
He doesn't do that. Well, he's got to.
Well, I'm very open about
and guess what?
The mediocre.
And Dean Boardman at Temple has already said he accepts Pat as a Temple. Like he reps Temple better than some Temple people.
They brought me in with open arms, with arms wide open.
They recruited him after he graduated from Newman.
Breeze University.
They think of Pat at Temple. They talk about it many times during the admissions process when they sit down. They say, "Find me the next Pat Egan." Because we're not going to miss this time.
Yes.
No rejection letter for that C student.
I just thought a D3 brethren would back me up a little bit, but that's okay. It's okay.
Even Chevy looks at you.
Come on. You're killing me here.
Chevy's a Newman night, and he looks at you odd.
I can't defend your actions, Connor, sometimes, man. I try. Like I tried to defend you earlier today, and it just backfired.
I mean, too much.
That's probably on me.
But it could very well
it's
be.
absolutely
So
on you, bud.
50.5 for the game.
I'm going over.
I kind of
I
like
think
the
I'm going
over
over.
also.
Yes.
But all the evidence we just gave says the under. But, Pat, you thinking under because of this evidence, or do you like over the 50
Oh no,
and a
the
half?
evidence. Look, the evidence is it's
pretty damning.
Yeah, like it's not a it's 4 games. No, it's a lot of games, and it's the
It is
Super
a
Bowl
lot,
combined
yes.
with the ref that's reffing it. You combine the two, it's a lot of research to back it up. So I'll probably
Nerd Boy was
I'll probably
busy.
Yeah, you got after this week. You
Nerd
had
Boy,
You had a
baby.
fun weekend. I can
I
tell.
did. I was after.
I will probably buy some points.
What's a call that if you see early on in this game is really going to make you start thinking, no, wait, don't go there, referee?
Holding.
I'm thinking illegal man downfield away from the play
Oh,
again.
no, Bob, don't speak it into existence.
A screen pass to the right, and your left tackle's all the way down, 20 yards away the opposite way, and they're going to call something there. That's the kind of calls I can't stand. I mean, calls that affect plays, whatever, fine. Let the players know exactly what's going on. But when you're calling stuff that doesn't matter, that doesn't affect the play, that's going to get on me early.
I don't want to see 1st and 15s.
Yeah,
First
no,
and
no.
20s. And I think that's what we're going to see. And I went, Nerd Boy really got after it. A lot of holds.
Yeah.
A lot of holding on the offensive line. A lot of illegal hands to the face or illegal touching downfield by the defense.
I think the hands to
a
the
lot
face
of that.
legit, but the holding is so ticky-tack sometimes.
They get ticky-tack.
And
That's what you
yeah,
gotta expect.
holding will tell me it's probably going to be a long day.
So we don't want any of that going on.
No.
As the Birds head out to Arizona, and we head out to Arizona with them. Thanks to our friends at Rally House. Plus, we appreciate it. Get in for all your Eagles gear for the big game at Rally House. It's your city. It's your house. Shut your mouth. Go to Rally House today. Plus, Window Nation for all your window needs. And Berge Chevrolet with 2 locations in Plymouth Meeting and Colmar. So, Jamie will be in today with Tunis because Anthony is ready to take a cross-country trip to Arizona. Over-under on moving violations with Casey Boy from WMMR and Anthony driving cross-country. I set the over-under at 1/2 on moving violations.
No, I got to go 1.5.
You're going over then. You're buying it up.
I would
and
put
betting
I
the
would
over?
put the line at 1.5. They get stopped at least twice.
Now how does
Oh, they're not driving back though, right?
No, they're flying back.
How does
Okay.
Anthony talk himself out of a ticket?
Yo, gosh.
Yeah.
Yo, Kush, like
Yo,
I mean,
Yo,
what's the
Kush, I'm
biggest-
friends with the
Yeah.
I'm friends with the
Yo.
police.
Yo, gosh.
You
I
know-
got a guy
Sergeant.
back in Philly.
Here's the thing and like I'll tell you, when you see Anthony on Radio Row, I've seen Anthony on a Radio Row. It's honestly, it's like Queen for a day, man. He's shaking hands, he's kissing babies, he's running for mayor. Maybe there's somebody sliding him an unmarked envelope into his pocket. Anthony will work Radio Row like you've never seen. But I wonder about 4 days in a car. They're going to need stretch zone. I mean, big time. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That's a lot of driving in a car. And they're going to be going everywhere together.
Yeah, but the good part is they got a great car that they're going with.
They do. Subaru's got
Way to
them
go,
set up with it.
Subaru.
I'm wondering, though, the ventilation system in the Subarus. Strong, I think. It looks like a strong
Sure.
vehicle.
Oh, absolutely.
It really does. It looks very strong. So the Hers chips, you're going to have the Hers chips while you're along for the ride, too, which is great. And also PhillyGoat.com. So they even have PJs that they can all slip into at a rest stop. And then, so when whoever has to sleep,
They have like footy pajamas.
they can have that.
Okay.
Jackie Bam Bam. It's going to be Casey Boy and Cuz. All in a Subaru cross country.
Now, I just read a tweet that
Yes.
Anthony made one suggestion,
I saw this.
and that is on the way out, he asked if they could stop at Arrowhead Stadium.
That's a great idea.
So maybe it was a little out of the way, but Anthony's getting his
Wait,
way.
Do you know why?
Did he want to do some juju there or
He
something?
wants to bury a cheesesteak.
That's a great idea.
At Arrowhead
Oh, it's
Stadium.
a great idea.
And I just want you to picture Anthony pitching this in the meeting because it makes it so much better.
I love this idea.
Yeah. So I think what they have to do though is they have to bury like a Subway cheesesteak.
No, you get a
can't- you
cheesesteak
can't
from
give them
here.
a good cheesesteak,
You're
man.
burying it. Sure you can.
Yeah, you're
think
burying it
so?
because it sucks.
No. You're burying it because it's like you're peeing on your ground.
But
This is our territory.
If you go pick up like an Angelo's cheesesteak and
Yes.
you're driving it out there,
I think that's what
it's not making the trip. Someone's eating it.
Yeah, you see,
no one's eating a Subway cheesesteak.
Out there, everybody will be dying to get a great cheesesteak. They're going to be like, wait a minute. This is what a cheesesteak is?
Yeah.
We've had a Philly cheese at the local establishment. It tastes nothing like this.
Yeah.
Anthony's going to too. I think they're going to have they're going to have the Hers chips with them too.
Yeah.
Think of that with
We'll be
those
all right.
Midwestern people when they get that.
I'm telling you, I'm getting a cheesesteak with some Hers chips on my way home.
There you go.
I can't
You could have
wait.
a whole belly full of Hers.
Oh, hurry me up.
I think that sounds like a great morning. Sounds like a great morning. Bob is he's like Hers obsessed this morning. You're obsessed. We've gotten him totally distracted with the chips this morning. Bob's love of the chip is amazing. This is the extra mile that Bob goes for every sponsor. He really does. In fact, he said, to hell with beers with Bob. He wants chips with Bob.
Oh, I didn't say that.
He wants chips with Bob to be the new show. So come on.
Can we just break early?
I'm telling you.
I
you're
walked away
all
for
over
2
it.
seconds. What happened?
This is unbelievable.
Bob's all hurt up.
Oh, of course. Bob loves hers.
Oh, man. So you feeling good there?
Yeah, we're feeling
You're
good.
ready to go. I would not be able to make that cross country trip that our dedicated coworkers are doing. I could not be in the car that long.
It depends on who I'm with.
I couldn't do it. I really could not do that.
Yeah, I have no. God bless him for doing it.
I think it's amazing. It's going to be great content. You can follow along at 97.5thefanatic.com. I could not do it. I really could not do it.
I have a feeling that I'd probably kill somebody.
Well, I mean, but
Pat, dump the body in Arrowhead.
But Pat, wait a minute though.
That'd be my sacrifice.
I've said it many times. You are the absolute best person to be next to on a plane. So in a car, it would probably translate a little bit.
But I think that they would take that as me being rude, and they'd be right. I'd be being rude because I wouldn't want to join in the fun car games.
The hijinks.
Hey, let's see how many license plates we can find.
Like, they're not doing that. You think Cousins count
absolutely
license
doing
plates?
That. Yes.
No.
There's Alaska.
Really?
Oh, you have
how did the car get there?
Tennessee.
How did the car get there?
I don't know.
Did they fly the car over?
You can drive to Alaska.
From
John.
Alaska? I didn't realize that. Sarah Palin. What did you explain it to us?
What?
You going
What are you
across?
talking
What does
across
that have
the
to
bridge?
do with anything? That's
You
the only
going
person
across
from
the
Alaska
bridge?
you know.
Mark
Alaska's
Schlereth.
connected through Canada.
Mark Schlereth.
You know, wait, you
yeah,
know
but
two
you're not
people.
driving across Canada.
You can drive in Canada.
You
You're
can
not.
drive.
You
They
cannot.
have cars there.
No, they
This
do not
just
allow
in.
it. They do not allow driving in Canada. You didn't
Yes,
see that?
they do.
They haven't opened it up yet after COVID. They do not allow cars
I
in.
can't with this
What
man.
is going on right now?
I don't
Hey,
know.
the final stretch of the show, the John Kincade Show, is presented by Stretch Zone. We're not done yet. Your body
I'm
deserves a good stretch, and at Stretch Zone, you're going to get a great stretch. Book your free 30-minute stretch session today at stretchzone.com so you
stretching
can
my
get
legs.
in on that one, though. But remember, Wake and Bake comes back today because Chunas and the Cuz. I mean, Chunas will
The
be in
Bro.
for the Cuz, and Bro will be back in this week, too. So you get more of Jamie Lynch, who you love, which is great.
Yes, very exciting.
Which we all love, too, which is great.
Fastest drive time right now to Phoenix, Arizona is 34 hours.
Yeah, but but remember, that's calculated on 55 miles an hour. There ain't any way they're doing 55.
It's also calculated by not going to Arrowhead.
Stopping. Yeah, it's calculated by not stopping for
Yeah,
anything.
it doesn't count P brakes and all that stuff either.
Gotta
But
bury your cheesesteak.
34 hours of driving over 4 days.
No.
What's today? Monday, Tuesday,
Wait a minute, that's
Wednesday,
not
Thursday.
bad. I mean,
10 hours a day. They'll be all right.
Are
Anthony
they
will be in
sleeping
early.
Are they sleeping in the Subaru?
They're sleeping together.
In the Subaru?
Yeah, Brokeback style.
I mean, it's gonna be. I mean, that's
Just a couple guys nestled up, keeping each other warm.
no.
I never saw
nothing-
the movie, so I don't know how, but I know that it was about camping.
You've lived it, but you just haven't seen that movie depiction.
I didn't live it. I'm not a real camper, but I know it was guys traveling
real
together.
cowboy.
Yeah.
You've got the chaps. I mean,
I had a life before I met you guys. Let's just say that. I had a stage
Pat
performance.
cannot possibly follow up Tuesday with Monday. He cannot.
I'm just gonna
There's
call
no
out.
way
I
you have
think he
this
can.
much. I don't know.
He can do it.
This is like Wheeler, like with a 9-inning complete game today because we only have a half hour left. And Pat, you've been
I'm-
splendid today.
I'm taking the day off.
No, we can't do that. You can't be
What do you
like
mean
the
I can't?
public.
I got
can't be like the
vacation
school
time.
kids.
Watch me.
They can't. You ask, Coach will not allow you. He's
You
going to
think-
say you got to
think
be
Coach
there.
is stopping me from doing anything?
I think Coach would
That
suggest
guy?
it.
Come on.
You want to get in with us?
Yeah, he would suggest it.
610-632-0975. You want to be more experienced to win the Super Bowl, right? Not necessarily. I'll tell you why, what the numbers say. Coming up, John Kincade Show live from the Rally House in Fairless Hills. A little off the rails today on this Monday as Super Bowl week begins here on 97.5 The Fanatic. I want to tell you about a new client on 97.5 The Fanatic, and it's my friends at PhillyRefunds.com. Let's say you are a business owner in Philadelphia, and during COVID, you kept everybody on the payroll. You did the right thing. You reached out to make sure your workers were protected. Well, PhillyRefunds.com is going to work to protect you. Because if you're a business owner, 5 or more employees, and you kept people on the payroll, maybe you had supply chain problems, maybe you struggled to get staff, or you're still reeling from those COVID lockdowns, what if I told you you could get up to $26,000 per employee that you kept on the payroll thanks to PhillyRefunds.com? This is what you do. You go and you fill out your contact information, or you can just call them, and they will take you through every step of the process. They will make sure that you're qualified. They will make sure that you can get your payout if you qualify. There's no obligation to make this call. It's real, and time is running out. It's of the essence. So go to PhillyRefunds.com. Get what's yours. Go to PhillyRefunds.com.
The John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia. The Birds are heading to the big game, and the John Kincade Show will be live from Glendale, Arizona, starting this Wednesday, bringing you everything Birds as the journey toward another Lombardi Trophy continues. All of our big game coverage from Arizona is presented by Rally House. Get to Rally House to get all your Eagles gear for the big game. Rally House. It's your city. It's your house.
Also brought to you by Window Nation. For all your window needs, visit windownation.com. Proud to be endorsed by Jalen Hurts.
Football fans, the championship game is here, and BetRivers Online Sportsbook is the place to be. Win big with tons of specials on February 12th, like our same-game parlay bet and get, live bet and get, and football squares game. You can win up to $10,000 in bonus money instantly by playing our exclusive BetRivers Squares this football season. Place $10 or more in qualifying bets and get a square for free. If the numbers on your square match the final score of the game, you win. Now, right now, Philadelphia, 1.5-point favorites over Kansas City, and the over-under in the game is 50.5 points. Head to BetRivers.com or download the BetRivers app today to get in on all the actions. Restrictions on qualifying wagers, eligible bonus, and credit use. Full terms and conditions available at BetRiversSquares.com. Must be 21 or older. Available in PA only. Void where prohibited. Terms and conditions apply. Presented by Rivers Casino, Pittsburgh. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
In all of Overwatch, no character is hated more than Sojourn. Introduced early in the 2022 Overwatch League season, Sojourn wreaked havoc among her opponents and dominated almost every match. When Overwatch 2 came out, players encountered the same issue. Now, after the third attempt to make Sojourn do less damage, players still complain about the state of the hero. After so many tries to balance Sojourn, at what point do player expectations become ridiculous?
The latest esports and gaming news. Find it online at checkpointxp.com.
Technology lets you access a personal trainer from home, like on this exercise mirror.
That's talking more squatting.
But to keep your hybrid workforce in shape, you need more than technology.
And kick. And jump.
You need PCs powered by Intel vPro, custom configured by CDW. Hardware-based security and remote management make it easy to protect and monitor PCs from anywhere.
Wait, don't turn me off.
Intel vPro makes secure remote management possible. CDW makes it powerful. Learn more at cdw.com/vpro.
Did you know Nissan EVs have traveled 8 billion miles? Just a quick trip to Pluto and back. And what did we learn along the way? Well, that an EV can take on the world, like the Nissan Leaf. It can move racing forward and take your breath away, like the all-new Nissan Ariya. We learned to make EVs that electrify. 8 billion miles driven by Leaf owners globally since 2010. Ariya not yet available for purchase. Expected availability late fall, subject to change.
Wendy's home-style French toast sticks are so delicious, some are saying that they're better than their mom's breakfast.
Excuse me, did you just say Wendy's French toast sticks are better than my breakfast?
Mom, is that you?
Answer the question.
I said some people are saying that because they're so crispy on the outside and fluffy on the inside and perfect in every way.
Uh-huh. And what do you think?
I think it's time to tell people to choose wisely. Choose Wendy's sweet and crispy home-style French toast sticks.
That's still not an answer.
participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
Rally House, shop every team in town. College and pro, come on, it's time to go.
We're headed to Arizona, Philly. Shop the largest selection of Eagles, NFC champions, and Super Bowl gear at Rally House. New postseason styles arriving daily.
Eagles, Sixers, Villanova, Penn State, Temple, Phillies, Flyers, don't be late. Rally House, it's your city, it's your house, it's the Rally House.
Limited quantity. Selection varies by location. Shop rallyhouse.com.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours.
Spilled your milkshake? Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up spills quicker. And each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less than the leading Ordinary brand. So you can get back to your milkshake.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
I'm here at the Big Game headquarters. Total Wine and More, scoring huge savings on the perfect bourbon. Local craft beer.
Forgetting something?
Oh, yeah. Cabernet, seltzers, and so many low prices.
Valentine's Day is right after.
Whoa, new game plan.
You got this. Total Wine can help you score the perfect bubbly, too.
Thank you. I would have been so...
You sure would have.
Your Big Game headquarters. Love what you find, always at the lowest price. Only at Total Wine and More. Drink responsibly. B21.
And now another no-brainer money-saving tip from Progressive.
It looks like your luggage is over 50 pounds. Is there anything you can take out?
Oh, yeah. Let me just toss all these $20 bills.
Great. Let me grab you a trash can.
Stop. Instead of throwing money away, move some clothes into a carry-on. And here's a better tip from Progressive on how not to waste money. Don't pay too much for car insurance. Drivers who switch and save could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary.
Hey, yo, Philly! Time to take down Big Red in the big game in Arizona. Love you, Andy, but there's only enough room for one top dog. If you want top dollar on your accident case, go with the winning team at Top Dog Law. That's TopDogLaw.com.
Meineke is committed to keeping you and your vehicle safe and on the road. Right now, Meineke is offering a semi-synthetic oil change package for only $29.95 with a free tire rotation and battery check. For tires, brakes, batteries, exhaust systems, and more, Meineke, doing car care right.
Hello? Whether you're at home or on the go, listen to 97.5 The Fanatic on Odyssey on your smartphone, Roku, LG Smart TV, Waze, and more. That's Odyssey, AUDACY. Check it out now. The Birds are in the big game, and 97.5 The Fanatic will take you inside the sights and sounds of Arizona all week. Listen this week for exclusive reports from inside the Birds host Adam Kaplan and Jeff Mosher. Presented by PhillyRefunds.com. Business owners, claim your payroll tax refunds up to $26,000 per employee. Go to PhillyRefunds.com and 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Live from the Rally House in Fairless Hills, your Super Bowl week's getting kicked off. Fun place to hang out with us, the John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic. And the BetParks Casino and Sportsbook app wants you to know they've got the absolute best in-game betting experience during the big game. Download the BetParks app now at betparks.com. And we appreciate you jumping on in with us this morning and getting ready for what should be a fantastic week Lots of people jumping in, buying stuff today at the Rally House in Fairless Hills, getting stuff for the big parties this weekend, all those kind of things. Pat waving to his fans. You got a lot of fans, Pat.
Yeah, Matt Miro.
Hey, what do you say, Matt?
Hi, Matt.
You guys can blame him because he was like the head intern when I was an intern. So he taught me everything.
Wait a
so
minute.
blame him.
Wow, what'd you teach
Yeah, that
him?
should be blamed.
Yeah.
That should be blamed. What are you talking about?
Yeah, sorry.
That really
yeah,
is.
he's the
He
man.
gets blamed.
I loved him, man.
Hi, Matt. He gets blamed. Let's see who's on the phone. 610-632-0975. Who we going to, Patty?
Let's go to Terrell in Philly.
Terrell, what's going on, buddy?
Oh, wait.
There you go.
There we go.
What's up, Tiara?
Yo, I know things are going good and we're going to win when Pat Egan's smiling, man. He never smiles.
He's
I
smiling
smile all the
today.
time.
He does it behind the scenes.
I usually smile. The problem is I usually smile at about 9:53.
Yeah, once we're off the air.
On some days, man, like you close.
Yeah, he's a little constipated. Maybe a little Metamucil, somewhere a little less sugar.
All right, we're taking people
Might
behind the
do
scenes a
it,
little
Pat.
too much. Jeez,
What's
man.
going on, Terry? You ready to go or what?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. But do you think we're underestimating the Chiefs the way Bill Belichick underestimated us a few years ago?
No. I don't believe that there's a chance that this Eagles coaching staff or any player wearing the jersey is underestimating the Chiefs. Many in the fan base may.
Took us lightly a few years ago.
Yeah, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. That's
You don't think
absurd.
so?
No, it's absurd. It's absolutely absurd.
It's his top corner, though.
It does. He didn't do that to say, "Well, I can win this game without him." He did this game because of it. He did that because of a discipline issue, and he played Harry Hardon. I think Pat is how you do it.
Yeah.
No one in the Eagles is underestimating the Chiefs. I can promise you that. Nothing that.
I respect you. I respect that.
And nothing that's said on Sports Talk Radio is going to affect the outcome of the game or anything like that either.
Okay. I respect that. Yeah, I got a question. After LeBron, breaks the record, can you, Bob, Pat, come up with an updated top 25 NBA list? Streets need that, man.
Maybe do that. The Streets
Top
might need
25 all-time list?
We could do
Yeah,
something
we could
like
do that.
Once football's over, we can absolutely do that.
Yeah, I think.
And Pat and I are both big bronzemen.
Yes, and if the streets need it, I think I am the voice of the streets.
You are.
I think when you look at me,
you think streets.
Yeah,
You're the closest one to have
obviously.
your ear to the street.
Yeah.
That's wrong. You mean streets too. You
No, I mean,
you live on
'cause-
the meanest street probably.
Yeah, actually, yeah. No, you guys live in the suburbs. I actually live in the city.
That's what I mean.
No, I don't think you did mean
don't
that.
know
I
what
think
you
it was a
think I
short
meant.
joke.
My street
Oh my
could
God,
get
no, it wasn't.
My
a
street
short
could get a
joke.
little
Yes,
mean.
it was,
My
and it hurt my
gosh.
feelings.
I didn't do that.
There you go.
I would never do that.
He would never take that cheap shot.
I'm going to take you out
On
for some
you.
Hearst chips after this if you're not
There you
careful.
go. There you go. All right, is it better to have the more experienced roster in the Super Bowl to win the Super Bowl? Is it really important? Because that's one of the things you're going to hear about this week is the Chiefs have the experience and the Eagles don't. The Eagles roster is much less experienced with being in a Super Bowl than the Chiefs is. Is there any truth to that? Well, in the last 10 Super Bowls, the more experienced team is 6-4. The last 15 Super Bowls, the more experienced team is 8-7. So I'm here to tell you, it doesn't mean anything. Nothing. It has not played out that way. It is a coin flip in the last 15 Super Bowls that the Super Bowl roster that's more experienced wins the game. Who's the better team that year? That's what it's going to come down to.
Yeah.
What's the better team?
The only thing about Super Bowl is if you have experience in it, I think it's a major factor. I would rather have a team that has a couple guys maybe that have been to Super, and both teams do. Obviously, Kansas City's been there a few times recently, so huge advantage. The circus of the week, I think, trying to get used to and having been through it, yeah, I do. I do think that Patrick Mahomes has a big advantage there over Jalen Hurts in that he knows what to expect this week. Jalen Hurts is unique in that he just stays within himself, and we've seen it all year long. But there could be some aspect of this week that might throw him off a little bit. Mahomes knows exactly what to expect, as does Andy Reid, as do many players on that Kansas City team. Not a whole bunch of Eagles do. So, yeah, I give slight advantage there to Kansas City.
8-7, last 15.
I don't think it matters. I don't. I think at the end of the day, I'm basing this, unfortunately, a lot of it is based off of 5 years ago. And they had a roster that didn't have any experience facing a roster that had a lot of experience, and they won. So I'm basing it off a very, very small sample size, one game. But I don't think it matters. And I think the fact that, John, you talked about this a lot. Jalen Hurts playing in Alabama, knowing what that stage is like, knowing the media obligations of playing in a national championship, I think he's kind of used to it, and he's the big point of contention, right? He's the guy that you focus on because he's your leader of the team. So I don't think the moment's going to get too bright for him with the inexperience of this. And I think that having guys like Kelsey and BG and Lane Johnson and Fletcher, I think having those guys there to possibly rely on if you need be, I think that's a big advantage.
Maybe it's biggest, Bob, maybe it's strategic positions where it means the most. You know what I mean? Like at quarterback, it is a big advantage to have quarterbacked numerous Super Bowls, whereas maybe someone else's experience is at corner or at middle linebacker or something, and maybe it doesn't have as big an effect.
Yeah. I mean, look, there could be a wide difference in talent levels if you're comparing player A on one team to player A on the other team. And maybe that gap closes a little bit because player A on the other team has been to the Super Bowl before. I don't think it's a disadvantage, put it that way, that you have played in Super Bowls before. Ultimately, it's all about talent. But could there be some slight advantages there from experience of it? Absolutely, yeah.
I want to remind you that the week of February 20th, so 2 weeks from today, we will be having our open house week for the John Kincade Show. Open house, live shows at our studios in our new performance center. We'll have breakfast for you in the morning, special guests for the listeners to meet and greet, and giveaways if you show up. Space each day, limited. So go to 97.5thefanatic.com and click on the open house link and reserve a spot for you and a guest to be able to come. You'll be able to get in. We'll pick them at random. You'll be able to get in for one of the days. We'll get you in there. But we look forward to seeing you for our open house week 2 weeks from today, live on The Fanatic.
Yeah, it should be
live
fun.
studio on. It's going to be fun.
It should be a lot of fun.
It's going to be a great time. So get yourself registered because when spots are filled, they are filled. But we're going to the live show, which will be fun. Little interesting interaction.
Oh, it'll be great. It's cool to have everybody come in and hang out and, be the party atmosphere that we are.
All right, a guy who I'm convinced is mental is now moving once again in the NBA as we go to Cooney's Corner.
Let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
It was right there. Yeah, so we haven't really brought it up, but the big happenings in the NBA this weekend happened right in the Sixers division in the Eastern Conference, and that's Kyrie Irving again. Moving on. Take away last night's game because I think I wrote this before last night's game. I don't even remember. But Kyrie's gone. I don't think the Nets. It's amazing. Their backcourt went from James Harden and Kyrie Irving to Ben Simmons and Spencer Dinwiddie.
Oh boy!
In the course of 1 year,
they went to Wish.com.
Yeah. So it's clearly a Milwaukee, Boston, Philadelphia conference to be had. Last night, notwithstanding, how do you feel? Were the Nets out of it before this even happened? Did you not consider them much of anything? Are they out of it with the subtraction of Kyrie Irving? You're going to have Durant coming back soon. How does this affect the Sixers, the conference, whatever it may be?
I feel way better. I thought the Nets were a legit contender. In terms of getting out of the East and giving a team like the Sixers fits, KD and Kyrie, take all the off-court problems away from Kyrie. Incredible. He's an incredible player. Okay,
one of the best finishers I've ever seen.
Yeah, and you put him with KD, and then they were going to be, I think, an attractive place for the veteran buyout market. They seem to be always an attractive place. I thought that they were going to be, I thought they could be like the Miami Heat of last year, where they would kind of fly under the radar, but they would be a really, really tough out. Now, how invested is Kevin Durant going to be?
Oh my God, yeah.
He's looking around.
Reportedly,
he's got Ben Simmons next to him.
Yeah.
He's got to be like, can I get the hell out of here? So Ben Simmons is going to end up looking like Will Smith in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when he's standing in the middle of the living room looking around like, am I it? Because Kevin Durant's going to be out, and that organization's going to be kind of a dumpster fire.
One storyline I don't want to hear, though, is, Kyrie wanted out because of Ben Simmons. Stop it with the crap. Kyrie Irving has been a malcontent everywhere. He's always unhappy. He's always pissed. He's always unsatisfied. And he never looks in a mirror.
Yeah,
they must cover every mirror in the facility because he never looks at himself as being part of the problem.
Yeah, it's a crazy situation with him. As Pat said, my God, talent is unbelievable, and he still is there. But what he's done It's just crazy. And then my friends and I were talking yesterday a little bit, like, is karma coming back to get Kevin Durant? I mean, he loses in an NBA final, goes to the team he lost to get some championships. And I thought the way he played with that group was awesome. He went to Steph Curry and to Klay Thompson, and he didn't overtake anything. He wasn't a malcontent. He didn't beg for the ball. He just scored naturally the way he did. It was a seamless thing. So I kind of didn't blame him for it then, but a lot of people did. And now all this crap's happening around him where he ring chased again, or the organization where he was did. So I don't know if it's karma. I don't know what it is, but
I think you picked the wrong running mate.
Yeah, maybe wrong organization, running mate.
And
all
he's
of
the
those
one
things.
and he's the one who begged for it.
And that's the thing. I don't put it on the organization because I think they tried. They tried to make it work. I think Joseph Tsai and the owner and the GM Sean Marks, I think they tried to make it work. And they brought in talent, and they invested.
They let Durant make the personnel calls.
That's the problem, is that we talk about this a lot. A lot of these players in all sports, when you kind of give the player the power to make personnel calls, they're not good at it.
Imagine that.
You know, like LeBron James tweeting out, like, maybe it's me. No, dude, like.
No, as a GM, you suck, LeBron.
You're one of the, I think you're the GOAT, okay?
Yes.
But as far as GMs, you're really, really bad at it. And, yeah, I don't think Kyrie would have worked in LA either. I mean, I think anywhere he goes, it's headaches and a disaster. So I don't think Dallas is going to be any different. But they didn't give up really anything for him. So.
I think the NBA stuff with things like this, Bob, I think it's a mess. I just think it's a mess.
Players getting to say when and where they want to go.
I want to go,
the
and then
NBA,
being
though.
unhappy and never accountable.
Yeah, and
never ever accountable.
Mark Cuban's reaction yesterday, I don't know if you guys saw it. He's sitting courtside, and then all of a sudden he gives it to, like he just got that they pulled off the move. And he's right. He got one of the top 10 players in the NBA on his team to go with Luka. That Dallas team is going to be fun to watch once they figure each other out.
Are they going to be in the final 4 teams in the NBA?
They very well could be. They could. Who knows what's going to happen. And look, who knows if Kyrie goes there and he's a likable teammate, or if he likes it there, or maybe the color of the uniforms he doesn't appreciate and he gets all whacked out. Who knows what's going to happen with
filtered ice.
I think back to something that Kenny Smith talked about. I got to interview him for Hustle, and it was around the hardest.
It's a good interview too, by the way.
Yeah, it was all right. He was great. The interviewer was meh. But I asked him about the Harden situation. He goes, I wasn't surprised they didn't make the finals. Inserting a guy like Harden into any team and expecting them to make the finals when they only have about 25 games to gel, it's difficult. And
so this year, that excuse does not hold.
No, I don't think it holds. But my point is, with Kyrie going to Dallas, it's in my mind now of they're not just a lock to make the Final Four.
No,
they're not a lock to make the final 8. It's just it's going to be difficult to just transition him in there and go, okay, make it work. And especially knowing that he is a little bit of a different dude.
A different dude. That's one way of putting it.
A little bit. Yeah.
I mean,
it's crazy.
I'm trying to be nice.
He's certifiably nuts.
I'm trying to be nice.
He should be in a padded cell.
He's got a lot of good stuff, but he's got a lot of bad stuff.
My gosh.
He did a lot of charity work.
Yeah, well, that's great.
But,
that's good.
Not the best teammate.
There we go. We'll see what it all shakes out. Thank God did the Sixers ever dodge that bullet, Bob, do you think?
The Kyrie bullet?
Yeah, do you think they ever
I never,
or not?
I never heard much on that, no. Not that I know of.
I wouldn't think
they didn't
they
need
would.
him, though, at the time. They had Ben
No,
Simmons.
exactly. They had Ben.
They thought they had a 20
I love people, though, still going to Ben ran off another teammate. Kyrie Irving, seriously.
I can't put that on Ben.
Don't put it on Ben Simmons. For God's sakes.
No, Ben will be a Laker by next year.
You think it's going to happen?
Could be, yeah. It was funny. Yeah, it still resonates.
Will he play ahead of Bronny? Because LeBron, of course, is going to engineer that move, too, the great GM that he is.
The connection with LeBron is very real. They're really good friends. And after you strike out on Kyrie, I would not be surprised at all if Brooklyn ends up just selling off pieces and Ben Simmons finds his way to L.A.
You might get the best of Ben Simmons with LeBron, because think of whether we like him or not, or he wants to play or not, Ben Simmons is still a talented basketball player. And if you can get that talent out of him again like he had his first few years here in Philadelphia, and it's with LeBron James, that
still
could
playing
be something
at an amazing
decent.
level.
No, he's broken.
You think so? You think he's unfixable?
The Atlanta Hawks completely broke him.
Could be. Like I said, I'll stand by it. I don't think the guy loves playing basketball.
And will Kyrie get to play ahead of Bronny? Because GM LeBron James is going to make sure that he plays with Bronny. He's already made that clear. A guy who a lot of scouts are going, is he going to be drafted?
But
LeBron will make
He'll
sure
be
he's
drafted
drafted.
'cause
LeBron will make sure he's drafted. That's
there's nepotism in every field, so why not,
in an NBA roster?
Nepotism in every field.
No. In an NBA roster?
Yeah.
That's just like Michael Jordan playing AA baseball, where he never belonged.
There's
You don't
nepotism
put
in
someone
every field. There's
you
a
don't
prime
put
example
someone,
of it.
Yeah,
You
but
just said it.
that's a once in a lifetime decision that's made.
Oh, we don't see it often. This is a once in a lifetime situation.
Yeah, but Michael Jordan was the great athlete. This isn't Bronny.
When was the last time you remember a father-son playing together in professional sports?
Griffey's.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And that was 1989.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
and
it
both
doesn't
of them
happen often.
And both of them belonged in Major League Baseball.
I'm not going to pretend how good Bronny James is at basketball right
Well,
now.
they're saying
I haven't seen
he
him.
might not even be a drafted player.
Yeah.
But LeBron's going to play with him because that's what he's already
'Cause
said.
they'll get him drafted.
He's going to play with him.
He
So,
absolutely will.
I guess the team that signs LeBron
Look, if
has
you have
to
a,
sign
if you
Bron.
have a second-round pick, non-guaranteed, you're absolutely drafting Bronny. If you think you can get you LeBron, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, right?
What, you're
Bob
going
tried
to take a fifth-year senior from Creighton?
Bob tried getting Kyle for middays, and Kyle goes, "No, I'm going off to the corporate
Yeah.
world. What are you doing?
I'm going
Bob?"
to South Carolina.
He's like, "I'm going to South Carolina. I ain't doing that."
Whatever happened to Kyle?
What
He
you
kind
gonna
of ghosted me a little bit. He was supposed to be coming home for the Super Bowl. I don't know
And he's
where
not
he
now.
is.
He's ghosting you?
I don't know what's going on. Kids,
Well,
why'd we have
He's
him?
he's trying to get a bunch of hers.
Well, he's
I
trying to
told
make
him
sure-
I'm going to have plenty of hers at the house. And
But you will
and
not have PJ's wings.
Once he sees that text, I'm sure he'll be running home.
Question is this, Pat. You and I still with great relationships with the people from PJ Wellahan's, who, if you missed it earlier in the show, are suing Bob Cooney today. They are filing a lawsuit, and they're trying to find a judge right now, though, in
Yeah.
Jersey. This is the holdup, I've understood, is that they can't find a judge in Jersey who Bob doesn't know.
That is a problem.
So they're going to have to look for a change of venue for the trial.
I just want to say, if Jim's listening, a lot of people are wondering about this Coke wing they keep hearing about. They want to taste it. They want it on the menu. I'm getting flooded
Is that
with
related to the cocaine bear?
It's not the cocaine bear.
No.
Oh, okay.
Get your head out of the
They're
gutter.
worried about it. Jim is worried about it. The
Coca-Cola.
legal team has met this morning in their Monday morning meeting, and they're trying to find a judge in South Jersey who doesn't know Bob Cooney.
It's
or didn't play
difficult.
with him, didn't play with him one time, maybe some Legion ball.
Anytime
maybe
we
some,
like
whatever it was.
the last time it was Bob's birthday, so that's a big part
Yes.
of it. But man, we went to the PJs for happy hour, and it was
my gosh.
It might as well have been called Bob Cooney, like BC.
There were like
instead of PJs.
37
It
people
was,
named Cooney there.
It was insane.
incredible.
I got
It
a lot
just-
of friends.
So they're worried about a change of
You're
venue.
very popular.
Jim's trying to see if they can hold it in New York or somewhere they
I
could
don't
find a
travel
place to
outside.
have the
Yeah.
trial.
No.
Because Bob's probably paid off every judge by now.
I do.
Probably said, bring him Hearst chips.
I don't think he
He'll
pays
probably
him
bring him
off.
some
No.
Hearst chips.
I don't think he pays him off. He's not that, guy.
would work.
You could do that.
Yeah.
That's always could be fun. Super Bowl week has begun, and Egan has his fastball from social media today. People are just far and wide.
Nah,
They're thinking you've got you've got it far and wide.
Feeling a little fatigued.
It's all right though. But you're ready for the start tomorrow. We kept him in.
That's what you think.
And
You
by
brought
the-
it today, Pat.
By the way, Vito said it. He said, "Do not pull a topper. Do not go to the bullpen." Because I thought about going to Sir Anthony.
I would've.
for the 9:30 segment.
I would've
But
went to
Vito
Sir
said you
Anthony.
stay with Wheeler. Did we not learn our lesson? And Pat delivered all day long. We depart for the Super Bowl tomorrow after the show. Thanks to our friends at Rally House, our presenting sponsor, and Window Nation, and Berge Chevrolet. We appreciate them sending us on the road. We're looking forward to that. So we have our getaway day tomorrow, and Jamie Lynch will join us tomorrow morning from 8 to 10. But right now, Jamie Lynch is getting ready to hang out with Tunis.
Yeah, he is.
So it's going to be fun as they send Anthony off on his way, on his great getaway.
I saw a tweet. Pat, did you see this?
No.
That Anthony was late.
Oh, no. Wait a minute.
I saw a tweet that said Anthony was late for the
send-off?
for the PNS show.
Oh, no.
I don't know if somebody
Peter
was
and
kidding
Stan show?
or
Oh,
yeah.
they might have been kidding.
I don't know.
They could have been kidding. Hey, we thank everybody. Get into your local rally house. They are loaded up with gear. You're going to want to look good for your parties. You're going to want to be out and about. We're going to have a fantastic week, and we hope everybody just enjoys it. Enjoy the positivity. And once again, where we started this morning, you are the favorites, Philadelphia. Act like it. Act like it. You're the favorites. Have the swagger. We got the best team, and it's Super Bowl week, and we're going to bring home a championship. Hey, support life-saving cancer research. Join us and our generous partners, Window Nation, and make a donation to the American Association for Cancer Research today. Do it at 97.5thefanatic.com/AACR because cancer research saves lives. Cuz is ready to hit the road. Jamie and Chunas are taking you in on Cuz Radio Monday through Thursday. Jamie joins us tomorrow at 10. Oh, man, it's going to be 8 to 10. It's going to be a fantastic week. Have a great day, everybody. Hey, the Birds are headed to Arizona, so you're going to get into your local rally house, and you're going to shop the largest selection of Eagles gear, and that includes the official postseason gear in all the latest styles. And I'm telling you, it's Monday morning. They are loaded up. You're going to see all the great gear, everything you could use for your big Birds party this weekend. You want a new hat. You want a knit cap. You want a skull cap. You want a baseball cap. You want a jersey. They've got it all. They've got you covered. You know Rally House is the place to go. If you're looking for drinkware or a cool flag, you want to make your neighbors jealous, get some Eagles lawn and garden pieces. They've got it all. We're getting ready to head to Arizona, but of course, we start out at Rally House. So shop the largest selection of Eagles, NFC champions, and Super Bowl gear at your local Rally House. Rally House, it's your city, it's your house.